pocketing the money from memberships for some reason.
I don't know, man. That sounded suspicious. Somebody buys memberships and it's not tracked anywhere, and you don't know how, and you want to know because you want to thank them. That's suspicious. That sets off my sus star.
Well, I saw that Jarvo in the chat had gifted 5 memberships, and I said the problem that I am having, I think, is that I don't know in the back end if it says somewhere like this person gifted X memberships.
Goddamn back end. That's where all the money's at, right? The back end.
Will you stop with this?
What are you
okay,
doing?
Everybody thinks. Everybody's already like concerned about our finances. Do you see the number of people are always like, well,
I'm concerned about. Are you not concerned about our finances?
I'm concerned about our finances, but people come up with these insane conspiracy theories where they go, well, you know, Vito only gets 20% of that money. You know,
that would be way too much.
Are
you kidding me? 20%?
Yeah, I don't get paid.
It's my house.
I'm just
why
why
would it be 20%?
I'm here for exposure, obviously.
Hey, let me tell you something. When my girlfriend picks you up a drink, at the store, this is what you say when you get the drink. And
what?
This is all you say. Thank you.
What did I say?
You don't say, "Oh, cucumber." They didn't have. Is that all they had?
I thanked her.
No.
I made a little joke. I made a little joke.
No.
I like the cucumber.
This is what you say. Repeat it after me so I know you got it. Thank you.
Thank you. I did say.
If you want to add anything else, that was very nice of you to take your time to give me something.
I was remarking because I said she was going to the gas station to get you alcohol because you're a degenerate, and I said, "Oh, hey, if you're going to the gas
alcohol
station,
deserves 20% of the show.
All right,
not you."
I said, you know what? If you're going to the gas station, they usually have those Arizona teas. I've got a bit of a, I'm still getting over a cold. The tea feels nice on my throat.
Can you please pick me up? You don't need to talk people into stuff. It's just, can you please get me a...
I said please. I said if you perchance were able to.
I think she interrupted
you
before you had a chance to not say
true.
please.
I was interrupted. And she came back. I said, can you get the green tea? She came back. She got the cucumber, which is not exactly what I wanted.
You've messed it up. You've messed it up.
No, the cucumber's fun.
Cucumber would be the worst, most dangerous flavor to get somebody now because it might taste like soap. You don't know.
That's true. No, it tastes all right. And I did thank her very much. She did a very good job.
Yeah, but it's the extra stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's not thanks and here's my thoughts on the tea. It's just thank you.
You guys aren't getting any more puzzles from me. I get no respect in
he
this
said,
household.
Thank you. Thank you.
I bring you gifts of puzzles. I bring, I don't really bring anything else. I don't know. What do you get the man who has everything? A man who now has...
shoes.
Yeah, I was going to say. The man who truly has everything now has infinity shoes, which are shoes you have constructed out of cardboard for some reason. Yeah.
Look at that.
You really... I was going to say, it is... The construction is
infinity
surprisingly...
shoes, man.
You have a strap
This motherfucker
underneath.
is a genius.
Who is this guy? Who are we talking
Mike
about?
Infinity.
Mike Infinity.
On Instagram.
You
got to go follow Mike Infinity.
And what does he do?
Makes disposable emergency shoes.
Right.
For you.
Out of boxes.
I don't know if you can invest or what, but
I honestly, when I saw those, I said I do want to invest.
Tom's white supremacist runs Tom's.
Yeah, exactly.
He's no Mike
Fuck
Infinity.
that. I think if you had, you know what? I don't even want to give it away because I think this is $1 million business idea. I want to talk to.
Didn't you
this
rip
guy.
on Bo Blacks for just saying that?
Bo Blacks didn't make the shoes.
You didn't make the shoes either. I did.
I know. Somebody else already made. No, Mike Infinity made the shoes. You're not Mike Infinity. All right, we doing this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or let's not do it because the Steam Deck is not wired correctly.
There we
go. It's going to be a big one.
Imagine you get an Arizona iced tea and it's full of cum.
Biggest.
Nobody wants that.
Problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from going to work with the flu to taking money from you-know-who's. I don't know what you're talking about there. That's a 1,000-fold bikini seal. I'm your host, Dick Bastion. Joining me as always is Vito Giswaldi.
Hi, Dick.
What's up? Big shot Vito.
Big shot Vito. Six-figure Vito. Super killer
Doesn't thank
Vito.
your girlfriend for
Doesn't
tea,
thank the girlfriend
Vito.
for tea. I've thanked her multiple times. And I'm still thanking her. What an incredible... I can't believe it. Can you believe it, folks?
Sounds like sarcasm when you do thanks. When you thank people.
Well, maybe because I try to give a good thanks and then you rip on it.
Well, because you're like giving your thoughts like with no filter. It's totally unnecessary.
I noticed it was the cucumber, and I said, "Oh, that's interesting." You know what? I had forgotten they even made that flavor.
That's not what you said.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
Oh my God, that was something else.
We got a big show here today. I do feel like, I mean, come on, we got to talk about Super Killer, $100,000.
Man, we really honestly don't.
I just feel like I gotta.
We really don't.
You know, we really.
You said any flavor is fine. She says. You literally said any flavor
I did
is
say
fine.
any flavor is fine. I'm not upset with the cucumber.
And then
I like
when
the
she
cucumber.
came back, you said that'll do.
That'll do.
Like from the movie Babe when they're talking that'll do pig.
That was good. That was good from Babe. Yeah, that'll do pig. Like that was meant the pig did a
Can
good
you just
job.
like shut the fucking sarcasm off for a second? Do you understand the concept of doing stuff for somebody and then they whittle it down so you're not upset that you did something for them, but you feel nothing? Like it's a very specific emotion where you just feel like I didn't need or not need to do that. I feel nothing from it.
I'm enjoying this flavor. It's not what I expected, obviously.
But it shouldn't enter into your fucking mind whether you expected it or not. It's just thank you. That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for surprising me with the flavor I didn't ask for.
No. You said any flavor.
I know, I'm just fucking around. I like to be surprised, and this is a delightful surprise.
You're not fucking around though, because that you do that in real life too.
No,
it's not a bit. It's like Carl
don't.
Spitali says. Like Vito's not doing a bit. He just says he's doing a bit.
Mentally retarded. I'm not. Look, that'll do. That'll do is a positive.
You just have no
thing to say.
self-awareness
That
of
was a
what's happening around
thing.
you.
Oh, that'll do. That's good.
It's not. No, that's
a
not a
positive
positive fucking thing.
Oh, they only have the cucumber. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. That will do.
I was all amped up to shit on Eric July.
Yeah.
And then you go and
get a
fucking are unconscionably rude.
Not unconsciously. It's not rude. I'm very appreciative of the green tea with the cucumber. Which is not the one I asked for,
someone will tell
which is
you
fine.
when you're being very appreciative. You just be appreciative, and they'll say, "Wow, you're being very appreciative." It's not you saying, "Hey, I'm being very appreciative."
I assume they didn't have the regular one at the store. That makes sense. Yeah.
Any flavor will do.
Any flavor will do. Yeah, because
like you fucking need a. What did you need a
I mean, when you say any
milk
flavor
steak
is due,
flavor?
I think you're insinuating like one of the normal flavors. But this is fine too.
Yeah. Cucumber. Q's had cucumber and liquid before, right? That's crazy.
Now I want to play it because it is funny that I would be so.
You are.
I am very appreciative that she got me the Arizona. I'm very happy with the Arizona. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Okay.
Super Killer at 100,000, Dick.
I don't know what to do about.
117.
I don't know what to do to tamp down the Super Killer talk.
Well, I mean,
I'm so exhausted.
Luckily, the campaign is over, so
Thank God.
Yeah. I mean, I did have to leave it open because
No, it's not. No, it's not open now, is it?
Well, one guy said he didn't get paid until Friday, so I just left it open for him.
It's still open?
Yeah, but it's going to close.
Fucking refund it. Everybody refund it out of spite. Refund it out of spite for this one guy.
He sent me a message. He said, I don't get paid till Friday. And I'm like, well, dude, you had like a year to like get it. And he's like, just please leave it open till Friday.
Cocksucking factory.
And I said, okay, well, it's technically closed, but it's open for this one guy. And then it's going to close. But if at the last moment you decided you wanted to get in.
End, man. It's Mr. Bones' wild ride. Comics never coming out. The campaign's never going to end.
No, it's going good.
And
I'm going to have a big announcement coming soon. We got someone joining the team.
You're turning into fucking Eric. You don't have a team.
I have kind of a team. I got people working on the fucking thing.
Contractors.
Well, yeah, but this is a good contractor. Look, I wish I could pay.
I've got an Arizona iced tea joining the team.
Look, I can't pay everybody a salary, okay? But,
Can you even pay them a wage?
I am paying them a wage. Maybe I will pay them a salary if we keep going. Who knows?
You going to get a van?
No.
Okay.
Actually, maybe if I get one. No, I'm not going to need a van. I want a warehouse, though. Put all the stuff in there.
Sure you do, for all your video games and shit.
Well, that would be a good place to sell them out of.
Are you going to do TikTok or whatnot?
Whatnot? Yeah. I got to get a business license, and I got to get a deal with a distributor so I can get Magic product at low prices.
If anybody don't do your taxes.
If anybody knows who distributes Magic cards in the California area, let me know.
Let Vito know joke stuff.
No, don't. It's not helpful.
Send him joke stuff. D's nuts.
All right. Come on.
All right.
What are we doing? Who, last
winner.
episode?
Yeah, the sound. Let me know if the sound's okay.
Sounds good to me.
Foreign lobbyists.
That was you,
Yeah, that was a big winner.
but not Israel.
Well,
Not specifically Israel.
Not specifically Israel.
Not specifically Israel.
Definitely.
They're one of them.
So the
not just them.
The ADL came out today and said, we're noticing all kinds of anti-Zionism.
Really?
They said that it's gone up 400%.
Really?
It's like, wow, that's nuts.
That is nuts.
You think that's because all the kids you guys are killing?
Okay. It's not that kind of show.
What do you mean?
I'm the guy who
just
talks about
saying.
killing kids. That's my bit. All right? You can't take
Yeah.
that. That's
Do you
all
think
my
that has
stuff.
something to do with it, though?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's mad about something.
They're coming out swinging.
Okay, in a second.
Activist CEOs.
All right. Well, at least I did okay. I feel like you're
Yeah.
on a streak.
Well, you know.
But you did women last week, didn't you? Some women problem.
Well, you know.
What
Women
you
are
gonna
fucking
do?
up.
Speaking of women
Women and
problems,
if Israel and women are both fucking up,
Yeah. You're
it's
on
time
top.
to make hay.
You're on top.
When men start fucking up, I'm a
As
ghost.
long as fat people are there with them, that's the Dick Masterson trifecta of comedy.
Oh man, fat people are fucking up.
Jews, women, and fatties.
If a fat
That's the
person,
name, that should be the name of your next book.
I'm not writing a book that starts with Jews.
Why not? It could be a positive book about Jews. What are the last two on our...
Not enough.
Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Speaking of fat salads, I was on the Lol Cow podcast.
Yes.
They're still editing it, I guess.
When did you
I
go?
was
You
on
went
there
on like on Tuesday.
Monday.
Monday.
I'm up early Monday with a hangover, going on these fucking clowns shows,
Yeah.
and they're letting it just sit stale in the hopper for a whole week. What's going on?
The Look How podcast is a mess. And the worst part is that the audience, for some reason, goes along with Keemstar's gaslighting, where he goes, well, the real problem is... His new thing was... So my episode... it was edited terribly. It was a complete clusterfuck. You can't. It's unlistenable.
I heard it was a prank. Was it a prank?
Well, he tried to say, "Oh, the reason it's bad, guys, is that PKA sabotaged us." And I guess PKA's editor Zach edited the episode, and
He just quit halfway and said, fuck this.
well, I think he ran into some problems, and it's like, hey man, it's his first time editing the show. You can't just give him a 12-hour turnaround. Like, why don't you have him edit like a temp show, and then you can tell them how you want to refine
Just don't
it.
edit the show.
Just don't edit the show. Just put it out.
That's what
Stop
I said
it.
to them. Why are you editing this? This was fine. This was great, actually. I've
Yeah.
done this for a long time. This was a good episode. Just put it out as it was.
Well, 'cause-
including all the
yeah.
parts about me telling Boogie that Keemstar is trying to steal his house.
Which is
Keemstar
very bizarre.
Keemstar is secretly they're both of them are trying to hush this. Keemstar is telling Boogie that if he pays him the mortgage, Keemstar will take over the loan and get
let
the house.
Boogie live there.
Live there
Yeah.
till he dies.
It's one of these classic things you hear about where
Of
like
a
there's a
vending machine.
92-year-old woman and the
Senior abuse.
Yeah, some guy comes and goes, well, guess it. You don't have to pay your rent or your mortgage.
I'll take
or
care of
taxes
all
or
of
anything.
that.
I'll take care of all of it. And then when you die, I get your entire
house.
house. And for some reason, Boogie's going, well, that just sounds like a
Well, I don't know. I mean,
idea.
he's my boss and all.
He is
He
my
seems like a
boss.
good guy. I do like to help people. I hate having a house.
I don't know why those guys. I was like, Keem's a bad guy, right? You guys realize
He's
that?
trying to steal your house.
Yeah.
You guys do you understand that?
They've all been like weirdly gaslit and being like, no, Keem's a good guy. And I'm like, give me an example of Keem being a good guy.
Oh, he's stealing my house.
He's
That's pretty
stealing my
cool.
house. That's
I mean,
cool.
Keem says he's keeping safe. and I
One
can live
time,
there.
there was this streamer, and he brought him on to like talk about whatever. And I'm like, yeah, because he gets ad revenue from that. When has he ever done anything that he doesn't monetarily benefit in some way?
Bro, you're getting a free house with no down payment,
Yeah.
just buying into Boogie's 4% mortgage. Who knows what?
These are those
The amount of
guys.
scammery that's
Yeah.
involved in this is really shocking.
Boogie, please, before you just give Keem your house.
I'll pay the rent for $1,500 and one a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't you get some
I'll give
bids?
you free McDonald's every day.
That would be
How about
pretty-
that?
you'd enjoy
Not all
that.
you can eat though.
I'll put your girlfriend through what do you call it? I'll send her
She's
to
been
boarding
through
school
enough.
or whatever the
that's,
fuck.
That's low blow,
She's been
Vito.
through enough.
We don't joke about people's girlfriends.
Hey, all right, fine.
Going to work sick.
Yeah. That was a good
you.
problem. Should have been higher.
It was probably the way you told it. was
Well,
so gross.
I was sick.
Dubs, dead last. Like the negative, I think.
Dubs.
Whatever.
That's what you get.
Okay.
So I was saying my locale episode. No apology for them completely flubbing it, wasting my time. except from Tommy C. Tommy C is the only guy who reached out and he said, "Hey, I'm sorry we botched your episode." Keemstar just goes, "Ooh, Vito does that episode.
You a pedophile.
That episode was gonna suck anyway because Vito's a pedophile." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, Keem,
boy,
I've dated girls who were older than you and Boogie's girlfriend combined. So
yeah.
Don't be throwing rocks in that glass house.
Young B says, topless Vito looks like the naked guy in the subway on that one episode of Seinfeld. Remember that one?
No.
That's the one the guy says, I'm not ashamed of my body. And Seinfeld goes, well, you should be.
I tried watching that Pop-Tarts movie. Not there.
Because liberals and wokeness. You can't
No,
do
that's
good
not why.
You can't
That's
do
not
comedy
why.
like a naked guy in a subway anymore.
You should try watching like the first 20 minutes of it, because when I was watching it, I went, if they had just gotten what's his name? Zach Robinson? Tim Robinson. If they had gotten Tim Robinson, because it's like just almost weird enough. It's like a bunch of guys obsessed with cereal and like cereal awards or whatever. And I'm like, that's funny because it's weird.
Yeah.
But it's not weird enough.
Is it for old men, though? For boomers?
Dude, it is like super weirdly boomery.
Yeah.
Where it's all these references
cereal.
But it's all these references where it's like, and here's Chef Boyardee, remember him? And I'm like, no, Jerry, because I'm not 65 years old. Yeah.
It's for old
but
old
wait,
men.
are old people just like, oh yeah,
They're addicted to television.
okay, but I guess that's what's weird about it is like, you know how we have all this reference humor, like, hey, look, it's Rick and Morty, and it's
The
that
Snorks, remember
for
that?
70-year-old
Remember Chef
dudes.
Boyardee?
Yeah. Remember like
Remember
Radio
Fire Hose?
Flyer
Remember
fucking
Stonewall
wagons.
riots?
Yeah, remember
Remember Vietnam?
Remember Tony the Tiger in the costume?
Yeah. Remember when we took Palestine's houses?
I didn't get into that part for some reason.
Nick Dacus says, suddenly Vito declares he is a comedian. He thinks the guys at Skankfest are going to welcome him to Las Vegas. What's happening? Give him 60 seconds on Kill Tony. I'd pay to see that. Well, you can pay to see us at Hackamania. We're doing a show. I strong-armed the organizers of Hackamania to let us do a show at 6:30 p.m. on Friday. Use promo code BIGGEST, not the N-word like I told you before. Don't even use the N-word as a joke because we don't get any.
That actually adds 20% to the cost of your tickets and goes to black people.
Goes directly the entire.
Use promo code the N-word.
Yeah, it's reparation.
And it goes to black people.
Biggest. Use promo code BIGGEST. You get some money off.
Hackamania.com. And so that's a 3-day weekend. We will be performing Friday at 6:30 at the venue they have set up, which is the name I forget. I believe it's
kind of sex club.
Is it like the Fremont area? Because they're telling people to stay at the
downtown.
D.
It's near a Jack in the Box that I've thrown up at.
I have no problem with that. I like Fremont better than the Strip anyway.
Fremont, not Fremont.
Fremont.
No, it's Fremont Street.
I'm pretty
not
sure.
Fremont.
Pretty sure it's Fremont.
It's not Fremont.
Down on Fremont Street. Who fucking cares?
Well, because it's like an iconic street that's been in some movie.
I bet if you look up the etymology of the term, it probably derives from
Morgan Freeman. You think it's one of his ancestors?
Fremont. Is it from the Freemen? Fremont.
Just how it's said. No, Fremont has never been.
Well,
ever
Fremont
uttered
sounds
by
cooler
anyone.
to me. It's the. But isn't it like kind of French? I don't know.
Fremont. Like Fremont.
It
It wouldn't be pronounced like Fremont.
The French
at all.
Quarter of Vegas.
Okay,
Look,
well, we're going to be at
Hackamania.
Hackamania. Every ticket that we sell, we're going to put a rubber band around Vito. So if we sell a couple hundred tickets, he's going to pop like a watermelon.
And we will do a live show. It's going to be
6:30.
fun.
So get off work and rush over there.
Oh, whatever. The people are going to take it. It's Friday. People can take
And then I'm going to start doing drugs and totally ruin everyone else's show.
I might go up to Vegas on Thursday, though, because that's how you get in at the is it the Wynn or something? Has the seafood buffet.
Jesus Christ.
But it's only Monday through Thursday. It's all you can eat lobster and lobster tails and whatever else.
Are you
So
going to stream that?
I would stream it. I think I was talking
$5 for eat a lobster?
Yeah, every $5 I'll eat a lobster.
Eat
See
the
how many I
eat the
can go.
brain head and stuff.
The tamale, you mean the green stuff in the back of it?
Yeah.
That stuff's pretty tasty. Yeah, Thursdays when they don't have that lobster buffet on Fridays, Dick. They won't do it.
Well, have fun. You'll be on time, for sure. You know what? If you do that, I just might not show up. I'll show up
What?
late to fuck you over.
Show up late on Thursday or Friday?
On Friday. What do you mean? So you're up there by yourself, trying to like stall
Doing
for time.
a live show by myself?
Yeah, and I'll say I'm right there.
Oh, I'm almost there. Just keep the crowd going. I'm going to be like Tony, and I'm going to get a big weed cookie before I get on stage, and then I'm going to fall asleep in a chair.
Calorith says Vito looks like that Bjork stalker on the thumbnail.
Yes. That was a celebration.
Tin Horn says Vito's project segment is missing the pizza TV show, Vito's prank show. Oh, yeah, and the biggest problem, card game.
It was the prank show.
You had a prank show you wanted to do.
I mean, I got so many great ideas.
Well, it's basically every idea you've seen, but with a you in front of it.
I'll do a weekly segment. I'll bring in a different project every week because I got like a whole folder full of them.
Yeah.
Didn't I pitch my sci-fi young adult novel? Well, that's not queued up at all.
What the fuck? It's running. It's another one of these trick audio files. God damn it.
No, I got
you people use a fucking audio editor, please?
I got a great pitch for, and I got a...
well, the bit's ruined now. The whole entire bit's ruined.
Look, I got a million ideas. They're all gold.
Vito's projects, Vito's fun little ideas, Vito's postponed comic book, Vito's soon-to-be hit magazine, Vito's lazy creative team, Vito's Deadpool 3 ripoff.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to pitch it.
All right.
Next show.
Hominid said Vito and Dick's positions on Brock Turner seem like they should be reversed. I agree with Vito. If you look into that case, it's complete BS. He got totally screwed over. A guy didn't rape someone? That's what you're saying?
Seems like him and a girl just got really, really drunk. She passed out and he didn't notice.
Yeah. He's innocent. Okay. I don't know anything about this guy. I just thought it was funny that your response was, this poor... You know what's the worst thing about this white guy that's in jail, an innocent guy for rape, is what happened to black people. Like, you can't think about anything other than in terms of what happened to black people.
That wasn't it. I explained it very well. It's not because I'm trying to be the savior of black
the Russians
people.
took some heavy losses in World War II. Yeah, and it drove the price of menthols way up for black people in the South, in America.
And that menthol ban is, even Biden needs to walk that back. He's going, oh, these blacks are not happy about that.
John says, Vito, Nye, the team guy stinger had me crying with laughter. I almost got fired from my job at the blowjob factory because it made me spit out the dick in my mouth. Wow. That's a funny listener.
You can't do that at the blowjob factory.
Goldilocks says, the best part of the show is the cacophony of sounds at the very end to drown out Vito's incessant shilling. Thank you, Dick.
That was from our bonus episode. If you guys like women problems, let me tell you, we got a doozy for Mother's Day. It is the biggest problem in mothers at patreon.com/biggest problem. Pretty good episode.
Fed Chair Fulgore says, according to Vito, this isn't happening. Georgia election board. You want to hear about that?
I already know all that. No. And it's got nothing to do with the presidential election. That was the Georgia election.
Oh, so that's different.
That one they caught him immediately because you can't really get away with election fraud.
380,000 ballot images from the machine were not available, so they lost the images. That's weird.
Okay.
Don't you think that's weird? They didn't have them backed up.
But are they saying that the votes are bad because of that?
They don't know why they're not 380,761 ballot images from Election Day.
But did they have the records?
And then the person said...
Shut up. Do they have the records of who voted? They just don't have the images of the actual ballots?
So that's fine then, right?
Can't you just get the name of the people and do a cross-check and go, hey, who did
Call them up?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's an
audit. Yeah, you could audit it in some way. You could go, hey, we just wanted to make sure our voter rolls are correct and make sure you voted for the right person.
Oh, okay, they asked that. Fulton County, they said Fulton County used improper procedures during the recount of the presidential contest in 2020, and then they said they refused to approve further investigation.
So this is about the presidential election? It's not that Georgia election where like a black lady stuffed the ballot box?
I don't know. You could be right, but they said out loud the recount of the presidential contest in 2020. Maybe they mean some other thing that makes you right.
Look, all I know is that there was one election where somebody was stuffing ballot boxes, and everyone goes, "Oh, there you go."
That's interesting because that has nothing to do with this. So
okay,
did that go your way?
So they lost ballot images. It's 4 years.
380,000.
So it's 4 years later. And
4 years is a eternity in digital files times.
So why?
I mean, that's...
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do about it?
Well, hang them all, obviously.
Hang them all. Do you want to?
Yeah, all government employees. What are you talking about?
We should undo the presidential election. There's no other possible way.
You don't think there's any way of tightening up security on this?
We could tighten up security.
Just be sarcastic.
But
That's the solution.
Can't we just verify in any other way who voted for who?
What are you talking about? That's what the election is.
Okay.
So you want to send them out one by one and compare it to what? The images that don't exist?
I'm just saying, it's like...
You think these dumb motherfuckers in Georgia remember who they voted for 4 years ago? They're wearing fucking cardboard shoes, bro.
I'm pretty sure they would remember who they voted for. All right?
Oh, yeah, they're all Biden. You're right.
All right.
Okay, so...
You're right. The election was
maybe
stolen.
that'll...
I'm wrong. You're right.
Well, you know,
I'm learning
wrong,
the easiest path of
schmuck.
resistance on the show is none. And we're gonna do it again, and there's no stopping us. I don't know why you Republicans are letting us get away with this.
Well, because of Israel, you know.
Nothing's
We're
changed.
Just so wrapped up in Israel.
All you guys do love Israel.
Jesus is going to come out. What does the election matter if
Jesus
you wipe
back.
out Gaza?
Yeah.
Jesus pops out.
He's going to kill all the gays and the adulterers and the abortionists anyway. So
Zane
need to pass
Barker.
laws about it.
Oh, Doug TenNaples fighting with you, isn't he?
Speaking
of
bit,
abortions,
a little bit. So I thanked. So we both went on Trashcast.
Oh yeah,
which was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that was a great show. That's of course Ethan Van Sciver's comic.
You know what
show.
sucks though? Every time EVS asked me to come on his show, I'm coincidentally like a little bit too drunk.
Oh really?
Every time I get,
I think you nailed it.
Oh man, I wish I was. I wish
I was a little bit sober.
I wish I was 2 shots less drunk because I do my show in the morning and I'm like, I'm on cruise control of liquor after my show.
I didn't see anyone mention it in the comments. Nobody said, "Oh,
I'm all pocket, man. I'm the fucking Maxell commercial."
You had a good amount of energy. We had a really fun time. We talked about that Fatal J guy who's got a fun way of talking. Someone said he said he would come on our show and say hi. I like
wear
that
a white
guy.
suit.
If we can get him if we can get him a white suit, I will pay for it.
So money bags over
money
here.
bags. Well, we went on Ethan's show. Ethan's very generous audience helped push Super Killer over $100,000. Very good. And I went on Twitter and I said, well, I really do have to thank Ethan and Trashcast.
Everyone, make your predictions when Vito's Xanax wears off in the middle of the episode.
Xanax. Why am I out of energy, you're saying?
No.
Okay. So I went, okay, thank you very much. It's very, thank you. This is great. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like it's a new chapter in my life, whatever. And Doug TenNapple, who famously is not friends with Ethan anymore.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah. Well, there was this thing where when Comicsgate first...
I don't need to know. Come on.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
Give me a real shortest version. I'll ask for more.
Okay.
Make me ask for... This has never happened to me in my life. No one has ever told a story and waited for me to ask for more.
Okay.
Never. I want to experience it for the first time.
You want me to ask you right now?
Just make me say... And then what happened? More. Let me hear more.
The way I understand it is that Ethan was like, hey, we're here selling comic books. Comicsgate is great. And then Doug TenNapple was going, yeah, except for all the F slurs and the whatever else. And he went, well, that's going to be hard to sell comic books if you're like, look, we don't like gay stuff, but being a little aggressive about it, I guess. Yeah. And they had kind of a falling out about that.
Gay stuff.
So I said, thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Trashcast.
Who needs friends when you're going to heaven?
Exactly.
That's my motto.
And Doug TenNapple responded by saying, wow, you made 1/30th of the amount that Eric July made. It must be really hard for you to succeed as an abortion-loving, fag-loving...
wow, you can say it, I guess.
I can say it, it's my word. Liberal, like media has no room for guys like you. And I'm like, well, Doug, I mean, I would say I'm a controversial figure. I'm not exactly mainstream.
Doug, everyone on the planet loves abortion.
Right.
Buddy.
Yeah,
they don't check you at the door of Hollywood and go, how you feel about abortion? Because everyone just assumes.
He's basically saying my success.
Actually, your position on abortion is actually repugnant.
Way worse.
Yeah, it's probably equally
well,
as
off-putting.
Did you see Doug's? It's probably more off-putting as Doug than Doug's. You're like, oh, well, that's not...
Wasn't it RFK Jr.? Is that the guy who's trying to run for president?
With the brain worm.
Yeah, with the brain worm.
Did you see
controlling
him?
Did you see they gave him an interview and he said, "Oh yeah, full-term abortion."
Well, he said put women in charge.
And
they said even if they want
full-term abortion,
and he goes, well, that's what being women in charge means. And they're like, you fucking want to kill babies. Okay.
And I get a bit of a pass.
Nailed him.
I'm not going for full term. I'll settle for half term. Anyway, Doug, look, I know all my success is due to me being a liberal douchebag who, just has all the right ideas and is very popular with them. My opinions are wildly popular on the internet, as we know.
You are kind of like a token liberal, though, in right-wing spaces.
I guess. I don't know. Am I in right-wing spaces? I'm on this show.
Well, I don't
went on
know
Ethan's
anymore.
show. I don't go on
This whole
I don't
Israel
go
thing
anywhere.
has really thrown a monkey wrench into the whole spaces thing. I don't know who's on what side anymore.
I don't either. I thought with the Ukraine thing, you guys were all like, "Oh, we got to stop spending money on war," and it's like, "Hey, there's going to be like a war in Israel," and you're like, "Oh, I can't wait
but it's for Jesus.
Can't wait to
come
fund
back.
that shit." Yeah. Well, if it's a Jesus war, that's a different thing. I'll throw money at that all day long. It's all very confusing.
Okay.
Either way, we like Doug tonight. Well, I'm excited for his abortion. He's making
love
an
Doug. He's
abortion
making
cartoon.
I don't know how that cartoon's going to go. That's a little much. I just don't want to be thinking about abortion as much
All
as
the
you guys
time?
do. Yeah.
I'm not thinking about it all the time. He's thinking about it all the time.
I want to think about like goofy shit.
Yeah.
Like a fart.
Well, that would be funny
farts
too.
going around stinking up the place.
Yeah.
It's like, check it out.
Well, maybe that's the show.
That's a show.
The Adventures of
Fart.
Tootie, the fart gremlin
Fart. Just
who
adventures
lives
of fart.
in a butt.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
It's a little house that he crawls out of.
Yeah. And if it makes a fart sound, a butthole he comes out of. I'm going to check the mail. It's like, why I oughta. And the mailman knows he doesn't have a wife. Like, if I could just punch that.
Where would a
knock that
fart
bitch
live?
out.
In a butt,
In
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, no kinds of gay stuff at all.
No.
Not making fun of it or pro it at all.
No, just farts. Just good old fart humor. Well, guys, we're going to do a very special segment. I think we are.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Talking about our love of voting and elections being stolen. Well, maybe you can help steal the election in a different manner.
Okay,
with
I got it.
Vote It Up.
Have I done this one before?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I know it's a reference, of course.
So Titanic, the movie.
Everyone loves that movie.
Yeah, it's a great
Everyone.
movie.
There's not a single person who dislikes it.
No one broke their brain.
No. There's no way a song like this could break a man. It's so enjoyable. And
Vito is a fat ass. He won't go away himself. His problems are just food. He deserves diabetes.
I do have a food problem this week.
Pay for Vito weigh-ins, and Dick, you can go on and go fuck yourself.
Good idea. Execution fell apart about 55%.
Well, that wasn't a voted up stinger. That was a completely different thing.
Oh,
That was just a song.
what the fuck?
Why'd you put that in a voted up folder?
I don't know.
Just singing about me being fat to the
This feels-
Titanic
this
song.
feels very familiar.
I feel like I've been trolled. Well,
All
do I do
right.
the bit anyway? All right.
Well, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, welcome to Vote It Up, which for some reason
why would you
proceeded.
send me a fucking song about nothing?
I mean, you got to specify what it's for. It's just just play this fun song in the middle of the episode for no reason. Whatever. Well, welcome to Vote It Up, guys, the segment where we revisit past problems and put them in a new light. Well, Dick, from all the way back in episode 18, this is when I brought in the problem of Funko Pops, a problem which seems to have become a recurring bit on this show, as for some reason a tiny plastic black man is now filling up my living room in
Rascal.
greater and greater quantities. A rascal is one word for it. Well, guys, the Funko problem is getting worse now that Funkos are entering the AAA gaming space. This fall, Funko Fusion will be coming to consoles and PCs, a co-op action game that mashes up characters.
Oh, a Funko
from
game?
Yeah. And
That's
you're
gonna be good.
You're gonna see Jurassic World, Back to the Future,
Oh.
The Thing, Shaun of the Dead, Chucky, Battlestar Galactica, Umbrella
wait. Is this-
Academy,
Is this those are
Masters
all...
of the Universe, Scott Pilgrim,
No,
All
this sounds like
jammed.
more Sony, like another like shitty properties that I don't like all shoved together.
What do you think Funko Pops are? That's all they
No,
are.
but there's like Captain America and like and Sergeant Slaughter and stuff.
Yeah, well, this is gonna
sounds
be-
like just a bunch. This sounds like Ready Player One.
This
like they're in the
well,
Shining video game.
It's anything that NBC Universal owns.
Oh, fuck
so
off.
The NBC
Frankenstein's
Universal-
gonna be there.
No, that's WB. Well, actually, Frankenstein is technically, what do you call it? Public domain. But if you put bolts in his neck, WB owns it. Because they came up with that. And Bride of
How do
Frankenstein.
they fuck
own.
this up? Funko Pop's got to be anything or nothing. That's their motto.
Well, this is going to be, again, because they don't have the right. They can't use Star Wars, so they have to use Battlestar Galactica. Okay. You got Jurassic World. Shaun of the Dead. I mean, it's like a weird
Sucks.
mashup. Yeah, they don't own.
This sucks.
Well, now
This is
you'll
not
be able.
Funko Pop that I'm used to.
No, I watched the trailer, and you know how your character will spawn. They spawn in their stupid little cardboard box, and then the box pops
cool.
away.
That's cool, but characters are gonna suck.
I mean, isn't the whole point that the toys are based on IP? But now, if you're making IP from the toys, it's this interfeeding loop of insanity that is just.
It's just toys, man.
Just make
just gotta
just make a
relax.
Jurassic Park game then.
No, I want to play with the toys.
No,
Doug TenNapel made the Jurassic Park game, actually, and it was a fucking awesome game.
the one on Genesis or the NES one?
Yeah, the one on Genesis.
The side-scrolling one. There was one that
Yeah.
was like a RPG on the NES, and I never played
Dog
it.
shit. Doug's
I wanted
game was
to.
fucking
All right, Doug's
dope.
game was
Everything
good.
that guy touches is like gold.
Well, he's got a lot of he's got a lot of ideas. Bigfoot Bill was one of his comic recently, and now he's got his channel where he rants every day about how the election was stolen. And that's
I don't know about
taken
that
off.
stuff. I only know about video
Well,
games.
that's all he does now. I don't know if you've noticed that. He's basically said in interviews.
You got to make a video game for Daily Wire. Come back, Christ. You got to fight your way through hell. You're in limbo.
No,
after
he's at
you've
that
been
other
executed.
place.
You're the
Make it-
harrowing of hell.
That would be cool. No, he's at the place where he's making the fetus cartoon. What's it called? Noom or some Bloom. Jesus Talk TV. Either way, guys, Funko Pops right now is 128 with 409 upvotes. I'm going to urge you to vote in up.
Okay.
And here's one that's really hitting close to home, and we might talk about this for a while. This is from episode 55, one I brought in, which I think at the time people said, well, that's not a good problem. But as more and more YouTube influencers have entered this space, the problem of celebrity bans seems to be getting worse and worse. We've talked about, of course, Tim Pool's music.
The worst
Has
music
been,
ever.
Not great, but now...
They play that in Israel. They play Tim Pool's music all day long.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
To scare the Gazans?
No, because they like it.
Oh, they like it in Israel. The Jews
dance
are
their
dancing.
nuts off.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's got to do something about that beanie, man. You saw those pictures, right?
Where he's in the sweltering Mar-a-Lago heat in Florida,
Yeah.
standing there with a suit with no tie,
Right. A dress shirt that you can see through.
a tan suit, and a fucking beanie that is swelter, that it must be causing him to swelter and perspire
Well, we're not talking about Tim Pool,
like a Mississippi
thankfully.
slave.
Yeah, he looks real. Just get the hair transplant.
What a fucking
Tim.
clown.
It's so weird. And I said the only way you can make this
It's like
work.
Linus's blanket.
The only way you can make this work is if you understood that the beanie is comical and you started investing in like hilarious themed beanies. Like if you had a beanie with like sun shit all over it or whatever, and you go, oh, it's my tropical beanie, you know? But no, it's just
Do you think that like
he's wearing a winter cap in the sweltering summer heat.
he's so popular because everything that makes him so pathetic and like derisible is identifiable by his audience? Like, are people that sad and lacking in like any kind of social graces or like self-awareness that they're drawn to him for that reason? Is that what?
I can't possibly.
Why is he so?
I can't explain the popularity of Tim Pool. I don't. I think what
Because I hate people
Yeah.
and I hate him. There must be something to
well,
that.
how long has Tim Pool been doing stuff on YouTube? Like a while, right?
Too long.
Too long. There's I always talk about the idea of not the best, but the first. And Tim was probably one of the
yeah.
first guys who just said, if every day I just go live and talk about stupid politics shit,
People are gonna watch.
yeah, because there's nobody else doing it right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And once you settle in with a broadcaster and you're familiar with them, they could be total dog shit. And a new guy shows up who's a million times better, and you're like, yeah, but I don't know. I've been listening to Tim for like 10. Like Howard Stern's completely. The whole show has changed. If you listen to Howard Stern now, it's a completely different show from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But there's still guys who just go, yeah, but Howard's my guy, so I'm going to listen to him give the worst possible interview of Joe Biden I've ever heard.
He surrounds himself with these stupid, like, not quite OnlyFans, but like old men are watching this only to jack off to these girls that you're hiring here.
Yeah,
like
Tim Pool or Howard Stern?
Tim Pool.
It's a little both. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I heard Tim Pool deleted an episode because there's some sort of hubbub. Regardless, not only is Tim Pool's music terrible, maybe this will catch us off guard, however. Backwards is back!
Oh, yeah.
Which, Backwards is back.
Eric July wrote a song about me.
Eric July wrote a song about you, and then for some reason is claiming it's not about you. Even though it's obviously about you.
I started getting lit up. I'm like, uh-oh, something happened.
Dude, the second I was, somehow, for some reason he dropped it at midnight, and then I look, and someone's like, hey, did you see Eric July dropped a song? Yeah. I immediately went and I checked the lyrics. Do you want to read the lyrics first?
Yeah, read the lyrics.
Okay, go to youtube.com, and Backwards is spelled WORDZ. So, like, words that you would speak, but then with a Z at the end.
Blackly. Got it.
Yes.
Oh, that didn't work.
They've released their new single.
Wait, that didn't work. Backwards?
Just search for it. Stop putting / What are you
You're the one
doing?
that was fucking telling me to use...
I didn't say just type youtube.com. Just search
Backwards.
Yeah, there. It's right there. Real quick, they have released a new single.
Fat, is this as in blackface?
This is Eric July's beloved metal band Backwards, which has released a new single titled White Pilled, also being called, in parentheses, the Rippaverse Anthem. So this is an anthem for his comic company for some reason, which I don't understand.
How come you don't have an anthem for your comic?
Actually, somebody did approach me about hit more, and you'll be able to see the lyrics.
So then I go on Twitter and say, oh, Eric July wrote a song about me. Everyone's like, no.
Yeah, they're really.
Then Eric July comes out and says, "This song has been in existence.
I've been
2 years
postulating this song in the back of my proverbial gray matter and just gesticulating upon this.
Sorry, narcissist, but this song ain't about you." And it's like, but it's all about like haters and honest criticism.
Okay, we're going to read one line from this, and it's going to make it very clear it's about you. I will say, not one, not two, but 3 members of Backwards work for the Rippaverse, which is, this is how this was promoted to me in an email sent by the Rippaverse.
How much does this shit cost?
And this epic video was launched across all their social media platforms.
Yeah, cool.
Now, the reason, again, I said, oh, well, when it said this is a Rippaverse anthem, I assumed, I'm like, oh, so it's going to be a song like, and Isome's fighting all the time, and Yivers is out there stopping crime. I'm like, that would make sense for a Rippaverse anthem. This is, I guess, about the spirit and
But it didn't exist, but it existed 2 years ago, he's saying.
It's confusing. I guess he started writing it knowing he would have a successful comic book company or something.
About winning? Yeah. That's focused on winning?
It's about winning.
All right. Did Stan Lee ever do this?
Stan Lee, for some reason, did not do this.
Oh, okay.
Now, there was one line that I'm trying to find.
It's right there. Go up a little bit.
Up a little bit? Where is it?
You're almost there. Right there.
Okay. I'll have to hear him sing this because these lyrics don't seem to rhyme. You're not even my enemy, yet you try to sow doubt. As your morale depletes, you're weak.
Okay.
Present it like it's an honest critique.
Okay.
But how can you call it that when you won't even stand on your feet?
Okay.
So now I hear the words honest critique and I go, well, that would seem to be a barb directed at the man who famously critiqued Eric July and created a avalanche of drama.
People being honest.
By saying, well, this comic's not very good. Eric is saying, no, I wrote this 2 years ago. Which, as we discussed earlier...
So you had a huge chip on your shoulder about honest critiques 2 years ago also?
Yeah, that's actually worse if that's true.
Way worse.
Because that means that you previously experienced someone saying, well, I'm just giving you an honest critique, Eric. And you got
and you wrote a song
mad,
about it.
You wrote a song about it 2 years ago.
And a screamo rock rap fucking anthem about how you don't listen to criticism. You already wrote that song.
He wrote a song about
Everyone's saying I have a small dick, but don't worry. I already had a song written about how it's cool to have a small dick.
It's cute.
Okay, that's
ready
cool.
to go. Now, Eric has said he will not strike anyone who plays this song. We'll see if
he probably won't. He doesn't.
he probably won't. So let's see. Eric July.
Oh man, look at the fucking cubes are flying around. It's a warehouse in disarray.
Well,
A fucking tornado has hit the warehouse.
let's
Hit
listen
it.
to a bit of this.
Man, Timcast and Backwards. When? Tour.
I'm glad those lyrics are in the description because
He looks so fucking fat. Look at him.
ooh, I like the singer.
Oh my god.
You're the riververse now.
This is the kind of music that I would hear in the day and instantly have a very strong opinion about the person playing it.
Yara.
It's like an Ed Hardy
Being a cool bitch now.
Yeah.
Well, there you
All
go.
right,
That's the backwards.
Stop using the mouse.
Well, I
Just
did
stop.
I'm stopping. So there you go. That is backwards white pilled the Ripperverse anthem, all about how the haters.
All right, are
can
we done with
suck
the voted up?
We're almost done with voted up.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
I mean, look, it's already 50 minutes. You're on fucking slow-mo today. Is it the $100,000? Is it the $100,000? You're like ambling your way through this.
This is a
I
good
guarantee you.
segment.
I
What do you- why
guarantee
do
you
you-
views are dropping.
No.
I guarantee.
Oh my God. Anyway, guys, currently Celebrity Bands is number 441 with 126 upvotes. I'm going to urge you to go vote it up. And I did want to point something out real quick.
Okay.
Can you go to my Twitter real quick? Okay. Mr. This segment's too long.
It is so
whatever
long.
else. Okay. I just wanted to point out that there is very exciting behind-the-scenes footage of the filming of this music video, which I retweeted if we scroll down. Let's see if we can find that.
There's a bunch of
I'll
you
find
posting
it.
shakes and desserts.
Well, that's for my segment later that will come up. Now, I'm going to suggest
Okay,
that
wait, let me pull
someone
that up.
could download this video.
Put a bunch of cocks around. Put a bunch of guys jacking off all around him.
I'm not going to say that
Coming all over it.
this green screen footage of Eric spinning around in a circle is potentially exploitable, but I did see this and think this is maybe something that he did not want the guy who made this
Oh,
to.
you think that song about me being hypersensitive to criticism is about you? That says a lot about you. No, it doesn't, dude. It says that you're so fucking mentally warped and thin-skinned that anything would have set you off. And that it's got nothing to do with me. Just the first person to criticize you would have totally fucked up your life. That's what it says. And you wrote a fucking ode to it.
He wrote
to
it-
your
yes.
hypersensitivity.
The best way to accept criticism is
Oh,
to write
God.
a song about how honest
He's like the
criticism
Morrissey
is
of black
bullshit.
people. Oh, here's my emotions. I can't take criticism, but I'm gonna win anyway. I wrote this. I'm releasing this song for my mom on Mother's Day because I didn't have a dad.
Okay.
It's all about how I have no. It's all about how I can't. I have no mental fortitude. All right. It's got nothing to do with you guys making fun of me. It's all about me and how I can't take anyone making fun of me.
I would make the argument that if I had written a song that included the lyrics honest critique and I was currently being assailed, I would change the lyrics. I would go, you know what? That's going to look like I'm being a petty bitch responding to an internet comedy podcast again. So why don't I just change that to anything else?
Has he been using that phrase forever?
I don't know. It's really weird.
When he was doing his gay dance-offs, it was like, well, that ain't an honest critique. This is an honest critique.
All
Did
I
he learn
know
that from
is,
his grandma? Did that phrase come down from Grandpappy Isom?
It's
what
very,
the fuck
it's
is that?
very fucking weird.
Bro, it looks like you wrote a song about all the people making fun of you. No. You're wrong. What it is.
I'm just so glad we have this footage of Eric spinning on a green screen background. I can
Look,
only
he's jacking him off. Yeah, give me your cum. Give me your cum, Comptelman. Give me your...
I get the feeling.
What is this? Like a will it smash? Like a
I
hydraulic
don't
press
know,
thing? Why is
but-
he in a pyramid of bismuth?
Hey, I'll say this.
What is this saying?
Where was-
What is this fucking saying?
This is
God! This
This is better CG imagery than in that Yaira trailer. You should have got this guy to fucking build out
a man.
3D. Yeah, a man.
Yeah, you should have got a man.
Well, the guy who made it actually followed this guy because he made like a bunch of Star Wars fan films and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this guy's actually pretty good at what he does. So, yeah, he's got him spinning in a fucking. I mean, this is whatever. These
guys, these YouTubers are so fucking bad at everything.
Yeah.
All the art they make is total dog shit. Everything they make, everything they write is garbage.
I'm really.
Oh man, that's dope. So I'm spinning around in between two cubes. Yeah, Eric, we really pulled out all the stops in Adobe After Effects, bro. This is one of the finest projects I've ever worked on. An idiot spinning around, a fat idiot spinning around in a cube. Good job, bro.
I go, so he's not really writing any comic books at this point, right? He's like,
never was.
No, like, but at this point, it's like, it's not even like
Eric's job was show up, 2, be black.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
3, profit.
He's definitely not writing comics. He's making music. If I was a fan of the Rippaverse, I'd be like, bitch, when are you making fucking music videos?
No. They don't want the comics.
They don't want the comics. They want I guess they want this.
I don't know the message, man.
But do they like this music? That's the problem.
Nobody likes this music.
Yeah, well, that's
It's
what
shit.
I'm saying. Like, it's like his audience is going to go, well, I don't really listen to this kind of music, but it sounds good for what it is. I'm like, you're not going to sell a bunch of albums. You got to go where the audience is. The audience is, it's a bunch of nerdy, weird, conservative guys buying comics. I don't know what they're listening to. Country? Just go a country album.
Just resist the urge to, put out a fucking music video of your screamo.
Just quietly release it and erase the lyrics that are a clear reference to people on the internet who made fun of you over a year
He
ago.
likes
at
it,
this
though.
point,
He
I
likes
think.
lying like a little boy.
It is weird how he
likes getting
lies
caught. He
like,
likes lying.
directly. All right, well, let's
Little
vote it up.
narcissist.
And we're going to play our famous sound effect that signals the transition between...
No, we play the voted up after every
This isn't a voted up theme,
Well, I already
though.
played it. I'm already in for a penny.
All right.
It's a good song still. I'll stop it when it's no longer good.
It's also going to get the stream kicked because it's the fucking copyrighted Titanic theme.
Eric's already going to copyright strike it. Who fucking cares?
I guarantee we already have a Titanic strike on this video.
You guys think that song about me not taking criticism my whole life is about you? Think again. I've never taken criticism. I always cry like a bitch.
Well, he really got us. I don't know what... somebody else go read the lyrics. Try to explain to me what that song's about. I don't get it. But it is the Rippaverse anthem. Dick, what is our first?
Well, now I'm going to bring that. I don't want to talk about this shit anymore, honestly.
Well, what? Don't you have 2 problems?
Yeah, I'll do that. I got to figure one out on the fly now.
Oh, you want me to do one?
Yeah, you do one.
Okay, I'll do one. My problem, Dick, is drinks with shit in them.
Okay.
The other day, I went, well, I've been doing pretty good. I deserve a treat, of course, which is the famous fat person saying.
You never deserve a treat.
I never deserve a treat. But I did so good with my comic. Don't I deserve a treat as a
No.
reward? The money's the reward, you idiot. No, look.
No, you don't need rewards.
I know, I don't need rewards. It wasn't that I needed a reward. It was that I...
wanted to eat.
No, I wanted to drink a delicious
Drink
beverage.
calories, I forgot.
I wanted...
Okay.
Shut up, okay? And I went for a walk. I walked to the tea and boba
To
shop.
the phone.
Near my house. Shut the fuck up. No, I walked to a little cafe, and I went in.
After the paramedics brought you back to life, then what happened?
Well, I was looking on the menu, and I said, you know what? They got this milk tea. Looks good. Could be tasty.
Yeah.
Okay. And I said, why don't you give me one of those milk teas, one of these sugary, milky tea deliciousness things, right? Okay. And I wait for it, and they give it to me, and I go, oh shit, it's got boba in it, doesn't it?
You went to the boba store, and you're shocked that you got boba.
Well,
in it?
I forgot. They didn't ask me. A lot of the times they'll ask, like, do you want boba? Here they assume you must want these little...
You just want to drink the syrup then.
Yeah, I just want the syrup.
You don't want any kind of impediments blocking you.
Well, exactly.
You might accidentally choke on a loaf of carbs while you're ingesting.
I don't think that beverages
glucose.
should be mixed with solids. The whole point of a beverage...
What about ice?
A delicious liquid. You don't eat... The ice is in big cubes. Okay, you
It's
know,
in many different sizes
well,
and
the
shapes.
people who get the tiny, like the slush, I don't agree with that either. But that's kind
so
of
an icy.
okay.
You're anti-icy.
Icy is like still got a fluid consistency to it. I don't feel myself
Okay.
having to chew on anything that comes through the straw.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're like, oh man, this milk tea is delicious, and then a boba shoots up the fucking thing. And you're like, oh.
It is
What-
disconcerting when that happens. You're right about that.
Yeah, it's like a little snot ball just shot in your mouth. And
Don't
you're
say
trying to
snot ball.
It's like a snot ball. It's the consistency of a snot ball. It's like you
Yeah.
coughed up a loogie in your own mouth, and now you're gonna swallow it back down. Okay, Who decided like, hey, tea's pretty good, but what if I was chewing on little slimy balls of sugar while I was drinking it? That makes no sense.
I don't know. It's a fun little,
Why is
treat.
it fun? How is it fun? It was like the first time somebody did that, it's like, that was an experiment. Let's never do that again. But
Yeah.
somehow it is caught on where now people think we should just put a bunch of shit in beverages.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
Well, because normal people wouldn't just like take pizza and put it in a blender and then drink it.
Right.
Normal people need to have some sort of abstraction that's distracting them from just consuming raw calories, which you don't have. You
No,
just want to
I-
suck down the sucre of,
But the
capitalism.
boba adds calories. That's adding more
Yes, but
calories
it's making
to-
it a thing. It's like you can't have a cocktail without 3 ingredients. You need at least 3 ingredients. Otherwise, you're just drinking
Okay, but
liquor.
a cocktail, like you get a martini, they don't just like they don't chop the fucking olive up and put it in, so you're supping up little bits of olive in every fucking thing.
They might in another drink, They
That
don't.
would suck. I don't want that at all. If it's gonna be, look, there's a very limited amount of beverages and liquids and solids
Yeah.
should be kept separate. You eat the food, you drink the beverage. You don't eat the beverage. That's retarded. Okay,
You're so picky.
I am
about
picky.
foods.
I think everybody agrees with me on that. I don't know anybody who likes the boba.
They're fun,
Okay?
They prevent you from drinking the milk tea as fast as humanly possible.
It
which is
doesn't
good.
slow you down at
It's
all.
supposed to.
Well, it definitely is not supposed to, because that's not what happens. Not only is boba added calories, but the tapioca pearls are made of starchy carbs. Once cooked, a 1/4 cup serving of boba pearls can contain 160 calories. You're adding 160 calories.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe it? And it doesn't stop at boba. Look, I've
Yeah.
always been critical of these Instagrammable milkshakes. Have you seen these things? What?
I
the-
hate these.
This is retarded. This is the
Well, this is what
stupidest
they
thing.
did to
food.
Bloody Marys too.
Oh yeah, Bloody
like
Marys
you
have
go
gone
somewhere
crazy.
and instead of making a good Bloody Mary, they're giving you a Bloody Mary that has like the
onion rings
the
coming out the top and
brontosaurus
shit.
thing from the Flintstones that tips
Yeah.
the whole bar over when you sit there. It's like, all right, can you just just
The-
give me the ingredients and I'll
Right.
make my own, since you've replaced making a good one with just making making it with a shovel.
Well,
yeah, 10 hamburgers, onion rings. Like, what?
Just
who
put that on a
wants
plate
this?
next to it.
Yeah.
I mean, what? But the whole point.
Oh God, I love
You gotta,
it.
'cause you gotta
Oh,
take a picture
yeah.
of it. It's for
I'm
Instagram.
so stupid. I can't even figure out a straw.
These have
know.
always driven me nuts, because the idea that, how do you get to the fucking milkshake? You got to pull all this shit off of it, and why you're gonna eat a whole lollipop?
I
to go
can
along with
hear
your
like
milkshake.
Muslim music in the back of my head, staring at this stuff. Like, oh,
This is why we got to stop the Americans. Yeah.
Yeah.
9/11 was caused by shit like this. They saw this and they said, this glorified
At
Western
least one person
excess.
who was in the Twin Towers when they got hit
Yeah.
was talking about fancy milkshakes. 100% chance
bet they were.
that they were in the middle of a they were telling somebody about a
There's this
milkshake
new
they
place.
had, and the towers hit, and somebody went, "Oh, thank Christ!"
You ever drinking a milkshake and you went, I wish I had 2 giant pretzel sticks?
Yeah, but not in the milkshake.
Like, what? Who came up with this? Here, I had a little more. These are hilarious. Like,
Oh man!
look at how many, all these like little fucking cookies. And again, just milkshakes are good. A great milkshake is great. Are you a
Yeah.
milkshake guy? Occasionally?
No.
You don't drink any milkshakes? Not even with
mean,
a little liquor in them or something?
No, I really don't like that.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's condescending. Like, don't think you're placating. Don't think you're appeasing me. I will order it. I'm going to get
Yeah.
the shake with the liquor in it, but don't think that you're giving me an alcoholic
Well, you got that
beverage.
bottle of Kahlua up there, and I think I'm the only one who drinks out of it.
Yeah, I
make
don't.
a
That
coffee.
shit is for women.
No, Kahlua.
No, I have it for women. I don't
Fair
have it for me.
enough. Again, the idea of these, just it's a beverage. And if you want food, the food can go next to it. Yeah, you don't got to put it in the drink. Or I get these teas with I got it's like this great fruit tea that I got, but then there's little bits of fucking pineapple and whatever, and it's all crunchy. And look, I don't want it. Dick, I also have real
orange juice with pulp.
No. See, that's a good example.
Best one. That's the best.
You like the pulp?
Yeah, it's fun. It feels like you're eating an orange.
No, once we developed the ability to get the pulp out of there, that was like the pinnacle of human civilization. Was we could still have juice without stuff in it. That was when we evolved as a life form. Okay. Okay, you ever drinking milk and you get something in it, and then you go, oh, this is now cheese, and I'm not going to drink it any longer because it's disgusting
hardly drink
and
milk,
bad.
man. I don't know.
Well, I'm a milk boy. I like my milk. I was also going to say, some people don't even realize with this boba that there are dangers involved. Okay. A teen in China of 14 years old was hospitalized after hundreds of tapioca balls were found lining her intestines.
Wait, what?
For 5 days, she was unable to have a bowel movement due to drinking so much boba tea that the starchy spheres accumulated. We have a X-ray here. We can see the inside of a Chinese girl. This is all boba.
Ooh, how old is she?
She's 14, Dick.
We're looking right at her vagina on this X-ray.
Well, that's
what are you talking about? You can see her.
That's her
naked
bowel.
body.
That's not her fucking.
How is this not child porn? Noah's gonna have a field day with this.
Okay, well,
you're putting literal naked
blame the
girls,
sun. Blame the sun.
Body.
The sun did this.
I don't even want to look.
They had to.
They
had to give this poor girl industrial strength laxative so she could pass all these tapioca balls that were littered
doctors
inside her body.
Oh yeah, you done it? Have you done it yet? How's that laxative feeling? Oh yeah, let me know. Hit the button. Let me give you my page.
It was China, not Japan. Thankfully, Japan they would have had a real good time.
Oh.
Real quick, interesting facts on the sugar and calorie content of bubble tea. Because you see they have all these toppings. You ever go through, they go, you want this shit on there? All the jellies.
Man, I've never done it. I just send her in.
Well, if you were wondering which toppings you should go for, the aloe vera, only 31 calories.
You're pretending like you're what?
I'm helping people.
Everybody already knows this shit.
They don't know because they have all the different jellies. The jellies are okay. The rainbow jelly.
It's drinking the tea that's bad. It's not
the rainbow jelly, 71 calories. The pudding jelly is going to hit you at 89 calories. Oreo, 116. And then you go to the tapioca pearls, boom. You're bumping up to 156. That's double.
That's like
the
a trick.
Rainbow jelly.
That shit is a trick that they tell people like you, so you feel like you have control over how many calories you're getting.
Don't get any of it. Don't get any of it. But if you're going to get anything, you should get the rainbow jelly, not the tapioca pearls. You save yourself 70 calories. And if you're a fan of the foam, a lot of people are doing the foam. I don't like it. Cheese foam and milk foam.
Oh, yeah, I like the cheese ones.
Cheese foam is big. You don't go to the boba shops. You don't know. The cheese foam is at 180 and the classic milk foam at 203. Guys, avoid the foam.
Okay.
Some tips to make your bubble tea guilt-free. Select a lower calorie topping or go topping free.
Is this from Good Housekeeping?
It is, actually. Have a plain tea with 0 calories. Yeah, obviously. What kind of advice is that? Have regular tea without shit in it? Thanks. And
that's good advice.
I mean,
you should do
but
that.
That's obvious advice. Like, you should know that.
I don't know about that.
What should I have? Cheese foam, chocolate, pretzel surprise,
shouldn't have any of that
or should
shit.
I have tap water? Well, probably the tap water. But don't forget, guys, at the boba shop, you can always ask for less sugar. Why not ask for 30% the amount of sugar as opposed to the full 100%?
Yeah.
Save yourself some calories.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe I will do my problem after all.
Good.
Blacklists?
Blacklists?
You know any blacklists? You know of any blacklists?
Yeah.
There was the famous one.
BET Awards.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Blacklists, the communists.
The communist blacklists were big.
That backfired, too, because now we're all
communists.
Now we all feel sorry for them. That's what that achieved. Trying to ban all the communists just gave them like something to cry about.
Excommunication from the Catholic Church, one of the most classic blacklists in history.
What's that?
That was when they said you're not allowed to be a Catholic anymore. You know
who?
If you fucked around, if you said like, what was it, like Francis Bacon, who's like, we got to reform the church, and then the Pope would say you're excommunicated.
You are out of here.
It was the original. It was the original The Apprentice. How has nobody done Catholic Apprentice like 1600s? That's an idea.
God damn it! I forgot it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah, excommunicated with a Trump Pope. No, that's good shit.
That's terrible.
That's not terrible.
It's like SNL level.
That would be like if you're like making one of those historical, history channels. It was kind of like this. Well, I think that we should reform the.
And
you're fired.
Yeah, the comedy blacklist. We all know about those.
Comedy blacklist.
And apparently, the Blaze.
Doug Apple's on that blacklist. Why he's so mad at me that I'm not on the comic blacklist the way he is.
Is he on the blacklist, you think?
He's not allowed to make Earthworm. Earthworm Jim has distanced itself from Doug Apple.
What Earthworm Jim? What? I mean,
they're making an animated show. I think it's going to be on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, but it's weird because he owns the rights to make the comic books, like 100%, and they own everything else.
I mean, is it going to be as good as X-Men?
I don't know. I was watching that X-Men. It's not bad.
I don't think people are watching it, though.
Some people are watching it. It's a cartoon. Who's watching fucking cartoons, man?
Losers.
Invincible is doing good in the ratings.
Yeah.
All right, so Comedy Blacklist.
Yeah, Comedy Blacklist.
Which we're on because we helped Dave Chappelle, and he has never thanked us. I saw him smiling at the Netflix's Joke Awards, like sitting on a chair, and I'm like,
how about you throw us a little bone?
Throw us a bone here, yeah.
I kind of think, and then part of me thinks, like, he probably actually hates us.
Yeah, he probably thinks those guys fucked it up for me.
Yeah, fuck those guys. They were taking attention from me. The trans shit could have lasted me for years, but those fat idiot, those white guys had to fuck it up.
It would have been good if he got canceled. He could have spun it. He was probably trying to get out of his Netflix contract, and we fucked it up for him. He probably had like an escape clause, like if they fire him, he gets all the money anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's also, I don't know if you were aware of this, there's a blacklist at The Blaze.
The Blaze.
They have a blacklist.
What is The Blaze?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
It's just like some kind of a Glenn Beck's TV station where they pretend to be outraged at stuff. Where they like just spend hours every day not saying the N-word even though they really want to. That's all conservative programming. Like, hey, everybody, welcome to the show where we really want to say the N-word, but we can't, so... we're just gonna talk around it. We're all gonna we get you right to the edge where you want to come.
Why are all these Americans
we don't say the N-word?
Shoplifting? I can't believe it. All these normal Americans.
You can tell.
The Blaze is an interesting beast. One of the reasons it's interesting is that they have Alex Stein on there.
So,
who's a friend.
The only thing
yours. Dick Masterson on the show?
Oh yeah. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I'm an older friend with Alex Stein than most people. I've known Alex Stein for 10 years. People don't know this. We met each other doing a stand-up in Los Angeles.
And Alex Stein is not Jewish. I want to say that.
He's not Jewish, interestingly.
You think because of his last name.
No, he thinks they did 9/11.
Glenn Beck would never treat a Jewish person like he's treating Alex Stein.
Oh, he would. Yeah, well, this is all.
I've been blacklisted from The Blaze, according to...
According to The Blaze. According to Alex Stein himself.
Alex Stein told us in a coded
Let's hear
message.
it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, here.
So, will you ever have Dick Masterson on the show? This is how I was first introduced for you. Kisses for Jimmy Hart pride flag. Oh, that took a turn.
That is so nice, Tanner. We should get on Dick. Dick's really funny, but the problem is with Dick...
We should get on Dick.
Well, okay, fourth grader. Oh, you would love Dick. You went to Princeton, where all the pedos go. So yeah, you would. That would stick out to you, Dick.
Dick Masterson went to Princeton University.
No, I'm saying everybody at your school is sharing child porn, dude. That's why. So that's why you
child corn.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. My point is, Dick Masterson is fighting with Eric, so we can't have him. I don't want to stir that up. What about internet drama? Are you involved in any internet drama?
Wow, he really moved on from that topic quickly. He did not want to dig into the idea that you're not allowed on The Blaze.
Yeah.
Because you famously
where am I allowed?
Criticized African-American contributor Eric July. Can we put in perspective what did you
what am I not banned from anymore?
What did we do? What did you do to Eric July really?
Butt fucked him in front of the whole universe, I guess.
Metaphorically, I guess, but like
Glenn Beck was putting in a good word with God for Eric, and then a fight started, and he's like, God's like, hey, that guy you said was cool is looking like an asshole.
They make it sound like you showed up to his house and like tried to kill his family. You made fun of his comic book.
Yeah. Poor Alex Stein.
And then we made fun of his comic book a couple more times, and today we made fun of his music, I guess. I'm just saying, I don't feel like we've really gone over some sort of like insane line to the point where like people's lives are at stake that you can't
Glenn
possibly.
Beck was an idol of mine, and now I find out that he's banned me from.
Why was Glenn Beck an idol?
I always just wanted to be a fat, retard-looking, pedophile-looking guy.
Well, now that we're never
who
going on the
believed in
Blaze.
magical underwear. I always wanted to be a self-hating Mormon with a small penis.
Before
who
I was
going to
say this ban is
Jewish.
unjustified, and now I feel like we're justified.
I always wanted to be a fat old chronic masturbator who looks like his hands are pinker than his butt. From
and you admire those
fisting
qualities.
pigs, I guess.
You admire those qualities.
Yeah, I wanted to be Glenn. I always
You
grew
wanted
up
all
thinking,
that.
man, if I get molested, when I was remember being 9 years old, I was
Yeah.
like, man, if I get molested by a fat old retard, it looks like Santa Claus, his dad.
You would hope.
I hope it's Glenn Beck.
I hope it's Glenn
And now you
Beck.
find out he doesn't like me.
I was definitely not going to molest you now because you can't even get on that stage with Alex Stein.
Oh man,
What
what have I done?
What have you
I've
done?
alienated everyone.
Well, I think
Fucking blacklisted myself from all these great institutions like Upright Citizens Improv.
yeah, they're
Scam
killing it. They're
School,
killing it.
And network where they try not to say the N-word and they even have to put a big picture of I almost said an N-word. That would have been very inappropriate. In their front lobby, so everybody knows. So they don't even have to say, "Oh, we're not racist. We got that black guy." They just go, "Look at, like, don't make
I
me
don't even
tap.
get an Eric
Don't make
July-
me tap the
yeah.
Eric July sign again."
Yeah, we
He's
got a
up
black
there.
guy.
We
Even
got
though he's
a
off
black
making
guy.
comic books and fucking music videos. I don't
Yeah,
see
we
him on the
blacklist
Blaze.
people for making fun of
He only
them.
comes in when they need someone to relate their experience of what it's like to be a
What it is.
Palestinian or an Israeli being attacked.
Yeah.
Because Eric experienced that firsthand.
What do
with
I
his
even
comic
have
company.
left? Am I allowed to be on this
What
show?
do I have
Was
left?
I-
Well, you have your own very
be on Carl's
popular
show, I guess.
show, or you're currently on Patreon making something like close to 20K a
Did
month.
God tell
right?
Glenn Beck to do this?
I don't know.
Did he convert to Judaism like he said he wanted to, and then this happened? What happened?
You're saying the Jewish nature of this
I
is
didn't
somehow.
say that.
I just think.
Who's Palestine in this? Am I Palestine? I'm Palestine.
Okay,
Right?
Here's why I'm driven.
my fatties for Palestine?
Here's why I'm driven nuts by all this.
My
right?
kid, my comedy is getting blown up by Glenn Beck's Israeli
You're making
missiles.
jokes, but you shouldn't make jokes. This is like
Oh,
actually.
I think I should.
This is despicable what they're doing. Because what?
Despicable.
What do all these conservative networks and guys, or whatever, like
How
all
much
these
magic underwear do I have
influencers
to wear?
Every week.
I'm gonna build a rocket ship. I'm gonna blow up planet Kolob, where Jesus is hanging out on his Mormon planet. I'm gonna
No,
blow
leave
it
the
up.
Mormons out of this. Look, maybe the Mormons.
I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna fly.
Leave Kolob alone.
I'm gonna fucking fly up there in a flying dreidel.
You saying that
Shoot laser
on behalf
beams.
of the Jews, you're gonna kill the Mormon planet?
On my behalf.
Your understanding of this.
I know
of
exactly
religious,
how religion
doctrine.
works in space. You peons.
Look, here's what I'm gonna say: is that all these shows, it's all about they're fighting, right? With like,
I'm gonna sneak into Glenn Beck's Mormon tabernacle.
Yeah.
And when they put their, they have to reach through a secret box and shake hands. I'm gonna put my dick in there. I'm gonna pretend to be I'm gonna knock out the priest like Indiana Jones.
Leave the
and
Mormons out
Put
of this.
on
The
my
Mormons have-
put on his robes and then stick my dick in the tabernacle thing. They get a handshake
Yeah.
from Jesus. Do you know they get a handshake from Jesus?
I know they're gonna handshake for Jesus, and you're gonna put your penis in there to.
And I'll shape my penis like a hand. I can do that.
Oh, really? You just gotta think about it. Well,
Like
don't do it
plasma.
right now. You're gonna exert yourself. Isn't the point of the Blaze?
I'm gonna edge myself too.
Look at this liberal personality, and we hate them, and they're so stupid, and whatever else. Blah 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 blah. You know, like a lot of that.
Blacklisted from Alex. I helped that guy. I tried to help that guy.
I
He
helped
was-
that guy,
He was
too.
Conspiracy Castle. I said, "Come on my show. We'll do a whole."
I told him to go on your show when he was
And
conspiracy
look
Castle.
look where it gets me.
He was
Vito.
just a weird guy going to public town halls, and then at night he would go home and do Conspiracy Castle,
Yeah.
a podcast that was only about how the 9/11 attacks were fake.
And then some
He did
self-hating
that every week for 5 years, and
Mormon
I would tune
that wants
in.
to be a Jewish, that wants to be a Jew,
Yeah.
comes in and says, "You got to stab. Here's your 30 million pieces of silver, Alex. You got to stab your friends in the back right in their face.
I know he doesn't want to. Here's what I believe.
And Eric July sitting there like that guy in Jabba the Hutt going, right? In an alien way.
In an alien way.
That little
He's making
alien guy.
alien noises. Yeah.
You know.
Jesus Christ.
That's an alien.
Here's what I want to believe about Alex Stein is I want to believe that, look, he's had this job for what, like a year? He's still kind of finding his place within the Blaze Network. He's still proving that the show is economically viable for Glenn Beck to invest in it. And he's obviously got a big staff there. And, getting subscribers.
She snuck this in.
That's very nice of her. What flavor?
I was waiting this whole time.
Oh, really?
Going, where the fuck is my...
She did a little sneaky one. I think that...
So did Glenn Beck steal my beer?
I think that Alex Stein right now is he's in a minefield. I'm
gonna slip Glenn Beck a Mickey. I'm gonna get a job being a bartender.
I think maybe we don't have to say too many things about Glenn Beck because I think there's still an opportunity that maybe Alex Stein, once he's more.
Why are you such an ass kisser? Who gives a fuck about Glenn Beck?
I'm not ass kissing. Look, you're right. I am there with you. Okay.
No, you're not. You're fine. You could be good cop. I'll be bad cop. I don't care.
I just because I don't want to call Alex Stein a bitch, you know, like it sucks.
Oh, I'm not saying he's a bitch.
I know, but I'm saying he's been put in a bitch position by his employers. They're making him out to be a bitch. And I feel bad. Like that video, he was forced at gunpoint to dance along with Eric July and go, there's no beef. We're all friends. And I can't believe my producer tried to set up a debate with EVS because EVS is also clearly banned from the Blaze because of this. I'm hoping that Alex Stein is just going, look, I just got to establish myself.
I'm going to get sauced and fuck him.
As a money maker at this network. And then once that's there, Glenn Beck's going to say, okay, if you really want to bring these guys on, I trust you.
I'm going to dress like a Hasidic Jew at Temple where Glenn
once
Beck's sneaking in and trying to get his bat mitzvah at. I'm going to get a real big hat so he can't see. Hey, why don't you have some of my Manischewitz? And it's going to have a bunch of acid in it and roof and all.
I just know Alex.
And I'm going to fuck him.
I know Alex
so he can't get into his own planet.
Alex is a good guy. Okay. Clearly the evil Glenn Beck. And I think, Eric July is leaning on, if
Eric's not a good guy. He goes fucks with people's time and embarrasses them on the internet. What the fuck are you talking about? He's not a good guy. He's a piece of shit, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing is he went to Ethan's thing. He's gone on your show. He likes all this. I know he loves what's going on. Okay, I know this.
He's blinking it on the video.
I'll just say, man, I'm still,
I'm 1, 3,
I'm friends with his producer. His producers come to me for material for the show. Okay.
Oh, you're a writer for that show?
Not a writer, but he's been
Sounds like you're making it sound like that.
No. But they were doing a segment on a guy, and he goes, "I know you know a lot about this guy. What can you tell me?
What
can you give me some news stories?" When they brought on, I don't know if I should give it away. Well, I guess at this point, it was that. Remember when they brought Dom Lucre on?
Oh, that black liar?
Yeah, that guy who just constantly lies all the time.
Black Lives Matter. That's his organization, isn't
And he was
it?
like, what are some of the stupidest, craziest things he said? And I said, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
I'm straight.
Yeah. So that's one of them as well. Look, Alex is doing a great show, and it's sad that, again, Glenn Beck and Eric July. Why can we not make fun of Eric July? I guess because we're too good at it is the real problem. And Eric July is not good at responding to it. See, it would have been fine if he had just been like, yeah, well, they're, a bunch of busters and whatever else, and he just moved on. But it got so under his skin that he made it into this insane
Maybe Glenn Beck's
thing.
He's too black. He's like, yo, G, he's put on a do-rag. He's like, let's go roll up on those busters. Let's regulate.
Well, let's regulate.
Glenn Beck comes out dancing.
Well, you know what? Honestly,
homosexually.
Yeah.
He probably makes him dance for him. He throws nickels at Eric July. Damn, do that dance again, fat boy. Do that dance. Dance for me like it's your wedding night. Dance, you fat piece of shit. Write me a comic. Just kidding. Dance some more. Pop that butt out, Eric. Pop that butt out for Daddy.
Look, I don't know what
Daddy
relationship
Glenn. That's what
Glenn
he says.
Beck and
Pop
Eric
that
July
butt out
have.
for
I
Beck.
don't know.
Butts for Beck.
That's not my business
I'm flicking
to know.
nickels at him.
No.
Nickels. Bop, 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 bop. Papa's got a brand new bag of nickels.
Yes, sir, Mr. Black.
No, you're making it racist by doing that.
Then I will stop. But I'll say, you know what? In a way, Alex admitting to it live on air, he didn't gloss over it. He didn't say
that's the best thing he could have done.
He didn't say, well, yeah, you know what? We'll look. We'll see if we can get him on. I know he's a busy guy. He said straight up, we cannot have him on because Eric July is a big pussy baby. And I'm glad he said that. That's interesting to know. It's sad for him. I know he wants
Glenn
to be
Beck's the kind of
unrestrained
Santa
in
that
his
makes
comedy as
all
well.
the kids cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I don't like
Bad
this.
touch
This Santa fucking sucks.
Not a good guy.
Just something about him.
Something
Uncomfortable.
about him. Well, hopefully,
Give him one of the crummy planets.
Hopefully, this is a
God
temporary
says,
blacklist.
You get the fucked up planet over there. You get that planet way over there.
It's all very bizarre.
Go be gay somewhere else.
You know what the worst part is? Not knowing what blacklist you're on. I wish they would just tell you, but I guess they can't because then you turn it into material like this. At least this we know you're on the blacklist. I
want to get on all of them.
Well, I know I'm on somewhere. I've had some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't serve like at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. No, when I go to the Chinese buffet, they go, "No, fat boy, you eat too much crab leg."
Yeah.
Blacklists, huh?
My friend Chris the Kiwi is on a hooker blacklist.
Well, he deserves to be on that blacklist. He's treating.
Come on. Don't you support sex workers?
He's treating those women like hookers. Oh wait.
He doesn't hit them.
He doesn't. That's true. In fact, that's much nicer.
They just can't stop texting him back.
They should. Yeah, they should refrain. What does he do? He goes, "You stupid whore" or something, and they're like, "I can't believe you were talking to me like that."
And they go straight to the cops.
They go to the cops. Well,
and he says, "I'm going to kill myself."
It must be working for him because he's still texting him. He must be finding some.
Well, he just got
whores.
out of jail. He was in jail for 3 months.
For what? For
harassing hookers.
Yeah, saying he's going to kill them and stuff.
I don't think so. I don't know. I think just bothering them.
Electronic-based harassment.
Yeah.
You got to go over the line to get a. I don't know. It's Australia though, right? Is he in Australia?
Yeah, I don't know how it works in Australia.
They got weird laws over there.
Sometimes they just lock you up
Weird laws
because you pissed them off too much.
All right. Well, Dick, do you have a horrifying sound effect, or is that whole thing
Oh,
broken?
man. Oh, shit.
There we go. Fuck. If people want to send in maybe a different sound effect we could use.
No, that's
for,
never changing.
Okay. Dick, my problem is, I guess it's conservative comedy, man.
Okay.
But here's the thing is that I'm not even like one of these guys who goes, oh, man, like, there's no such thing as a funny conservative or whatever else. You know, there's a lot of guys on the internet who go like, well, the reason conservatives aren't funny is because they only punch down and they never, and it's none of that.
Yeah.
It's none of that. It's...
What's the implication of they only punch down?
You know, the implication of they only punch down is
right?
that, yeah, they're like, you know, they're going to make fun of the marginalized and the gays and the blacks.
Yeah.
And the Jews, who, you know, of course, are on the lowest rung of society, so you can't make jokes about them.
Punching down.
Do you want to? Can we play a clip from this or something, or look at it or something?
I don't know. What is it? That stupid show?
Yeah,
I
Daily
don't even
Wire
know how to do that.
is debuting a new show called Mr. Burcham, which I find myself very intrigued by.
Man, these guys got to get a payday, you know? Whoops.
There we go.
Mr.
Now, this
Burcham,
trailer came
okay.
out. I will mention this.
Yes,
Yeah, there we go.
headshot. Dad, my teammates can see your junk. You're welcome, ladies.
Wow, is that what the internet is?
Real quick, I want to give you a quote, and then we can watch a little more of this. This is from Jeremy Boring, of course. What is he? CEO of the Daily Wire. He says, "From liberals, we're hoping liberals will tune in to see what comedy used to be like." The idea that, of course, this show was considered too anti-woke for traditional TV. So this is the kind of comedy that would just offend liberals so much that they couldn't possibly allow it.
Do you think he should have been famous?
Who, Jeremy Boring?
Yeah. He thinks he should have been like a famous Hollywood writer.
Yeah, he absolutely thinks. He's still trying to do that. Here we go.
First day of school means the bet is on. First one of us to get inside.
Suck, Mr. Butt Chump!
Ah, deal got it.
Okay, so the joke there was the first person to get insulted wins a bet.
Yeah.
And instead of the kid running up and going, hey, you fucking F slur or something, that would have actually been...
So your problem is that it's not funny enough for you?
What's the joke? They called him Mr. Butt Chum. That's too extreme for TV. Oh my God, I can't believe a rap sketch.
I mean, I don't
What
know.
is this,
It's
like Simpsons,
office level
1990? Like,
humor.
Can you believe that a young boy said, eat my shorts? Like, how disrespectful.
like that shit.
He's
They're
being
retarded.
disrespectful. No, that was like shocking when that first came out. Remember that I think it was George Bush who said,
Eat my shorts? No, it was not shocking.
It was like
that the president found it shocking? Probably.
Yeah, well,
a huge retard.
There
yes.
was like parents' councils that were like, it's very disrespectful.
Yeah,
the way
there still exists. They're still just as retarded.
Right. Okay. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That was like shocking.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm supposed to be shocked by a kid who goes, "Watch out, Mr. Butt Chum." To the character's name is Mr. Burchum.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay.
I have
watch more of this.
Well,
or?
you know what? I have a couple things here because apparently they had a Hollywood-style premiere at Academy LA, a trendy nightclub in Los Angeles. I'm sad we didn't get to go to this. This could have been fun.
I bet you actually are sad though.
I want to.
What's the difference between this and Legion of Skanks?
Well, this I want to. They're two different things. What do you mean?
I mean, what's the difference of networking at this shit?
Look, I just want to go to Skankfest because Skankfest is going to be like
Skankfest.
stand-up. It's not a shitty fucking comedy and Family Guy.
Adam Carolla's
ripoff.
not shitty.
Look, Jeremy Boring says this show will use comedy to challenge the status quo. Here's a couple of the jokes that this reporter heard, or I guess they watched an episode at this thing. Mm-hmm. Mr. Burcham, who was a shop teacher, must defend his job from the school's new Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Officer, a.k.a. Jedi, is what he calls himself.
That's a real thing, though.
Is that Justice,
Yeah.
Equity, Diversity? Okay.
Yeah. You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So is that funny?
I mean, it's just it's
just
character.
the thing.
It's just what he.
The
that's
character
just
has
what
a
exists.
scooter with a license plate that says LGBTQIA to S plus XRW percentage asterisk. Because that acronym's gotten very long.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's on a license plate. That's a long license plate.
That
Bumper
diversity
sticker,
officer goes to Mr. Burcham. He says, "Do I have consent to shake your hand?" It's a joke about
But that's real, though.
I know it's real, but isn't there a way to make that maybe funnier or something?
Man, Superkiller better be very funny. If you're criticizing these guys for 90s comedy, you better be really bringing some heat.
I got some good. Whatever.
You better really be bringing some heat.
My comedy is more like reactions. It's a lot
Like
of
what?
facial,
Gay stuff?
facial expressions.
Like, like that?
Yeah, like that. I like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
When a girl in the woodshop class says she's triggered by Mr. Burcham's grading system, he says, "You can't use the word triggered if you've never fired a weapon."
I mean, that sounds like Adam Carolla.
Yeah, it sounds like Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, here's the thing. I want this show to be good, though. I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea.
I don't know if I believe that.
No, I like the idea that there's a lot of bad comedy out there, especially now. We were talking about it last week. The idea that there's no like good sitcoms anymore because there's things you're not really allowed
Gary
to
and his
joke
Demons.
about.
They're out there, man. They're hard to find.
They are very hard to find.
Gary and his Demons, I found.
I have
Luckily,
not seen that.
It's a great
I don't
show.
know that.
Great
so
show.
Maybe I'll check that out. But it does seem like TV comedy, especially, unless it is animated. So Family Guy and South Park get away with a lot. But it seems like, there's like, I don't know, like a lot of people behind the scenes, maybe, sweet baby type
Seinfeld's thing?
situations and DEI. Yeah, well, Seinfeld talked about it, kind of making it so there's jokes you can't tell. And I go, okay, well, then this show, which is on Daily Wire, it's got Adam Carolla, a famous comedian, The Man Show.
He's
which
funny.
You like. He's funny.
It's just a pilot. Yeah, pilots all suck.
Pilots do all suck. So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. But I look
You
at
sound
it.
like you just think you could have done this better.
I think that
Kinda.
I think that the character archetypes are not thought out very well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like at the beginning, like his son is like just like
gamer.
a gamer
Yeah.
kid.
Sure.
There's nothing there.
That's
there?
a trope that exists.
Yeah, but
a
okay,
streamer.
hold on. If it's gonna be a gamer kid, he should be a fucking trans kid with cat ears and fucking striped stockings.
Why would a shop teacher have a trans kid at home?
Because that creates fucking comedy. That's like, oh my god. But the kids. Okay, the kid wouldn't be trans. The kid would be secretly trans. Okay, and
that
every
would
time.
be really off-putting.
That would be fucking
and
hilarious.
Not identifiable.
And every time Mr. Berger comes home, he goes, "My son must be betting all these ladies because there's all this women's clothing lying around. He goes, "Yeah, Dad,
And he's secretly trans?
He's secretly...
So instead of forcing trans people into the main role, you just want to force them into a comedy punching bag role.
Why would they be a punching bag? I didn't say that you guys treat them like shit.
You just demonstrated why they would be a punching bag.
Wait, why would that be a punching bag thing? That's
some
funny.
pun joke where he's treating him like a jock superstar and he's trans. And for some reason for you, that means he's gay.
Well, I mean...
This is very transphobic, what you're saying.
It's not transphobic. I think, look,
it is.
If you're talking about gamer kids sitting alone all day on Discord or whatever, okay, he should have a fucking pair of cat ears in the bag, and his dad's Dad's like, what's that? He's like, it's for a Halloween costume I'm working on. He goes, you kids and you whatever.
More puns.
What? It's not a pun. Look, it's just...
Slapstick.
There's nothing there. It's just a gamer kid. It's like,
so
that's
you
the joke.
could write this show better than them. That's the problem.
I would have characters. There's no other than Mr. Bircham.
What about the black guy?
What is the black guy?
Is he the Jedi?
Guy. No, the Jedi is this guy who I'm assuming Jeremy Boring does the voice of because he has to.
Hold on, let's watch it.
Okay,
let's watch it. You can tell me all about how you do it better.
Put it on so they can see it.
No fuck.
Okay, all right. Hold on.
Let them see what we're looking at here.
Woodshop. Fish it out after class.
I found some really great school uniform options to avoid misgendering.
Ooh, what about their allergies? Maybe those theys could be lactose intolerant.
No, we can't say intolerance. We have a zero tolerance policy for mentioning intolerance.
When I was
Jeremy Boring is so bad.
Is that Jeremy Boring? It sounds like
It's
him.
got it. You can feel him.
You can feel him overacting it.
He's like a greeting card, man.
You know what else is funny? You remember Candace Owens was supposed to be in this?
I don't know.
They recorded a bunch of voices for Candace Owens in the last trailer. You saw her like read lines, and then now you're like, "Hey, where's Candace Owens?" It's like, well, she didn't like Israel, so she's not in the show anymore.
Yeah, you can't have it.
Everybody on the show signed a we love Israel.
Historically, Israel hates carpentry, so I'm surprised they got
do
this.
historically
through.
hate carpentry. Very good.
Okay.
a kid, men were men. Now everyone's wrapped up in feelings.
Real men stuff feelings down with red meat, cigarettes, and violence.
Patrick Warburton, and
solve
they can't even
problems.
get a good line out of him.
It's crazy. It feels like I understand what they're saying, but it's posing as the generation that we are when it's actually 30 years too old.
This feels like something.
20,
This
30
feels
years
like
old.
they wrote the script 15 years ago and didn't update it at all.
Yeah.
There's a bear smoking a cigarette, and he says, "Real men like red meat and,
Real man?
violence."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You're the
You're
most
the quintessential
boring guy. Yeah. You're the quintessential guy that I don't want to hear from.
I think this is what's her name, Brett Cooper, the
that?
only member of the. She's the Daily Wire, the little girl they have playing Snow White.
Oh, the Hunchback?
Is she hunchbacked?
Yeah, her posture is atrocious.
I have no idea. She's the only member of the entire production who seems to be under the age of 40. However,
She's got that Brokeback syndrome where that guy was all bent over. They had to cut him in half and straighten him out.
yeah,
That Chinese guy. You see that?
I didn't know that it was her.
I mean, the
Well, now
posture-
she's Snow White. So good.
You know what it takes? Balls. Eyeballs.
He's gonna say that we're too young.
Well, actually, I was going to say you're too fat.
You like that one?
Two bangers.
Yeah, I like that one.
name out of your damn mouth.
That's the Jedi.
Geriatric
No, the
Girl
Jedi's
Scouts
the
will be
guy with the
passed
fucking
out.
ponytail.
Pass Mommy the wine. The bottle.
Don't make this a prison hug.
Richard Bertram.
Bertram?
Bertram.
Mr. Bertram. Hey, Bertram.
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 Bertram!
Ooh, big tits.
Watch Mr. Bertram, an all-new animated
I mean, Vito.
What? I
It
want
seems
it to be
pretty
good.
good.
I want it to be good, but are you
I think
saying
you
that looks
just-
pretty good?
It looks pretty good.
I'm cautiously hoping that it's much better than that shitty fucking
You
trailer.
think you could do everything better than everyone?
I think that I would have
trans
some-
kid?
I would have the trans kid would be funny, and I don't know why you're denying me that.
It's like totally off the wall. Like naked
not off the
gun.
wall.
It's like
This is
naked gun
happening.
jokes. Like the Abrams brothers.
These
the
guys,
Zucker brothers.
I know what's going on the internet, okay? And it's a bunch of trans kids being weirdos, man. The
No,
fact that there's no
that's not real life.
The fact that there's no trans kid in this tells me this is not. If you're gonna make a high school comedy,
So like a
in
typical
modern
liberal, you're
day-
upset there's no trans kids on it.
You got to make. You need trans kids if you're making a conservative-led comedy
to make fun of them
about high school. Yes, absolutely. You have to. What? You're the only guys who are allowed to do it, right?
What are you talking about?
You should be making fun of trans kids a little bit because it's funny. It's funny what they do.
It's just mean.
It doesn't have to be mean. It could be a celebration of their quirkiness.
Why would a conservative cartoon want to celebrate trans quirkiness?
I just think the idea that Mr. Bertram.
You just want to see like a femboy with cat ears that you can jack off to.
No, not that I could jack off to. That it would be funny. Again, the idea that Mr. Bertram's like, well, my son's killing it with the ladies. I keep finding all this lady paraphernalia.
You got any other than that one joke?
Well, I don't.
That one naked gun
I have
joke?
not thought through an entire way to fix Mr. Bertram, but I did say, okay, with the effeminate liberal ponytail guy, they're going too hard with it. Jeremy Boring's going too hard with it. You just play that guy straight, and it's funny.
So 3 straight guys. That sounds like a good show.
No, you play. Well, no, is Mr. Bertram the straight guy?
Is Adam Carolla the straight guy? What do you think?
I guess kind of.
He's going to be the hysterical, exaggerated stereotype.
I don't think. Well, no. What straight
he's
man?
Going to be the straight man.
Yeah, I think we're using straight man in a different context.
One of us is using it right then.
No, the straight man is just like a normal person.
So you think Adam Carolla is going to play an insane, embarrassing exaggeration?
No, but he's an exaggeration of a extreme conservative woodshop teacher. That's not a straight man.
Is that an exaggeration? The guy saying, I was going to say you're too fat. You can't say triggered unless you've used a gun.
I'm saying the straight man for that whatever guy would just go, and we're having a drag. What do you call? We're having a drag story time hour. And that's all he has to say, and that's the setup for comedy.
Joke.
But he doesn't have to come in. It's not the joke. The joke would be Mr. Bertram's reaction to it. He doesn't have to come in and go, well, these proud drag queens are going to come in and show the kids how to play. You don't have to do that. Just set it up. All he has to do is be set up for Mr. Bertram to react in a loud, bombastic, conservative manner.
This is what you guys do. This is why you got to get liberals out of everything.
Look, do you want to
weasel your way in?
You want to put bets on Mr. Bertram? You're going to say this is good. This is definitely going to be good.
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
Okay.
Adam Carolla's good.
Rotten Tomatoes score, I'm going to bet.
No, and Rotten Tomatoes score will be in the tank. Because it'll make conservatives look
below
good.
A 70.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It'll probably be below a 20.
Look, I want you
liberals
guys
will look like
to prove me
weirdos.
wrong, but this is like a bunch of, again, it feels out of touch with what is actually going on. It feels like a lot of low-hanging fruit. Hey, what if on the back of a scooter there was like a really long LGBT acronym? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just already funny if it's just the regular acronym, honestly.
We should have a trans kid, and then the dad should be like a conservative that just blows his stack and acts like a jackass all the time.
I think you can find
the
a
liberal
healthy,
guys like calm.
I think you can find a
and-
healthy mix. I was bringing up Beavis and Butthead. Remember Beavis and Butthead had the hippie teacher or whatever?
Yeah.
And he's still like off-putting and like I don't know how you put it, like annoying. Okay?
He's annoying, yeah.
Yeah, what was his name? I forget his name.
Dreesen. Mr. Van Driesen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you go, oh man, but he didn't have to oversell it. It was just like, yeah, that's what liberals are like when there's those kind of guys.
That was pretty extreme back in the 90s.
It was like played a little bit for laughs where he's like, oh, we're going to sing Lesbian Seagull or whatever else, okay? But it still wasn't like, he didn't come in and go, well, boys, today we're having Gay Pride Week, yeah! Like, you don't have to do that.
Beavis was talking about he's the great Cornholio.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have really been, that would have been 2 really wild, characters.
Well, I'm saying this is 2 really wild characters. Mr. Bertram is a wild character, and then this antagonist liberal character seems also over the top. They're both over the top.
Well, I guess we'll see.
We are
it's a
going to
pretty
see.
good ad for the Daily Wire's cartoon.
You think? I can't tell if you're gaslighting me.
This conversation is a pretty good ad.
This is a good ad.
Well, because your criticisms are just like, if I would have done it, like I would have written a better show.
I'm saying that the pitfalls of conservative comedy seem to be that they will latch on to one joke. It's that thing they always say where they go, well, you guys only have like a couple jokes. Like, oh man, we really want to tell it like it is about trans people. Well, what do you want to say about them specifically? That acronym has too many letters in it. Yeah, I know. I've heard that one. Okay. Like there's more there. Okay.
What would you say?
Again, the whole thing of like they're on the internet on Discord and they're putting on cam shows for each other and they're dressing up like cat girls is kind of funny.
That's not a joke.
That's a joke. That's a setup. That's like a whole thing.
What's
you can
the
get a lot
joke?
of comedy. The joke is, again, that you would have this, like, mask, he's like the ultimate man. He thinks he's raising
So the joke's
like
on him.
a very
That's
masculine...
not a joke on trans people. That's a joke on the guy.
Well, it
for
doesn't
being
have to
so
be a
out
joke
of such
on...
a bad dad.
Yeah, well, the joke often, I would think the joke should be on Mr. Bertram, okay? If he's the
This
central
is why
figure.
you got to get liberals out of fucking comedy, because you guys just want to joke on. All you want to do is joke
When
on
you watch Family
conservatives.
Guy, are the jokes ever at the expense of Peter Griffin?
Sometimes, yeah.
Pretty much all the time.
No.
A lot of the
No,
times
no,
the
no,
jokes
that's
are
a
at the, unless they're at
nihilistic
the-
show. He's not
unless
even a conservative dad.
They're at the expense
He's a nihilist.
of Meg, okay? Homer is the father, but he's, constantly experiences pratfalls and What are you talking about with... You think Mr. Bertram is supposed to be held up as, like... This is the ideal to aspire towards? That's the comedy?
Yeah, better than the world around him. Yeah, that's the point.
you're
Like
talking
Hank
about-
Hill.
Well, he's like an Archie Bunker, right? He's a guy out of
More
time.
like Hank Hill.
More like Hank... No, because Hank Hill was...
Hank Hill's a guy at a time. But he knew what he was doing. He was always right.
Yeah, but a lot of the times he ended up making peace with the liberal perspective on things,
Yeah.
Unless he really... And he would call out both sides of it.
Uh-huh.
I think that...
Tolerated them.
Well, I'm going to say, if you want the ultimate conservative comedy, it probably is King of the Hill. King of the Hill was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
probably what they
is
want.
not King of the Hill. This is Family Guy, but not nearly as edgy, while claiming it is the most...
Okay.
It's too edgy.
I wasn't
it
in
was
the room.
too
I don't
edgy
know.
to get on TV.
I wasn't in the making of it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with
Okay, but
everything
do you
that
really
went
think
into
this
it.
show got denied being on TV because it was too much for network executives? Or do you think they just said...
Maybe, I
Or do
don't
you think
know.
they just said, this is kind of like a shitty Family Guy ripoff and we're not really
Same
getting anything
thing,
out of it?
sure.
This is
Could be
not,
that
there's
too.
no edge on this at all. I didn't see any edge. This is your chance to convince me. This is what the liberals won't let you say. Look out, Mr. Butt Chum. Oh, my God. The libs would never let you make that joke.
Yeah, they got to make a trailer, though,
But the trailer, you got to have at least one joke where I go, oh, shit, I can't believe they're getting away with that. There's nothing like
The
that.
fat guy, and then he fell over after drinking all those beers. That was pretty funny.
That was, all right, you are
was pretty
gaslighting
funny.
me. Now you are gaslighting me. All right, I'm just going to say.
I just want to see your script.
I
That's
was-
so much better than
I
this
was
with the cam show
disappointed.
cat boy.
I was disappointed. That would be
and it's
good.
like 90 pages of, oh, you're
cam
going to get
shows
so
and
many
cat
girls.
boys.
Oh, you're such a man. Oh, I can't wait till
I
you
didn't
get
come
married.
in with an entire alternate Mr. Bertram pitch. I'm just watching this now and I'm thinking about how you could improve upon it, okay?
Yeah.
All right? None of the characters stand out. It's like okay, you look at
What about the black guy?
You look at American Dad and you at least go like, okay, so
The
there's-
alien.
Well, there's an alien.
That
there's a
Spanish teacher had huge tits.
goldfish.
Come on, that's gotta something's gotta be going on
You're
there.
right. You know what? There could be kind of a character there. All right, Cleveland. I don't know. Look, you had a cop in a wheelchair on Family Guy. Like that's interesting.
Joe sucked.
Joe's great.
Joe
What are you
sucks.
talking about? Joe makes
Fucking
for great
stupid.
comedy.
He was great when he was better than everybody, but then they made him pathetic, and it's like, oh well, it's not funny when he's pathetic.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah,
seen some-
you would think so.
I've seen some good Joe jokes over the years.
Change my colostomy bag. Like, come on, man, that's not funny.
There's one where they're driving around talking about like what they would do if they were Hitler, and Joe's like, "In this situation, am I still crippled?" And he's like, "Yes." He's like, "Well, that's not fair." That was pretty good. All right, look, conservative comedy. I'm rooting for them.
No, you're not.
We saw Lady Ballers, and I was honestly hoping. I'm like, clearly these
It's the worst
guys
movie ever made.
are gonna understand like the basic tenets of a sports comedy and like a through line and putting it all in line. That movie made no fucking sense. And
Man, you got to channel all this like I know better into something.
I believe I am doing that with.
You got to do it faster.
Look, maybe Super Killer will suck. Who cares? Nothing I do matters anymore. Forget it.
Is that joke about the trans in it?
I've made a lot of videos that have gotten a lot of views and they've made a lot of people
Yeah.
laugh. I want to say I'm not like a complete fucking failure at comedy.
Well, what about Adam Carolla? He's
yeah,
done more
I
than
know,
you.
but he's never had like a scripted show.
But
Except
the Hebrew Hammer was fucking hilarious.
Did
Or
he-
The Hammer.
did he make
The Hammer,
that?
just the boxing movie, The
Yeah.
Hammer. That was a great movie.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Shocking, surprisingly good.
He was on Drawn Together, but I don't know if he actually wrote anything for that.
No, he just voiced it.
I didn't love that show.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I want him, and he's got Roseanne there with him, and everybody loves her. And Megyn Kelly, of course, one of the greatest comedic talents of our time will be on
You got to
this
get him in the
show.
door, you know. Come on. Come listen to this dumb bitch. You jack off. You
And
pretend
no
you're fucking her
Candace
when you fuck
Owens
her wife.
because she does not like Israel. She's not allowed to be on the show anymore.
Okay, my last problem is the sun exploding.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's not
Solar
good.
flares are happening
Not good.
right now, knocking out everyone's phones or whatever.
Gonna knock out the grid.
The grid's going down big time.
Yeah.
And at any moment, the sun could explode.
Yeah.
Is what I
Being
think.
told by people.
Yeah, was what I'm pretty sure it means.
Well, this whole house is a Faraday cage, right?
I don't know if those work, and I should.
They work. I'm pretty sure.
I think they do, but
Yeah.
every time I see it, I don't believe it.
I've always wanted to be like, should I lock this up at a Faraday cage? Don't they make them for like PCs? You can get a cage to go around it.
But then when I see one, it's just like a chicken wire tube, and I think, I don't think that's doing anything. What you think it is?
If the sun
Pretty
explodes,
sure that that's
you don't think my
not-
tube of chicken wire is going to protect my
Heard it explained to me a
million.
million times. I've read it, and I still say, I don't think this is doing anything.
Going to dissipate all the electromagnetic energy.
Yeah.
Mr. Faraday knew what he was talking about, Dick.
Well, he did. Yeah, I know. If he told me about it,
You'd
yeah,
believe it.
I believe it.
And those doomsday preppers, they know a lot, and they're always
But
talking
they never
about,
mention it. You notice? They never talk
Do they
about
not?
Faraday.
I
No,
thought
they
they
never
did.
talk about a Faraday cage. And I don't know why I need one.
Well, because you got a bunch of computers and stuff.
What, they're gonna
lock
explode?
up all the electromagnetic fields are going to warp all the drives or something.
Doesn't that happen all the time?
I don't know, sir. I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows.
Why don't you build a fucking
Sun's gonna explode,
invincible? What are your shoes? Why don't you build an
infinity shoes.
cage around your fucking
Infinity
body?
shoes.
Those protect your feet from the electromagnetic rays.
Well, that's the best part about infinity shoes. You can just make more. You don't have to worry about your shoes. You're always like, you go out, you're worried about your shoes getting messed up, or you're worried about losing your shoes.
Yeah.
But then infinity shoes, I'll make more.
I'll
no
make
big
more.
deal. I might have an extra one lying around.
I'm gonna get this
Maybe
patent. I want this. I want the
patent pending. He's already patent pended it.
Oh, is he patent pending?
Yeah, Mike Infinity has already patent pended it.
Well, maybe. So what do we do about the sun?
I don't know.
All right. Well, that's the show.
But
hit the button. We didn't do the changeover either. So now it's officially a new problem. There we go.
with the sun exploding, it's like it puts this like capper on time, right? That's kind of annoying.
It puts this capper on time, like what? Like the idea that
like everybody's
nothing
like, well,
matters?
you know, the sun's gonna explode anyway. So it's like, you know what?
Well, I've asked
Sick
people
of
this
hearing
question:
about it.
if you knew that the entire world was going to end 100 years after you died, right? Like, let's say we knew the sun's going to explode in 100
100 years. Yeah.
Would you live your life any differently?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
It's a good question.
It is a good question. What does it matter knowing that life will go on after you're dead?
I don't know. It
You
just
want to
does.
leave something behind? Like, oh, maybe somebody will go watch my old YouTube videos.
Yeah, like I'll bury stuff in the yard.
Yeah.
Like drugs. I'm like,
Or
yeah,
like-
this is really gonna fuck somebody over someday.
Yeah, it's just
Plant a
saying
bunch of weed
all your
plants.
pranks won't pay off. Is I guess.
Yeah, basically, like I'll think like, oh, this is gonna really mess someone up. This is gonna really mess up someone in like the year 3000, or
Yeah.
if aliens come, they're gonna. It would
all
really
these
be a
pranks
bummer.
I've established are just going to
basically.
go to waste. And what's the
Well,
point
if the
of
sun's
that?
gonna explode, then
Yeah.
who cares?
I
Am
mean, I
gonna
would
do the
also
pranks?
go like, I guess it's like, I guess you kind of worry about what are people going to say.
Depressing.
I know it's depressing.
And then the sun's doing flares, and everyone's
Yeah.
talking about it. I'm like, man, I don't give a shit about these. Who cares? Just
Who
blow
cares?
up.
Well,
I'm not
maybe,
putting my devices in some kind of weird gay aluminum
are
box.
people doing that? Are they selling those? Maybe I'll get one. They got them on eBay.
Yeah, they have just some Daily Wire.
Can't I just get
Faraday
like
cages.
can I just get like some sort of pouch, like the tinfoil pouch, the one that people used to steal from stores?
Oh yeah, does that work?
Yeah.
What does it do? Your phone doesn't work inside of it?
Yeah. It like blocks out all rays. And you can use it to
All rays.
I don't know, man. I think like whenever they catch one of those organized theft rings, they'll be like, oh yeah, they got
They always
jackets
have those jackets with
like
aluminum in them.
aluminum sewn into them.
So it does work.
Yeah.
Like, criminals really, they
Criminals
just
are
believe it.
nailing it, man.
They
It's
just,
crazy.
they just go with the plan and
I mean, the
100%.
shoplifting thing, it's I think we just realized that at one point there was like a social contract. Like, well, you can't just steal. And now we've got to the point where it's like, well, the sun's going to explode. Do whatever the fuck
Do whatever
you
you
want,
want.
man. Yeah, who cares?
yeah.
I guess that's the problem with the sun exploding is that it's like, what? Do whatever you want.
Yeah, and then people are always talking about like jumping around planets because the sun. Well, we got to get off of this.
We got to get off.
We got to get off of the Earth. The sun's gonna explode. I'm like, man, why are you planning for this? Shit?
Well,
but at the same time, you're right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, not really. I mean, you just have to remember that all of this is a simulation. When the simulation comes to an end, the great programmer will reroute us through the system.
I think I already did that problem.
I know you did. But it gives you hope. Well, I don't know what to do about the sun.
Look, it's worse than all this other stuff, okay?
Yeah. Could we maybe illuminate the moon instead?
Of the sun?
Yeah, well, if the sun goes away,
it'll be pretty illuminated.
We could we could just put a bunch of shit on the moon.
Anti-woke marketing, all this. Conservatives are going to all die.
Yeah.
And liberals are going to all die. And the trans people are going to get replaced by, it's going to be all Muslim society. Then we'll start over. So none of this shit matters.
Do you think Adam Carolla would have written Mr. Bircham differently if he knew the sun was going to explode? Would he maybe like...
Probably been a little bit better.
Been like, I
probably would have done all the stuff you said he should do.
I should have put that trans kid in there.
And talk about what a man he is.
How are you going to have a modern... Have you met the gamers? They're all weirdos online, man.
They're not.
All Christian
They're normal guys.
There's a couple normal ones, but
Most
it's a lot of...
gamers are normal.
No. All their brains have been warped by all this shit.
Who are you talking to?
That's
who's
why they're
like
all
this?
obsessed with that Stellar Blade game. Is they're all like trying to gaslight each other into being like, I wish the girl looked sexier, and what they're really thinking is, I wish I was that sexy Chinese
lady.
girl getting pounded on all sides.
You sound like Null. You sound exactly like Null.
That?
Yeah, I asked. He was telling me. I don't know. He was arguing some shit, and I said, "Well, what about like guys who watch lesbian porn?
Yeah.
Is that because they want to be a woman?" He goes, "Yeah, a lot of guys who watch lesbian porn and want to be trans." I said, "Okay, that's
there might be something there. I don't know.
End of the argument.
I don't know.
You're never allowed to have an argument again."
I was gonna
That's retarded.
But they're saying like the current generation, I think, is more
a bunch of cavemen watching women make out. Yeah, I wish I was trans. I'm gonna go to the doctor.
More and more kids are identified or whatever. The younger generation is like more bisexual.
No, they're not
than
just
before.
the women. No, the men, the little boys, teenage boys are exactly the same amount of gay and bi as ever. But women, girls, are learning that they have to act like whores and be cock teases at a younger age because of the internet. So they're all, I don't want to say pretending because women are all bisexual 100%, but more are using it to cock tease, to get free shit than ever.
Now
That's what's happening. People aren't going gay. Guys aren't all of a sudden wanting a bunch of cocks in their mouth. That's not happening.
This would be good. That would be a good character for Mr. Bircham.
I'm the
high
straight man in
school
that.
girl who is now being forced to pretend to be bisexual in order to participate in the gay economy of attention. See, that's far more on the ground than what Adam Carolla is
Liberals
giving us.
in Hollywood wanting to put bisexual underage girls
To make fun of it because it's funny. It's interesting.
All right, that's my problem.
Good.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Guys, don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. New bonus episode, Biggest Problem in Moms, now at patreon.com/biggestproblem. If you're in the Las Vegas area or want to come on in to enjoy a great live show, we will be at Hackamania Friday, May 31st, live show at 6:30 p.m. Use promo code BIGGEST at hackamania.com to get 20% off tickets. Please don't forget to use a promo code. Why spend more when you can spend less? Hackamania.com.
And bring your infinity shoes if you have them. If you don't have them,
Bring your
make
infinity
some.
shoes. I think I'm going to have a real fun time in Vegas.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's your goal? Do you have a goal?
My goal is to hit up that buffet on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Golden Steer on Friday, maybe. Or Saturday. You want to go to the Golden Steer? You're thinking about it. Friday. I don't know if after the live show would be good, but maybe Saturday.
I got to not do coke all day then.
You can't do coke and then eat a steak? I don't know how that works.
You should. Maybe you have John Bonham's thing. You could do an infinity of cocaine and then eat everything.
We should think about going to the Golden Steer. Also, do you know they opened a Peter Luger in Vegas now? So I'm torn between two steakhouses.
Yeah.
Golden Steer is the classic.
I don't like supporting franchise steakhouse over an original.
It's not really a franchise. It's a second location.
That's even worse.
Okay.
Like the Louvre 2 in Dubai.
I've heard. I've heard it's good. The Peter Luger in Vegas, but I would
it's good. But
I would prefer to go to the Golden Steer.
Yeah. Okay.
And if any fan wants to take me out for a steak dinner and pay for it, you can get an exciting fan meetup to your... What? That shit is expensive. I love getting a free meal.
So bad.
That's a good deal. You know, a lot of these
For
like
whom?
a lot of these, I don't know, for them. They get to spend a whole night with Vito just by buying him a steak. I get to enjoy my famous company. So you're saying that, but a lot of guys would charge like $150 for a cameo. That's like a 30-second video of a guy. Me, you get a steak.
And you like lecture,
dinner.
tell them about all your projects and stuff.
People love hearing about my projects. People love it. If anything, I'm underselling
it. Oh my God, you are the new Stanley. You are the Black Stanley. Actually, the mooching is off the charts, and the ideas.
Well,
are...
I'm getting a free. I'm staying at a guy's house.
Okay, now that you're paying for dinner, let me tell you about Super Killer 10. What it is?
I'm not getting a hotel room. A fan reached out and said I can crash in his guest room. So. What? I don't look.
That's who you asked me to stay with? A fan?
It's a fan of the show. I didn't say necessarily that you. I knew you wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, but you came in here saying, "Do you want to stay in it?"
I brought it up as a joke. I'm staying in his guest house. It's a nice. He's a guy. He's like a friend. We talk on Twitter all the time. So he's gonna let me
record everything you're doing in there.
In his guest house. In his guest
room?
room?
Up cameras. Blanket that guest house with cameras.
I think we're gonna have a
Spy
fun
cameras.
time. We're gonna hang out.
Camera in the TV, camera in the toilet, stick it straight up.
If anybody wants to go on a food adventure, maybe Thursday. A couple of us. If I get there on Thursday, I'm going to that buffet. I got to get a reservation the week of.
Yeah. No. Okay.
We're gonna have fun. I have a list.
Get rid of that mouse.
I have an entire document because I go on TikTok and I get all these recommended videos of like great restaurants in Las Vegas because there's a lot of great restaurants out there.
Okay.
So if I see one that looks good, I put it on my Vegas list of great restaurants.
Okay.
So man, I'm gonna hit a couple. I'm gonna hit a couple of them.
You gonna do any comedy while you're there, or just
mostly food?
Mostly food.
Mostly
okay.
food stuff. Maybe I'll do stand up. I should do stand-up.
Are you going to do the stand-up contest?
Well, I can't do the stand-up contest. It doesn't make fucking sense because I'm part of the show. I could do stand-up but not compete for the prize money or whatever. There's prize money.
because you're too good.
No, I wouldn't win, but
I mean,
I'm still not going to compete against people who aren't on the bill.
Why not?
Because that's not how it works. It's a competition. That's like you can't compete in your own competition.
This should be your stand-up.
Hey,
this
I can't
explanation.
compete in the competition.
I shouldn't even be here.
I shouldn't even be here
because I'm on the bill.
I'm on the bill. I'm like already a better comedian than most of you guys. Hey, can you believe it?
All right.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. I was just checking out Vito on the Locale podcast because I hate myself. And I know the word misogyny gets thrown around a lot these days, but my God, just at the very start, when Vito's trying to explain, like, the whole Dick Maddox 80s girl thing.
Okay.
Boogie hops in with this, like, you got your two bro... And they're already talking about the bro code for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Supremely
really?
gay.
They're trying to say you broke the bro code.
When you got
I don't believe in the
two
bro
bros
code.
and they're, like, together, and then, some girl gets passed around, between the two of them. Like, I blame the woman for, not... picking the right cock or something, and the entire conversation was, really misogynistic and fucking sick in the head. And then Vito was just sitting there looking uncomfortable, like, oh man.
Wings and Boogie were talking about the bro code.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why those two guys were like sold on the bro code. I'm like, how many girlfriends do you steal?
Because they're misogynists.
How long had Maddox been broken up before you and the wedding or whatever?
2 years. Or 3 years?
The bro code is not a 2-3 years. Even if you believe in it, it doesn't have a never-ending
it was
expiration
a
date.
severe violation of the bro code. I think that people who believe in the bro code should be hurt and harmed emotionally because it hurts hard.
The way it was explained to me was that it's a 1 year grace period, and I said I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was longer than a year. And Maddox had a girlfriend at the wedding he was with, so at that point. There's no bro code. What are you fucking talking about? He's with a girl already. You should be happy. And if he's not happy, he's fucked up his own life, and it has nothing to do with Dick.
Yeah, there's no...
I'm sad they botched editing that episode, because we had a lot of good conversation. The problem,
Did you record it?
I have my side. I don't have.
I have the whole thing of mine.
I know you do.
I'm gonna when they get done editing it, I'm gonna release my whole
You know who has
thing.
all sides?
Who?
Is Zach from PKA. Maybe.
Hit him up.
Go, hey Zach, just give it to me. I want to edit together and just the audio so people can hear the episode, unadulterated by these two chuckle fucks.
Yeah, I want to see what they cut out. I want to compare the waveforms of mine
Don't
to see
tell them
what
now,
they.
They're looking to know.
Well, they have no. They're
gonna edit it
screwed.
anyway.
They're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
We're
gonna see what gets cut out.
Don't edit it out. I don't care.
Well, the reason they say they edit it is because, like, unlike this show where we don't try to put ads on it, but then we get bullied into it because some fucking guy claims the show. Sorry, we're trying to stop them from doing it. Tim Pool has still not released his claim on our video. I think he's waiting for the 30 days to expire because he's an asshole.
What if he gets like a tumor in a skin tumor that's the result of like impacted like sweat from wearing that beanie?
I could see that happening, and he
great.
would deserve that.
Now that's comedy.
Tim, just get the hair transplant. You have enough money. You could get anything. You get a fucking ape and take its hair from it. I don't know. They'll probably give you the most experimental shit. Making enough money. Anyway, I don't even remember what we're talking about.
The bro code.
The bro code.
It's just like guys sitting around talking about how they would handle things differently. A woman that they had. It's like the guys talking about imaginary women.
It's very weird. Yeah, it's very strange.
All right, other shows.
Okay, Dick, look, for once, I'm wondering, like, why are you being so hard on the guy when it comes to him wanting to promote other people's shows, which will give you guys opportunity to promote your show, like, you know, like Fortune 500 companies spend how much on marketing because that makes up a large amount of the exposure people get to their brand so they can fucking sell their
companies.
shit.
That's what I'm doing.
Like,
thank you.
You want to make money? That's
I agree.
The impression I get from this, you also want to be heard. I forgot. It's a theater kid. But, like, let the man cook. Let him fucking cook, bro.
What am I stopping?
I don't know, but I think he brings up a good point. Is that like a Fortune 500 company? Of course, we must market the product. Yes, which is why we appear on shows like LOLCow and WATP and Trashcast and another show where we may appear. Hackamania.
Not on Alex Stein's show.
Not Alex Stein's
we
show.
Knew him from way back.
I know. He feels bad because he sees the fun we're having. He wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And
gotta get that money though.
I brought up maybe Skankfest, but you know what? We're not gonna force it. I'm not gonna if it doesn't work out.
I thought
it
was,
work
when you
out.
brought it up, I thought it was like next week.
I also thought it was sooner. So whatever. It's not till October, so we got plenty of time to figure it out.
All right.
Plenty of time.
Okay.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. The biggest problem in the universe is girls with similar names. I've been going out with this girl named Serena with an R, and super hot, super cool, whatever. Fucking bartender whore.
Not a good way to talk about her.
And I went to her bar with some buddies, get some drinks, because she gives me free shit every time I go, which is great.
Nice.
Good relationship.
We're there drinking, whatever, and she comes by the table. I introduce her to my buddies, and I call her Selena with an L, because I had previously been going out with a girl named Selena. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Selena, like Selena Kyle, whatever. And we're talking about it, whatever.
You called your girlfriend by the wrong name?
Out of my fucking drunken stupor and thinking, why did I compare
You made
her
a
to
Batman
Selena,
joke?
like fucking Catwoman, and realized I'd called her the wrong name. And I had addressed her as Selena. I told my buddies her name is Selena. And
Bro,
I still went
kind
to
of
her
a
house that night
brainworm,
and we
like
hooked up,
RFK.
but I don't know if she like picked up on it or not, and it's fucking stressing me out. But it's a big
It
problem.
should stress you out.
Fuck women and their similar names. Why don't they have interesting names? Fuck them.
I mean, I was almost going to give it to you, but then you said you're dating this girl, and you go, yeah, and then I forgot her name? What the fuck is that? That's like real bad.
All right, you were really drunk.
You were really drunk. You make it sound
Calling
like
her
you're
the wrong
slurring
name.
it. Tell her you're part Japanese, and sometimes you mix up your L's and your R's.
Just forget it.
This Selena is very cool.
Women do stupid shit, 100 stupid things a day. They don't.
She
they
probably
don't notice.
didn't.
She doesn't care.
What is repo? Is that happening?
Repo?
I want to know.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Vito.
Hi.
Short Lips here. So I was catching up with my buddy down in L.A. Says he's been working at a rent-a-center, and that Maddox is actually a client. Guy says he's missed so many payments they actually had to repo his cuck chair. Yeah, fuck you, Maddox.
Oh, just a good little
I don't know if
stinger
that's
there.
true. Is it?
Well, I wanted it to be true, but then he said he repoed his cuck chair, and he
Cuck
said, I don't know if that's
chairs.
I think that's a joke, I think.
I don't think you can get that on
That's
loan.
good.
Dick is fat. All right.
That's a good one.
Hey Dick, hey Vito, it's me, Don Mozzarella.
Hello.
I'm watching the last show here, and the Vito's booty bit, which by the way was mid last week. Why is it that there is so much Vito fat oink oink comments when there's less than 100 pounds of difference between Vito and Dick? How's this even possible? Dick Masterson, you literally said that you would estimate your own weight at 215.
Yeah.
And Vito just weighed in at 290. That's only fucking, what, 75
I mean,
pounds?
that's pretty significant, I'm going to say.
That's not enough to just, we got to see more oink oink Dick.
I don't know.
Yeah, Pig Masterson.
Was that the force of that
fat
meme?
Dick,
Was that
always,
How was he going to say it was
that the pitch?
Hold on.
Dick.
How
I don't
was
know. There you go,
the
Vito.
how was Vito's booty
Voicemail.
mid last
Positive
week?
Vito voicemail.
All right, I pulled a naked little anime doll out. I took off my fucking shirt and I screamed to the cat. What do I gotta do?
He's suckering you in,
to
man.
make
He's
you
trying to get
assholes
you.
happy?
He's trying to get you aggravated at him.
Oh, Vito's booty was mid last week. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I pulled a little fucking anime
Lost
doll
5
out.
pounds too. That's
I
great.
lost 5 pounds. I screamed. With Super Killer hit 90,000.
Oh man,
Can you believe it?
I was really hoping you would not get over 100,000.
I didn't think I was going to. I thought when we hit 93 on here, what do we hit? 93, I think? Yeah. I went, wow.
You
hey,
hit 93.
That's pretty great. And
None of
then
that helps me. Just you say we. I want people to know that none of that.
We will win, Dick. We will win.
Yeah.
By the way, We Will Win t-shirts are now available from Backwards if you're a big fan of that.
Are they?
Yeah, he made a new t-shirt to celebrate. They said in the email, it said there's also going to be a limited edition Backwards We Will Win shirt now
fuck
available.
off.
I think it's on the Ripaverse
Discover
store.
the Ripaverse.
Just go to the Reverse store, and I think you should see it. Because, of course, we are going to win. And who's going to win harder than
Do his bandmates get any
Backwards?
cut of that?
Well, I mean, they'll work for the fucking thing. So, I mean, I guess he keeps paying their salaries. There we go. Look at that. That is just, can you imagine you wear that and out there and people go, oh, look at that. That is a t-shirt and a half. I tell you
You need
what.
a helmet if you're wearing this around.
Well,
a giant
thankfully
we
have
win.
a helmet, and
yeah,
this famous character who enjoys wearing it.
We will win. Oh, they titled it so you know what you're getting at the bottom. We will win
Backwards shirt. And if you look real quick, you can see the word backwards. Just in case you wanted to make sure everybody knew it's your favorite band. Their name is very tinily aligned with the W for some fucking reason.
Oh, and Ripaverse.
Okay. You get both. Cross merch. Isn't that fun when you get isn't it cool when you get like a Superman New York Yankees thing and you can show your support for both at the same? Just pick one of the fucking things.
Yeah, but that exists.
I know that probably does exist. Now
No,
I think
it
about
100%
it.
exists.
Yeah.
The Dodgers logo with like a Captain America shield on it.
That's retarded.
Except those are two giant properties.
Right.
This is two non-existent properties.
Okay, so a serious question. Do you think this makes any amount of sense for him to take his metal band and try to strongly associate it with his comic book company?
Yeah.
Like they're the same entity. Okay.
Yeah, because it's just like he's in.
It makes sense for him.
Oops.
It wouldn't make sense for any other actual comic book publisher.
No, it's a Preacher thing. Like any,
Okay.
it's like you got to move from one project to the next and then just sell new shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you're only selling the same thing. You're under this weird delusion that you're supposed to make something good or really try at something.
Right. It's always a constant.
It's like
shell
a Baptist
game.
preacher.
Shell
Hey,
game.
we're putting waters in.
Yeah.
We're putting water in Africa. Tomorrow we're working on your marriage. Come on. Now we're having a buffet for dogs today.
Right, but I'm saying it seems like disjointed messaging. You go, I'm
supposed to.
But if you're like, oh, I'm a real big fan of the Ripaverse and the comic characters.
No one is a fan of any of this shit. They're only a fan of pretending to have a black friend.
Right.
Eric July. That's it. They're only and
Because
Yellow
I was going to
Flash
say,
is
what
only
if
a fan of
you don't
that.
like the music? Wouldn't that discourage you from whatever? But it doesn't matter because
They don't
just
listen to
Eric
it.
July.
Yeah.
They don't listen to it. But even though they don't listen to it and they might not even like it, they will still support it and tell everyone else to like it because it's important.
Yeah.
Like if he does it now, and I'm sure he
They won't
will.
tell other people. They'll just support it and pay for it.
Here's my reckless prediction. I believe that Eric will at some point have a pre-order campaign for a new CD, and he will run it the exact same as he's run all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to be curious to see how well that does. What if the numbers are the exact same? It's just like these guys will buy anything he puts in front of them.
No, because they won't. The Friday Night Tights guys won't promote it. Like a big part of this is
that's true.
For some reason, comics is is a type of good that people know to buy.
Yeah.
At this figure, I don't think that would work.
Music's also a harder sell because everybody just listens to everything digitally.
What is going on with this computer?
Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh, is it this thing?
Yeah, it might be leaking memory.
Yeah.
You probably got to...
All right.
Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings on OBS. 1 second. Trying a new computer setup today, and I'll make sure the stream's still up in some form. Should come back now. Hopefully it hasn't. Hopefully it's been like that for more than a second.
Somebody would have said something, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anything goes today.
Glitchy. Let's see. Vito's eating all the bandwidth. Looks like we're good. Okay.
Are we?
Well, it looks like I'm saying that. I mean, we might need to
stop it. Shut it
no,
down?
wait. There it goes. There
Okay.
we go. Okay.
All right. No.
Well, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Give it a sec. People are saying better.
Better or worse? Better or worse?
Still up, just choppy. Yeah, we're getting like some choppy. Is the audio choppy or just the video, guys?
Probably just the video.
Do you want to just...
I'm going to stop that.
No way.
Did you put that on Twitter?
No, I'm like the fucking chat. I'm just fucking joking around.
I know, Josh did.
Oh.
Got all shit for it. All right.
Okay. It says live. I don't know if we're actually live. Good old computers. Why don't we get a computer?
Man, it's fucked.
Do we got to get a... No. It's because you got all that shit running. It's coming back.
It's because I had all that shit running?
Yeah.
The backup thing?
I don't know what you got running. You got something running.
Well, why you blame it on me?
Well, I can't blame it on the rain.
Why you gotta blame it on
somebody? Blame it on the rain.
All right, there.
All right, we're back, I guess.
Can't stop winning.
Let me see that OBS. Let me make sure. No choppy chops. You like my new hat?
Wet and Wild. Yeah,
Wet
cool.
and Wild.
How many hats do you have?
I like 50.
Because I've never seen the same one twice.
No, you definitely have. A lot of them, though, they get cat hair all over them. I gotta constantly lint roll them. Fucking cats, man. Fucking cats. All right, we are back. We are live. We are happy boys. We did not actually get it. I was joking in the chat. I said,
you can't joke about that stuff, man.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know.
All right, let's do super chats.
Well, here's the memberships page. Does it show who gave us new members?
You love memberships.
I do.
Vito loves memberships. Loves them.
Oh, they're pretty. They're kind of neat. I just think they're neat.
All right,
I guess
super chats.
It doesn't show
Fuck
who
members.
gifted them. I'm trying to thank anyone who gifted memberships. Thank you. And if I figure out how to find out who gifted them, I will be a happy boy. I don't know why YouTube wouldn't put that. That would make sense to me.
Because they realized that people reading who joined was making them not want to join. So they're stopping you from doing this.
Shut up. All right.
All right, there you go. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Oops, I went the wrong way. Wait, which way are you going?
I'm not touching anything. Just make it big enough that I can fucking read it. All right? There. Guys, get those super chats in. Once again, please vote on all the problems, the biggest problem of the show. Please, guys, great bonus episode. Biggest problem in mothers at patreon.com/biggest problem. And I do have to mention again, we will be at Hackamania in Las Vegas at the end of the month. Head to hackamania.com and use promo code BIGGEST. And if you already purchased tickets, get a refund. And repurchase them with
just
our
email
promo
them and
code.
say, put it on our promo code.
Yeah, or say like, hey, by the way, I am going. We want
change my fucking change my fucking promo code. I'm coming. I'm paying. Change my fucking promo code to The Biggest Problem.
Make sure they
don't make me answer an email or email you again, or I will fucking hammer you when I get to Vegas.
I would say
there's going to be big
I
problems.
don't think this is the best way to do it.
Title subject: big problems coming your way, Buster.
I'd say a more positive way to handle this would maybe
buckle up, Buttercup. That's the subject of the email.
If you're on Twitter, to Patrick Melton or Carl, and you could say, "I'm just so glad."
I didn't say anybody's name.
Say, "I'm so glad you added Biggest Problem to the lineup. I'm really looking forward to it."
Hey, fucko. That's the subject.
Don't say that because we're getting on at the last minute, and we want to make sure we're pulling our weight.
D's nuts.
Yeah, we're pulling these nuts.
Promo code D's nuts.
We got to do a live show, huh? It'll just be.
It doesn't have to be good.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and plus our audience will just yell the whole time and fuck it up anyway. Like they tried to fuck up Josh Jenny's comedy special. Koof for 2. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Yeah. Disciple of Dagon for 10 Australian. Congrats on 6 digits, Vito. Well, I wasn't going to talk more about it, but if you're going to bring it up.
Yeah.
It really
Thanks
is
again,
incredible.
Dagon.
Looking
You're
forward to my
wonderful.
C cover edition of Super Killer. I also
Cunt
love
cover. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Because he's a cunt. Disciple of Dagon.
Okay, well, I like a Disciple of Dagon. He was the one who famously alerted me to a situation with the Vito's booty, which is very good. I also love the diss track. Your
He has
flow
some
was
kind of trans dragon on his...
impeccable. Fantastic.
Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Read the rest of it?
Oh, wait. He said, your flow is impeccable. You're doing okay, too, I guess, Dick. Coming down on you.
Cutting people short. Super chat's short.
Well, I was just so happy about his comment.
You got to read them all.
Hazman again for 2. Much dick could dick suck if dick could suck dick. Hazman says, love the show, love y'all, and wish you the best.
I don't trust you.
No, we do not. Kara Fro for 20. Vito, your Eric July diss track made my frickin' day. I did indeed record just for fun.
Let's listen to it.
Do you want to play it? We don't have to play it.
Well, everybody's talking about it, so...
We might... Oh!
No!
Spilling shit on your keyboard! No! Vote it up! Vote it up! Vote it up! Vote it up! Oh, he just spilled an entire beer over it! Oh, that's my problem, too. I just got 20 fucking upvotes from that one. Oh, man, if you guys are not voting that up right now...
I gotta use it before it shorts out.
Dude, you're fucked. We're fucked.
Come on, go. Go. No, it started to short out.
We're not going to have a keyboard. We're not going to be able to do the show. Oh, I can get to it I can get to it with the mouse. I can get to it.
Okay, go to it with the mouse.
Okay.
Oh, no!
Turn it off. Does it have
It's off.
Okay. Way to go, man.
I'll get a towel.
All right, well, I'm going to put this up. Look, this was just a little fun thing I thought I would record. I saw that Eric July had, of course, made a video about us. And, or made a song about dick and criticism and whatever else. So, I just... It's not
Don't fucking disclaim your music.
Well, I don't know what to say. What do I...
You made it. You're making people listen to it.
Do I click this one?
This is the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest fucking thing you're ever going to hear. Don't disclaim that shit.
I think it's fun. We had fun. Okay, here we go.
I hate
when
musicians do that. Hey, everybody, just pay attention to this for 5 minutes. It's not even very good.
I'm not even the one. Look,
it's not very good. If you're disappointed, it's on you.
It's fun. It's fun.
Oh, hate it. Hate on it for the disclaimer.
Eric, what are you doing, man?
Damn it.
You had a good grift going there for
What'd you do with this?
Why'd you do this? You decided to fuck with the fat man. And
Goddamn infinity shoot.
That's what you get.
Hey yo, it's V to the O, about to start the show. One fat Italian man and a microphone, standing all alone up on the stage, about to unleash this verbal rage on a man so dumb that he make me sick. Fake ass writer, pussy bitch, king of the grift, tucking all that shit, but he can't even write one good comic. I sons of bore, fuck Alpha Core, and Yaira's just some fucking whore. Did the piss drinking Satanist show you their IMDb scores? He's so obsessed with disrespect, cried to Big Daddy Glenn Beck, said please stop Mr. EVS, if I debate him I'll I'll get wrecked. Motherfucker, I don't think that you realize who you're fucking with these games you
that
play.
you?
You're so ill-advised.
Rapping?
I'll
Yeah.
cut your
Yes,
fucking
that part.
tongue out so
Sounded
you
like a
just
different
stop
guy.
spitting your lies. And
Just
when
then,
I
like
burn
just
your
then.
warehouse
The whole
down,
thing
I'll
is
make
me.
your whole wife my prize, cause you a fake libertarian man.
Whore wife?
Yeah, I say a lot of things. Did you not watch this?
Keep acting
No.
like a bitch just cause you got a single mama. Had your moment up inside the sun, now like Icarus, your time is done. Love discipline cause you never got none. Never had a father to call you son. Never thought things were gonna end like this. Now you're 4 books deep without a fucking hit. Getting laughed at by all the critics, and the fat man just hit 6 digits. This hairy motherfucker says he got receipts. Well, they're probably for all the man cock he eats. Always acting like he from the Compton streets. He a gay thug dancing to faggot beats. Over 200 pages, but nothing fucking happens. Who in the fuck is Shungite? Where in the fuck is Jasmine? Why are your layouts so barren? What's that dick cross he's wearing? And why the fuck did you name the antagonist Darren?
That gay.
Come for me, that's a blunt I can't handle. This blubber fat man dropping lyrics and he don't fucking stutter. 2 shots to the head, Gyra Winter is dead, white boys.
It's Super Killer Summer.
Thought you could burn me, now you strapped to a gurney, wishing you had a better trademark
right.
attorney. Lesson learned, now you're burned and you're feeling so sick. Couldn't handle criticism from a Mexican dick and some fucking fat prick with an internet show. Threw your whole credit away cause you just couldn't cope. What a dope, you're a joke. Everybody is laughing at your busted campaign and you don't know what happened. Came for the king, got cut on the crown. Now the internet knows you're an absolute clown. You wanted to sue, well we coming for you. On your gravestone put BPITU.
Bitch. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That was fun.
I like the whore wife part.
Well, I did call her. I did say. Said some very unkind things.
I really got going in the middle.
Well,
That's when
know,
it really picked up.
It was one of these late night things where I just said, I thought I had to answer it so quickly because he had this new track dropping.
Yeah.
And, I just wanted to get it out there into the ether, and we had a lot of fun.
I did a half-hour comedy show with a guy where all we did, we were 2 musicians, and all we did was disclaim our song. We never played a song. We just told everybody how talked about the song.
Yeah, the idea behind the song.
It's no big deal. It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal, of course.
And then we'd play we'd go da-dun, da-dun, we'd stop. It was a really funny show.
Look, I just, I'm not going to say I'm the greatest rapper of all time. But we have fun.
Surprising.
We have fun. Anyway, guys, well, let's get some super chats in. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting us. And Super Killer Summer is in effect. Can you believe it? All right. That was from Kara. Thank you, Kara. Jordan Lewis for 5. Vito needs fitness challenges and or eating challenges. I would pay good money for this. I can't be the only one. 50 push-ups and 10 burgers in 1 hour. What is the theme of that? So I eat and then I work out?
Throw up, I guess.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. FR8242 for a huge $50 on the board, and I think that deserves a delightful sound effect of some sort. Pick one. No, not that one. I was going to go for the alien. Whatever. Didn't we used to have we need a celebration song, you know?
Why?
Because it's $50. Well, because he donated $50.
What is he, like a child? He needs like a blue.
Oh yeah, God
Blue
forbid!
is Azul.
God forbid we embrace the modern Skinner box that makes us hundreds of dollars every fucking show.
What sound do you want?
Why do you think people are paying money? It's so their
Blue,
it's
Azul,
so their comment shows
Blue,
up
Azul.
in a stupid little
So make
fucking
a sound
thing.
effect. You don't need a button to do it.
All
You
right,
make
I'll
a
make
sound
it.
effect with your mouth.
Good work.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you for the $50. He says, please say gotcha. No, all right. He wants me to do one of my famous lines, and for $50, I'll do it.
You'll do it 10 times for $50.
Well, if he buys me a steak dinner, I'll do it all night for one lucky fan in Vegas. But I will. You do have to cover the appetizers and the drinks.
Oh
Gotcha!
God.
No, he loves his laser sword. Everybody gets a laser sword. Classic line. FR8242 for 200 American dollars, Dick.
You gotta do 4 times now.
I gotta do. I'm not doing that 4 times, Dick.
What happened to that Skinner box shit? You just said it's like we gotta do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That was the
Gotcha.
clapping.
Gotcha. Oh, I'll do the clapping. All right, Dick. You have to find a way to make King Cuck. $200 you
Worski
spent
and
to call me a
PPP
cuck.
do that. Fucking act like jackasses when they get a.
What is with
$20?
PPP's tooth rot now? We have to talk about that. You have to find a way to
Looks like
make
Santa plugged a plugged a shard of coal in that boy, in that guy's fucking mouth.
It's not
Dude,
good.
you can die. PPP, you can die from that.
You can genuinely die from
that.
an infected tooth in PPP.
You gotta hop the border and then hop the border again to go to Mexico to get yourself some dental care because you could genuinely die.
He's in even
from that
Canada. They
infected
have
tooth.
free health care. They should be able to get.
You
his
can't fit in the
tooth
building
fixed.
though.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have chairs big enough for PPP. He's got to lay on the ground. He's got to go to Jiffy Lube. They crank him up on a thing, and then a dentist comes in.
Internet broadcaster PPP is suffering some sort of
Go down to
weird,
Mexico. They got a
rotten tooth decay.
guy with a backhoe coming there.
This is a man who has a show commenting on how disgusting and fat everyone else is as his corpulent body rots away in Canada.
Man, that tooth is dead.
Yeah, he's a dead tooth. He needs to have it drilled out of his mouth because it's going to kill him.
It's going to fall out.
I can't imagine going, I'm going to keep, at the very least, I'd go get like a fucking Invisalign or something so that people can't tell that I have a missing
stink,
tooth.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Your fucking tooth is rotten.
He's got a rotten tooth in his mouth. I do
Like
want to
a
read
pirate movie.
this $200 super chat from FR8242. Dick, you have to find a way to make King Cuck walk the plank in the next Vito's Booty installment. You are the internet's true pirate now, brother.
True.
Hats off for all you've been through. What the fuck have you been through?
A lot more than you.
No, you have not. What are you talking about? Your life is like a palace of grandeur.
It is now.
Whatever all you do is every week you and Sean just like dick around for like 2 hours and you bring a girl in to read the news. It's like, oh, the hardest working man in show business, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't say I work hard.
I know.
Work smart.
Well, you've been through
Work
so
sharp.
much.
That's
You've
what-
been through so much.
Yeah, thanks.
That Maddox
I
lawsuit
am the internet. I am
really
the internet pirate.
took you through the ringer. Well, thank you again, FR.
You would have caved so fast.
8242.
You betrayed Riley over Twitter in like 3 tweets.
I did not betray Riley. That is so stupid.
You're telling Mark Brooks that you're going to give You're kind of cock teasing him like you're going to give him Riley's last name.
Oh, that wasn't funny. It wasn't funny to have Mark Brooks ask for go with
'Cause I think you might
incredibly
have.
more insane.
I think you might have made
asks.
him think that you were going to give him
Anyone
Riley's
who
name.
thinks I can't believe the comments are like, Vito, I can't believe you would betray Riley like that. I go, I bring you people fucking gold. I bring you endless tweets of a Marvel comic writer trying to get Riley in like a bizarre whatever the fuck
Yeah,
thing.
but you did the same thing to Obtuse Gnome when you're like, I'm going to help Eric in any way possible to bring this criminal to justice.
I mean, I knew I didn't know who the fucking guy was, so I was just lying.
But
at that
still,
point.
that's the point.
Hey, man, look, sometimes you got to play a little PR game. Is something I've learned.
Your PR sucks,
My
though.
PR does suck. Okay? I'm really bad at it. I think that's part of my charm. Is they go, wow, that fucking
not charming.
that fat guy just sucks
Oh,
at this.
Kiwi Farms hates me now because of your PR.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's fun.
Yeah,
I think my appeal is like people go, wow, this fat guy just cannot figure out being on the internet at all. He doesn't get it.
No, you want to be like famous. You want to be like in the Marvel Comics group.
No. I don't want to write Marvel Comics.
That's not what I said.
I want to be in the Marvel Comics group. What is
Yeah,
that?
you want to be like
the-
friends with like you want to be like contemporaries with those guys.
No, not really. When I talk to them, I'm like, oh, these guys like kind of, I don't know. Some of them. Look, I appreciate their skills. Some of them are talented, but nobody's left at Marvel anymore. There's nobody there. I can't be friends with anybody. I know who I want to be friends with, and I'm already friends
Who?
with them. I'm good friends with Tim
Mr.
Rogers.
Girl.
Tim Rogers, Mr. Girl. That's a good one.
Yeah, okay.
I like interesting guys, weird guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think you were gonna. I think Riley better not tell you his name.
Yeah, nobody should give me your real name. I don't know what
Yeah.
to do with that information.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. Don't trust me with your personal information.
All right.
Unless you're going to take me again to a Vegas steakhouse and pay for me, in which case I will be your best friend forever. Martin Prito for 2 says Pablo Escobar could have stopped DEI. I agree.
Yeah.
Brett Denter for 5, Canadian. I didn't know that I have to pay tax when I send super chats. I imagine you also have to pay tax in your end.
Yeah, funny that.
We don't have to pay tax. I don't think we pay tax. I mean, we have to
income
pay
tax? Yeah.
We pay income tax, but I'm saying they
I
don't.
mean, I do. I don't want to.
I'm saying they don't deduct it. Like YouTube's not deducting something. We have to pay it, yes. Ortson for 5 USD. Credit where credit is due, Vito. Ill-advised is a fucking banger. Eric July can never respond to that. Thank you. Well, it's just a fun.
He wouldn't. He would just write a video about a a fat guy that.
Well, honestly, I want Eric July. It would be better. Just make. You clearly hate all of us, but you like don't want to have fun and play around. So you're gonna go. Well, there's a certain cartoon rabbit that just say I hate Dick Masterson, that Mexican cocksucker, and this would honestly be more fun for everybody.
Yeah, but he's
not having fun. Is the problem?
No, he's not having. But he's not any good. That's
well,
the problem.
that's the other thing is that he would be having fun if he was actually making a good product, but he's realized he's not.
Yeah.
So he has no leg to stand on. Let's see here. Shit Lips for 10. How the fuck do you follow up a $200 super chat? Well, I'm going to tell you.
Not with $10.
Not with $10, Shit Lips. You fucked up. Cougar Hughes for 5. Vito, you're looking rather slim and trim tonight. Well groomed also.
That was for the other guy, not for that one.
Fair enough. Shit Lips for another 10 says Air July's song was terrible. Why is he so bad at art?
Come on, you don't like a 360 degrees swinging around between a
I really
hydraulic
want to see what
press?
comes out of that green screen, man. The second I saw that green screen, I went, oh, no.
Dude, trans people jacking off on him.
Just put him in
tub
Just
girl.
put him on a porn set, just spinning around as a bunch of gay guys.
Yeah. Gay black guys, and do a filter so he's white.
There's got to be like a bukkake film that would just have him like perfectly centered in the frame where the Japanese girl would be, and he's just fucking spinning. And don't forget, you can reverse the footage to get extra frames out of it, so you can spin one way and then have him spin back the other, and it'll be seamless.
Yeah.
All right, Hazman again for 2 says $200. Go motherfucking king damn. Well, you know what I love about the $200 super chat is the follow-up super chats commenting on how much the super chat was with
Crazy.
more money.
People never seen it before.
Yeah.
It's like a fire engine
So
coming around
please leave
driving
more
down the
super
street.
chats about the big old super chat. Thank
Who
you.
can top it?
I mean, that guy's got good taste, though. He's referencing my Star Wars videos. Shit Lips for 5. Vito, you sent black people back 100 years with that diss track. Good job, buddy.
yeah, good.
No, I'm bringing them into the future. Buster Rhymes for 20,000.
Black people just run outside, start eating dirt for no reason.
Vito, shut up. Vito going.
What?
Who's eating dirt? The black people? You talking about the cookies? I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Oh, the slavery. Yeah, there's a whole. You know what?
What? I'm just making a nonsensical Family Guy joke.
I don't want to talk about the dirty thing. It's all very complicated.
It's not complicated.
It is complicated. I don't know which dirt eating you're talking about. You're talking about the slavery dirt
What's
eating.
complicated?
You talking about the slavery dirt eating?
What are you talking about that's complicated?
Well, because there's.
I'm talking about how much I hate Trump and how much he deserves to
I
go
agree
to
with
prison.
that. Let's talk about
what
that.
are you talking about?
No, I totally agree. Buster Rhymes says Vito going full Baron Harkonnen mode was traumatic. A lot of people,
you wish.
A lot of people commented on my skinny arms compared to the size of my fat body. So
You got to put some bulk on the
I got to
arms.
start working on the arms. I got to do the arms. Maybe if somebody has a good arm routine. Do I got to get a bench? Do I got to be benching?
You got to be walking.
Walking.
The bench
help
is the
arms?
cause of all your problems.
No. I'm
You need to
talking
be
about
standing up.
I need a good arm routine to get the arms bumped up.
Do this. Do 90-degree swings.
I mean,
Like
what if
this.
the arms
Put your
stay
arms at
skinny,
90
but the
and
rest
then
of the body gets
go
skinny?
like this, and then
Okay,
sometimes
all right.
you're gonna
Then
get
never
up
mind.
and your legs will
We'll
start
forget the
moving while
arms,
you're swinging
whatever.
your arms.
Let's run with your idea for 5. Vito, you bring much more to the show than just the fans' fat jokes. Thank you both for showing up every week. You make my 14-hour workday manageable. You know what? I always
14-hour
say,
workday. Why
These
don't
are-
you just stop fucking up so you can get out at 8 hours like everybody else? Was you a retarded guy
I
at
was
the
gonna
movie
say
theater?
something earnest and say, you know what? It's always so nice to know we're helping people get through their workday. I know how hard that can be. Dick, of course, is now yelling at you
14
for
hours.
working for
Who's
14.
working a 14-hour workday?
There's some people, you know, like truck drivers and stuff, and I don't know.
You should not. I definitely don't want truck drivers working 14 hours.
No, you can drive. Can you? I don't know what the rules are for the breaks for truck drivers.
Not 14 hours.
If you
Yeah,
sleep
drive
8
through
hours, you
a
can't then
school
drive.
bus.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Cool for 2. R.I.P. Crimsel, gone but not forgotten. Crunchy Spungus for 10. God bless. For Eric July, God bless. Well, let's run with your idea for 2. Also, Vito's ill-advised rap was sick.
There you go.
Look at that. I'm making all sorts of money for the show with my hot rhymes. And I may have
You burned ice on
I
to
may
do it, though.
have a. Well, yeah, I can get another ice.
Did you burn it last
It's
night?
a $5 comic book. What the fuck am I? Oh my god! Oh, my copy of Ice It's so.
That's the worthless thing in all your stuff.
That's
is
the worthless
copy
thing.
of
It's
Ice
a well, I have my copy of Ice too. Now that's a collectible. All I'm saying is it's possible there may be a yellow flash track at some point in the future. We will see.
Okay.
I shouldn't bait the people though.
About
Michael
how
Wing
he promotes that.
I mentioned
rape
that. I
comic.
Yeah, there's some talk of that. Michael Winning for 2. R.I.P. Krim and Bati, retarded but not forgotten. Ken for 5. Jules Redbar is your biggest fan. She was joking about your beard because she compliments you way too often in front of her husband. She's inconsolable. Oh, is that his wife on the show?
I don't believe any of what these guys are saying.
Redbar, I did watch the clip. Said he likes us and he wants to be our friends.
Good. I am his friend. I want to be his
genuine.
friend.
And then his
looks cool.
whore wife made fun of my I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Mike from Red Bar, I don't like the way he talks to my wife either. He doesn't fucking know any better. He's fucking retarded.
She made fun of my beard.
She did?
Kidding. Yeah. She was saying, why doesn't it connect? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. My genetics are fucked.
Because of it's growing
too much fat.
too fast with the hair.
It's
like space-time is expanding.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I don't actually have any. You know what? In fact, I honestly
you joke around too much with people's wives. That's the problem.
She joked around about me. I'm throwing it. You know what? That's the thing is you can't throw it back at women. You just got to let women insult you.
You can't throw it back at someone's wife.
So the wife can say whatever she wants.
Yeah.
And I gotta go.
Yes.
She's a broadcaster. It's a little bit of tit for tat. Look, what was I gonna say? I like Red Bar. It's a good show. I've been listening to a lot of Red Bar clips. Maybe I might join, what is it called? The Red Bar Club, or wherever the fuck it is. He does a good show.
Okay.
We need that crashing sound effect he uses, because it's stuck in my head all day long now. All day long. I'll just
what? This one?
He has like the shattered glass. Yeah, that's the one. It just works perfectly. Some people don't like it. I like it. All right, let's see. Cool for 5. Maybe people wouldn't call Vito a PDF file if he just said please and thank you on occasion.
Yeah,
thank
probably.
you for not killing yourselves. Cool, I have your stickers on my TV. Strategery for 10. Imagine emailing Dick, demanding Riley's personal info, and he replies with an attachment. But when you open it, a bunch of dicks get chucked in your ass. Nobody wants that, Veets and Dick. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Somebody sent us a replacement Chuck Dixon picture. I don't know if you got that. Justin Rowland for 5. Vito, tell 80s the cucumber. Oh, 80s girl. The cucumber drink is now a surprise favorite, you idiot. It's not the favorite. It's on the list. Hasman for 5. Vito, your sister, a champion of Everest. Well, you can't stop yourself from stuffing yourself with wieners for breakfast. 'Tis a sad sight, me lad. Can I make a joke about myself without you repeating the same joke?
Stuffing yourself with wieners?
Did you see that my sister's climbing Everest this week?
Well, base camp.
I mean, good. I don't want her to go up that whole fucking mountain. People just die up there for no reason.
But what was the joke? That she stole a joke from you?
No, the joke I made is, wow, my sister is a very accomplished individual who would climb a mountain, and I am a big fat guy.
Yeah,
and
but he said stuffing yourself with wieners for breakfast.
Oh, so you put that I'm a fat guy in a different, more comical way.
Gay, though. Because the wieners can go in your butt.
Okay, because I'm gay, because they're wieners.
Well, because they go in your ass. You're stuffing them on your ass in their guys' dicks.
You're assuming a lot from that super chat.
That's the joke.
Okay. Yeah, this is the kind of comedy I expect from a show like Mr. Burcham that pushes it to the edge.
That'd be great.
I can't believe you're saying these horrible things on our family program. Matt R. for 2 says this is the oldest Richard has ever looked. You did shave, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you look older necessarily.
Oh, no. I don't know. Friday night's usually the youngest night for me. The youngest time.
You look good. Tony for 5. You know how many pages have you completed of Super Killer? I want to say we're at like 50. I got to check.
50 out of how many is going to be
65.
So you only have 15 more pages left.
Yeah, but that's not colored. So the colorist has just started, and they're probably like 10 pages.
Just started?
The colorist moves fast. You can do a page a day out as a colorist.
Because you don't even need colors.
What does that mean? Yeah, you need colors.
Nah, you don't need colors.
This is a professional colorist, and they can do a page a day, like knock it out. It's not like drawing is way more intensive than coloring.
Okay, so 15 drawing pages left.
I have given the artist. I said this is the schedule I want to hit, and
you hit an Arizona iced tea on like a gavel.
Yeah. Well, look, I think it's all going to come down to. He said it's going to be close, but we're going to go for it, and we're going to go for it.
What'd you tell him?
I can't tell you that.
Why?
Because I don't want to I don't know. Because I want to see.
You get $100,000 and you give nothing in return for it.
You know
what day did you tell him?
We're working on it.
No, that's not good enough, though.
I know it's not.
You don't care.
I do care.
You already missed like 3 or 4 deadlines.
I know. We suck.
So what's the next deadline?
I don't. He's working. We're all working.
No, you
Everybody's
got
working.
15 pages left. When did he say
Look,
he's
we're
gonna have
trying
that
to get it
done?
out before Wolverine Deadpool. That's the hard cut, I hope.
If you get it out after that, it's game over, man.
No,
Super Killer 2.
It's not how
No
it works.
Super Killer verse.
I have a plan for what
People
we're
are
going to
gonna rebel.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
it's actually not fair, but
it's fair.
I would just say, look, I will say, you know what? I could start talking about this now. Is what is exciting about? Should I talk about Super Killer or no?
You should never talk about it again.
Okay, I will tell. If you are a backer of the project, you're going to get an email. That's going to tell you what we're doing. Okay, probably next week. I just have to clear a couple things and find out who wants their names attached to this thing, because some of you people are psychopaths and start sending my artist weird messages, and now I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't announce who's working on what, because some of you people are weirdos. But that's fine. Hazman for 5, we already did that. Matt for 2, we did that. Okay. Random guy for 10. Big League Vito. Six figure Vito.
Yep,
Not thanking 80s.
girl
Do you want to
Vito.
read it? Diet Coke if you could, please, Vito. Green M&M's only, Vito. The green M&M's thing is good. You know why they did that, right?
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows. TBF for 2. I met Vito at the Biggest Problem live show. He smelled so bad, terrible.
Oh, come on.
I don't think I smelled bad at the live. I hope I didn't smell bad at the live show. Nobody else said
There's
I
a lot
smelled
of work,
bad.
you know. You got to be.
I got sweaty up there. It was a sweaty stage. We're sweating under the fucking stage lights, man. What do you want?
Yeah, no.
Johnny Rocker for 5. Bad rap Vito. No hot bars Vito. Always disappointing us.
Johnny didn't like it.
Well, we were just having a little bit of fun. Black Crimson 5 Australian. Thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. The fans liked it. It was for the fans. Sarah Gardner for 2. The more Vito speaks, the bigger the hole he digs in my stomach. Recon for 2,500 clippers. Vito is getting too cocky. During the super late closure stream, he was shitting on all of his comic creators for not being as successful as him.
I do
Hashtag me
think he's
too.
getting too cocky. I agree with you, Reckon 1911.
How am I too cocky? What does that mean?
You can just tell.
I'm not.
All of a sudden, you think you're in deservement of all this money, and you haven't missed 3 deadlines, and you have.
Look.
Reckon knows. I can see it. Johnny Rockets can probably see it. Riley can probably see it.
I know you can all see it. Okay. Whatever. I've made this speech a million times.
Yeah, whatever.
I've made this
Whatever.
speech
I don't have to
a million
answer to
times.
you fucking
What do you want to speech?
peons.
You want to speech that every day I'm working on this comic book and it's my #1 priority and I've stopped making YouTube videos and I'm only focused on comics and that's it? Or do you want, I'll just make it. Just it's coming out. What do you want? ProLast Media for 5. I want this donation to go to Vito only. I don't want to fund Nazi Gonzalez and his PDF stash. Thanks for keeping Super Killer open and for not killing yourself. ProLast Media was actually the guy who needed to sneak in at the end there.
Oh.
So I left it open for our good friend ProLast Media, and I will be closing it now. So it's over. Alex Reinhardt for 50. I also can't close it from the back end. I have to email Indiegogo, which is annoying. But once they get my email, it is closed. Alex Reinhardt for 50. Yar, if $50, wow, 50 American dollars from Alex, ain't the best way to get the booty, I suppose 1 more cent could be taken from me other substitutions. I'm going to give him the
You're
50.
mistaken.
No.
You got someone else has to give you another
Someone else
penny
to
over
post
the
$2 to post
How do
the
you
penny.
only have $49.99?
Because if you're doing it on iPhone, they don't let you do a round whatever.
So then do $51.99
That's
or
not
$60.99.
fair. Why does he got to pay an extra $1 more than anybody else?
Why do I have to suffer?
Why don't we assume people have overpaid for the booty in the past?
No. That's why your comic's not done.
Okay. Coup for 5. I can't believe Boogie's doing a reverse mortgage with Keemstar. You really can't believe that Boogie would be suckered out of his money by a more cunning and intelligent individual.
He's being side-swoggled by Keem.
I can't believe it.
The beard, I've dealt with some Muslim beardos in my time at the sea.
Okay, Clip Sama brings up a good point for €5. Vito, your lol cow episode is unlistenable to the average person. You guys talk about Maddox for 25 minutes. No one in the audience
knows who this is.
Okay, I'm going to say this is...
Why don't you retards find someone else to talk about?
Well, hold on. I didn't start the Maddox conversation, okay? Tommy C, I believe, started it. And the way he was talking about it, like he just jumped into it, I went, oh, they must talk about Maddox. all the time because he's just jumping into a Maddox conversation without any explanation of who Maddox is or why. And then I read the comments and everyone goes, I have no fucking idea who you're talking about. And I go, well, this is another one of those instances where I go, maybe you guys need to sit down and talk about what the podcast is. And if the podcast is revisiting old internet drama, then you need to preface it with, we should probably, if we're going to talk about that, refresh people on who we're talking about.
We don't need to have a meeting to talk about like Greek tragedy fucking storyline shit. One of you just needs to go, oh yeah, that's a friend of mine.
Who fucked up a thing, yeah.
He fucked a girl, and the other guy was in love with the girl, and he threw his whole life away.
Well, I'll say that, that did make sense to
And
people.
I don't thank her for that. She brings me drinks, and I don't thank her for that.
And I don't thank her for
That's the story.
I mean, she's not my girlfriend. Anyway, I don't know. Look, no one in the audience knows who that is. I agree. And
you didn't record your side of the podcast.
I recorded only my side.
You only recorded. That was a mistake.
That's what they told me to do. Did you record yourself individually on a separate track?
I recorded everything. I recorded myself. I recorded everything.
But it's not mixed in with theirs.
I have both. Of course. Every permutation.
I don't know how to do. I guess I could have just recorded the desktop audio to a second track.
You got to get better skills.
No, I know how to do it in OBS.
I did it, and I know how to do it. Slightly different.
Once you put on that stupid pirate suit, it's like a whole different asshole shows up.
I know how to do it, and I did do it. And give Keemstar,
yeah.
if Blackbeard,
yeah.
Black Keem.
Black Keem.
The blackest beard.
Keem the vile. Keem the...
and the bluest everything else. The house-stealing Keemstar. If he cuts all of my Keem House Star content out, I'll clip it out and I'll show everyone that what a scallywag he is.
Some people in the comments did agree with me that Keem is should not be on the show as much as he is. It doesn't make sense to me.
He should be on the show the entire time because he's the biggest
Well,
lolcow.
if he's going to be on the show, he needs to be treated like a lolcow. Euthanasia enthusiast for 7 Canadian. I've never seen Vito this happy. All it took was becoming rich, and he specified what race of rich I would be. Congratulations, big guy.
It's M. That's not a word.
He says bigger rich.
Talking
I'm
about
so
the
big.
Soviet answer to the F-14.
Yes,
the
MiG. All those MiGs are making big money
MiG
for the
3-4,
Russian
he's
government.
saying.
We love the MiGs. Coup for 2. Will you guys stick around for Tukey? TWO. Whoa. Yeah,
Is that the puppet guy?
That's the puppet guy, yeah. I mean, I'm going to... Saturday...
Obviously out... Wait, is that Sunday?
No, Saturday is like when they're doing all the big stage show shit.
Oh, I'll be around that whole night. I'm going there for the show. If there's a puppet guy, I'll 100% be at
I don't know
that.
if he's actually a puppeteer. He has a puppet. We'll see.
Same difference.
And we'll see. What do you call it? No, Friday is our show. I don't know if anything else is... Friday's our show and also the open mic competition, which I think comes afterwards.
You come heckle that.
And karaoke, which I want to go to, and Dick
Lee,
probably
don't go
will
to
not.
that. Don't go to the karaoke.
I want to go to the karaoke. That's all on Friday. Saturday is the big night of 1 million stars. Carl's a gala. He'll be wearing his suit with all the sequins.
The VIP experience.
Carl with the white gloves.
If you find yourself going to the VIP thing, bring a homeless guy with you. You can go to the Nevada hospital. Find someone who's just been discharged for schizophrenia and bring them.
I was going to say, I think the VIP tickets might already be sold out. So, biggest problem, fans, you might be missing out.
Maybe they could fit someone else in for $500 to meet
Well, if you want a
Carl.
personal VIP experience, don't forget that the offer...
You can sit in the men's room and talk to Carl and Vinny as they come in. Can I get a picture with you?
I mean, if you're going to buy a VIP ticket, why would you not simply opt for a steak night with Vito and whoever offers me the best meal package?
Shameless.
Just going to get my...
shameless. Fucking shameless.
Some of these guys, just got money to throw around. I ain't got no money. We'll go to a steak dinner. They like the show. They like the comedy. I like steak. That's it. Simple. All right. Coup for 2. Will you guys... Yeah, we did that. Big Boss for 5. Vito, when you swim to manatees, do they treat you like a lost member of the herd? Shut up. You fucking pirate. Chief Bingus for 5. Are we going to hear you chewing during the buffet stream? I would watch either way.
Oh.
All right. Johnny Rocker for 5 says it's not too late to cancel your super killer orders.
Cancel those super killer orders.
It's far too late. I come buckets for 2. For the new scale fund, I heard yours screaming. Stone Cold Flea for 2. Maddox thought KFC was the UFC for chickens.
He did.
All right. Hazman for 5. Vito's warehouse. Vito wears his house. Vito's wearing his house. Wore his house. All right. Manny Muskets for 5. I've been nice to Vito on Twitter all week in hopes that he fulfills his promise of putting in a good word.
You did say you were going to put in a good word.
No, I didn't.
Manny
I
Muskets.
said if I talked to Luis J. Gomez and for some reason he says, hey, do you know any other
No, you said you're going to put in a good word.
I need someone to put in a good word for Luis J. Gomez for me. I don't know
But
Luis J. Gomez.
No one exists who wants to do that.
Good. Yeah, I know.
But you can put in a good word for Manny Muskets.
I don't have a connection to Luis J. Gomez.
You could send a message.
What am I going to say?
Hey, I know this guy, Manny Muskets. He's very funny.
How often do you like when you get emails like that? Like, hey,
love
there'd be
it.
a guy who.
I love it when I get emails from guys I don't know asking me for free tickets to their event.
Well,
you're fine with that, right? So you can go hang out with all these fucking pimps and charlatans and pedophiles. But you don't want to stick your neck out.
People pedophiles, for the love of God.
There's 1 or 2 pedophiles there.
There probably might be. I don't know.
Okay, so is it true or false?
If Chris D'Elia is there, yes, but I don't know.
Don't know.
Who's
He's an ebophile. Big difference.
You're right. That's very different.
But you won't send. You will send a message to save $40 on Skankfest tickets, but not for
Skankfest
Manny
tickets
Muskets.
are more than $40. All right,
$43.
How much are they?
They're
They're probably like $200.
$200.
Dude, it's like 50 comedians on the lineup. They got to pay
Dave
a lot
Smith
of guys.
read you a bedtime story about
What is
Adam
this Dave
Smith?
Smith fucking obsession? That you hate Dave Smith for some fucking
I don't hate him. I'm all clapped out. Me hands are sore from clapping at Dave Smith's political ideology. That's never heard him tell one joke, Dave Smith. Just talking about
He's just so
politics
brave.
and
He's very
being the
brave.
Libertarian Party.
Yeah.
I am better than Trump. Actually, we should have a system where nothing exists. And
We're not
the
getting,
letter P is the letter Q.
I'm not getting a Skankfest now, I'll tell you that.
Why?
I don't know, because I do a show with a pirate who shits on Dave Smith for a
I'm talking
bit.
about another Dave Smith. Who did you think I was talking about? I'm talking about a Dave Smith who never is funny and doesn't tell any jokes.
That's
and
a
just
different
tells you
one.
books to read about being a libertarian. Who did you think I was? That's a guy I knew from high school.
All right.
Pirate high school.
Yeah.
Who did you think I was talking
You're
about?
talking about a fellow pirate.
I was
who
no,
does these things.
an enemy,
An enemy.
pirate who's just obsessed with looking smarter than everyone, and that's why he's a libertarian. He has no fucking concept of it. He just is
All right.
tall and good looking,
Great.
so he thinks he's smart.
Okay. This is your pirate battle. I have no part in this.
I've no battles, no beef
I
from
know,
my
there's
end.
no problem.
I love
Sure,
reading.
we
I love me reading books. I love talking
I'm not
about
gonna get
reading
through
books.
this if you keep
I
doing
love
this, 'cause I
guys
can't.
talking about reading books.
Oh, my
Clap, clap,
God.
clap, 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 clap. What's wrong with that? It's a guy I know called Comic Dave Smith.
I can't.
He's not a comic either.
You're exhausted. You're such an asshole. All right, man.
I'm not the one telling people to read books.
I know.
I've never told anyone to read a book.
I know.
I don't even tell them to read Super Killer. Now on sale.
All right. Well, Manny, I'm gonna put in a good word to Louis.
What the fuck is it's my fault?
I don't know. None of this matters.
You scallywags, you got to read these books on political philosophy.
Well, maybe you do.
Or you're not going to understand all my jokes that aren't funny.
Well, that's some deep Dave Smith lore. Hazman for 2 asks, did you play Ken Doll's Vito song? Did Ken Doll send in a new song?
Yes, he did. I didn't play it.
Okay, are you gonna play it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't because my keyboard's fucking got beer all over
Well, I
it.
have a mouse. Is this thing open?
No, because I put it in my email because...
All right, well, the keyboard's
I
broken,
can't.
so we have to play it on the next one, because...
Well, maybe.
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck was that? I don't even want to touch it now.
Yeah,
All right, hold on.
That was
hold on,
horrifying.
Okay.
We're still streaming, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see it.
See what?
Let me see the mouse. Uh-oh.
It's doing that thing where it adds extra stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Gmail.
A new song.
Candle.
I hope it's a song about how successful my comic campaign is and what a great comedy legend I am, and I'll soon be friends with everyone at Skankfest and
wait, I don't know if I have it.
Hackamania.
Vito, Kendall, Vito. New song, Vito's Booty.
Okay, from Bandcamp.
Here we go.
Here
Ready
we
for
go.
this?
Yes.
I'm a pirate. I don't understand about plastic toys and stuff.
Sure.
I don't know what's good and what's not. If you want what's in this box,
okay,
you gotta walk the plank.
So there's definitely something in the box.
There's something in the box.
So that's not a trick.
Vito's booty, what's inside? Gonna find out on Friday night. What's the weight? Is it up or down? Will it make his day? Will it make him frown? Vito's booty, that's the name of the universe's best weight loss game.
What?
A mother's milk? That's okay. You'll get a nice toy on another day. Vito's booty, what's inside? Gonna find out on Friday night. What's the weight? Is it up or down? Will it make his day? Will it make him frown? Vito's booty, that's the bit. Will he weigh himself or smash that shit? Forgot your prize? Oh, that's okay. You can open it again on another day.
Yo-ho! What's in this box? Could be something great.
Yeah,
Could
wow.
be something even better.
Maybe it'll be a gun so I can fucking kill myself.
Lost 1 pound. I'm doing great. Gained 10 pounds. That's water weight. Here's a fake
That is water weight.
from MTG.
It was
Now
water
smile,
weight.
say
I lost
cheese
10
with
pounds
this
in 2
DVD
weeks.
Of beauty. Stop being moody. Sit back down. You should be proud of your booty.
Gar. The good thing wouldn't fit.
Fucking gay pirate shit.
Vito's booty, what's inside? Gonna find out on Friday night. What's the weight? Is it up or down? Will it make his day? Will it make him frown?
What?
Vito's booty, that's the name of the universe's best weight loss game. A mother's milk? That's okay. You'll get a nice toy on another day. Vito's booty, what's inside? What's inside?
Just give me the thing.
A Funko Pop, wouldn't that be nice?
You're a pedophile!
Now don't go home and stuff your face full. Stuff your face full.
Shut the fuck up.
Someone sent that in. Don't be ungrateful. Be
I have not gotten anything good.
Vito's booty, what's inside? Gonna
What did I
find
get?
out
What
on
did I get?
Friday night. What's the weight? Is it up or down? Will it make his day? Will it make him frown?
The on a hole is not a
Vito's booty,
gag.
that's the name
That was a
of the
good gift.
universe's best weight loss
Yeah.
game.
A little
mother's
anime
milk.
thing to
that's
fuck.
okay. You'll get
Yeah,
a nice
you would
toy
buy that
on another
yourself.
day.
That makes it a good gift.
Yeah, it's better.
I should probably keep the box. I can flip it.
Yeah, everyone wants a used on a hole.
I won't say it's used.
Oh, they'll be able to tell.
Well, they might be able to. Well,
The box is all messed up of
box
this
is
on a
messed up,
hole.
and I can't show
but
this box on the.
What is this? Why is this fucking
Ah,
square?
whatever.
All right.
Vito's booty. Well,
Kendall and Hyde.
Kendall and Hyde. We love those guys. Thank you,
One guy.
Kendall and Hyde.
He's probably one of the greatest songwriters ever.
Does good. That's one guy.
Yeah. Can you
Incredible.
believe that?
Incredible.
Pumped it out.
Incredible.
Not like nothing.
Not like nothing. And Eric July needed a whole fucking team of CG engineers.
No
to
sort of compression cubes, smashing them like a trash compactor.
do most musicians
Eric looking fatter than hell,
perform in cube?
trying to hug himself.
Well, he's very stressed out with the comic stuff. I understand he's put on a bit of weight. I get it.
Stress eating?
Stress eating, yeah.
Well, they looked like shit.
Diamond G for 2. There's no deep end in Tim's pool. 5'1" depth. Clever username for 5 Australian. And Rocky, Gonzo's driver, tells Rocky to take Adrian to the zoo because retards like the zoo. Then in Rocky 2, he proposes to her at the zoo. Based. Chris Schofield for 5. Big's problem is bonus episodes being too short because Dick is gaining weight and needs another meal. You did run out on
Because you
that bonus
gorged yourself
episode.
on sandwiches before the bonus episode. So my
I
food,
offered you some
I can
sandwich.
Hear, I don't want to eat sandwiches at 4 o'clock. I want to eat it at
Okay.
dinner time. You said we were doing the episode at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then it was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was 3.
Yeah.
Then it was 4. I'm like, well, I kind of fucking wiped out my whole day here for you. Then you come over with a sandwich.
What do you mean you wiped out your whole day?
I have to move shit. I can't do shit at noon because we're doing the bonus episode noon to 2. Okay.
What
Now
do you
let's
do?
move it to 2.
What are you going to do?
Anything other real life things than record a bonus episode with you.
Name one.
Work?
So just work after I tell you I'm going to be an hour late. You can't do an hour of work?
Just reschedule everything for an amount of time between 12 and 2 and then it's 1. Oh yeah, let's make it 3. Okay. Let's move it again. Wiped out the whole fucking day, like deforestation. Ah!
I'm sorry I ruined your day.
Wasn't ruined.
With rescheduling the show. And you punished everyone by cutting the show short so you could go eat. Because that's fair.
Were you feeling guilty about making all that money, so you wanted to extend the show by 5 minutes?
I just think the bonus episode should be like an hour and a half. I think that would be a fair
that's too
length.
long.
How long do you want a bonus episode to be?
Till it's done.
A regular episode is like 4 hours.
Well, it's not done yet.
Well, I'm saying a bonus episode should be like an hour and a half.
If it takes that long.
Yeah, but we could, we do a couple voicemails or whatever.
Yeah, and then you're like, all right, it's done.
We got to like a minute 20. We could have got another 10 minutes of content out of that.
That's just filler then.
It's not filler.
Stops when it's done. When it's not being funny anymore.
Well, I still think it was a great bonus episode. And maybe next time I'll just do 10 minutes by myself. You can go eat, and I'll just do
plug
a little,
Super Killer
we
for
can talk
10
about some
minutes.
Super Killer stuff. That'd be cool.
And
Diamond Jill,
how you'd write a
too.
better comedy than Adam Carolla.
Well, I do think I could write a pretty good. You've never read any of my spec scripts. You want to read my Bob's Burgers script?
Post it.
I could post it. I think I gotta see if I can find it. Yeah, if I can find
All
it.
of a sudden now you can't find it.
I have a Bob's Burger script. I have a Community script, and I have a Rick and Morty script.
You really went for it with Rick and Morty.
What do you mean I really went for it?
I know. I'll write a Rick and Morty script.
I wrote a great Rick and Morty episode.
No one will be writing this one.
It's not that nobody will. The point of a spectrum is not to write a show that nobody else is writing.
It's to write something that speaks to you, that you can use your voice through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was Rick and Morty, which so happened to be the most popular. That's weird, isn't it?
Well, Rick and Morty resonates with me. What's the difference? What's the problem with writing a Rick and Morty script?
What's the plot of your Rick and Morty script?
It's like Logan's Run, set on a planet where it's people who process themselves into hamburger, and that's their primary export. And Rick is like, well, there you go.
Like the spaghetti episode.
This was written literally like 5 years before the spaghetti episode, okay? So
it's people who make themselves hamburgers.
Yeah.
And they're like McRicks, McMortys.
Well, no, it's just that the idea they show up and it's like a perfect society, and Rick's really down on it. And he's like, there's going to be something, like either all these fucking people are cyborgs. There's always like a twist.
Yeah.
And Morty's like, can you just accept that, a society could arrive at like harmoniousness? And it's like, and it's time for carousel. And Morty goes, oh, fuck. And then they go in and they find out, it's like a Logan's Run type situation. Yeah, you kill people off.
What's the twist?
Well, the twist is that Morty encounters a runner who is trying to escape from this planet to not be processed into hamburger, and it ends up being Morty trying to help this woman escape, as Rick is helping the police of the planet chase Morty down because he knows Morty.
So it's Logan's Run, but they're not killing them; they're turning them into hamburgers.
Yes.
Okay, that's not terrible.
With a twist that you'll read when I find the copy of it somewhere.
There's another twist.
Well, maybe this female runner is not everything she claims to be.
What is she?
She's a triple agent, actually.
Oh.
She says that she's actually masquerading as a runner to get close to the resistance cell, but in reality, it's a triple cross where she only wanted to get close to the resistance cell, so she will be promoted and can then deactivate the main computer and end carousel forever.
Yeah, but it's still Logan's Run, but it's McDonald's.
What the fuck is...
Because that's the joke.
Yeah, Logan's Run, but McDonald's.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, well, at least you like that premise. Hollywood for 5. Thanks for the laugh, boys. Diamond G. Vito was 4 hours late. Rex Sexton for 5. I had a room for Vito to Hackamania sitting into my MGM cart for months. Figured Carl would eventually take care of it. See you fuggets.
No, they
in
don't have
Vegas.
the money for that.
I come buckets for 2. I wish Eric did the gay cowboy dance for the video. There you go. Kevin Flesher for 2 says, be fair, man. Backwards isn't that bad.
Oh, you said it!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
no,
did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
What did I say?
Kevin Flesher for 2, be fair, man.
No, I said Kevin Flesher for 2 says, be fair, man.
Okay. All right.
I danced around it expertly.
All right.
Disciple
You
of
win.
Dagon for 5. Rotating Eric. Green screen Eric, always sucking down white pills and hitting thug shakers. Vito, wear a Tifa outfit next episode. Buy me one. I'm not gonna. You gotta send me one in giant.
He can't
size.
send you one from
Send
Australia.
Send me a Tifa moo or whatever. I did finally get to the swimsuit portion of the game.
So bad.
It's all right. They make you do a lot of mini games to unlock those swimsuits.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you got to play like Rocket League. You got to collect scooters and return them to the scooter stall. You got to play the piano a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Schofield for $5. I don't get paid till December, but I want to buy Super Killer. Can you keep it open until then?
Oh, yes. You're lucky.
One
lucky
guy,
you are,
one
Chris
guy got
Schofield.
in under the wire.
Lucky you are.
K to the Swiss for $5. Thank you. Disciple of Dagon for $2 Australian. Fat Boy goes to Boba Place, hates boba. Well,
That's
I
a
like
good
tea.
question.
It's a tea place. They
I
have
wanted
other
milk
stuff.
with sugar in it.
Whatever. Clip Sama for €5. Vito would go to Mar-a-Lago with a Gravity and a Gravity Falls hat, and he'd caption the picture with the Super Killer website. Hazmat for $5. Shut the fuck up. Vito, don't talk about hating textures in your mouth. You've had a man pretending to be a woman in there. There you go. Cole Markland for $5. Vito, you recruited the PKA audience and wonder why we don't leave positive comments. Have you seen the PKA subreddit? Big ups to Liquid Richard. It's interesting how many PKA guys have crossed over to Biggest Problem.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny. I had PKA is a great show. Claptrap to the Stripe for $5.
What are you going to say? It was the opposite of that, clearly.
I had a buddy listen to it. He's like, I don't get it. What is it? And I'm like, well, I think it's just that you've known.
Why'd you have a buddy listen to another show?
I don't want to say who it was, but
who was it?
It's a guy who might be advertising on their show. And he said, well, it seems like they have a good audience, but like, what's the show? Because, and I'm like, well, I think the idea is that they've been following these guys for so long that, them just talking about TV shows for 4 hours. Just kind of like hanging out with your buddies, PKA. They have some good stuff when they start talking about war and shit. It's when they start talking about TV.
This is
and
what
shit.
they mean when they say that you've gotten a big head. This is what they mean. You're just like you're openly insulting the people that helped you get
I'm
here.
reading the comments on the PKA episodes that I'm on, and I'm reading the subreddit, and they go, that was a really great episode. And then around this timestamp, Woody says something stupid about TV shows or whatever. A lot of people disagree with Woody's opinions on TV shows. They really disagreed with you saying Parasite was a bad movie, by the way. On a recent episode, we had talked about Parasite won Best Picture.
Reddit said something.
Well, yeah, they said Dick doesn't know anything about movies, and he's an idiot. I'm just telling you what other people are saying.
See, if you were ever in Hollywood, you have to only say compliments.
Right.
You can't say what you really think.
I like PKA. I just think when you when you do that many episodes, it seems like you probably run out of topics. Like you've told all your stories. Eventually, this show's gonna not have anything left to talk about. I mean, what other buried nuggets
what
can
you're
I pull
saying
out of nowhere?
is you think that you're digging your way out, but you're just making more insults.
It's hard to keep a show
I think
going.
when Super Killer comes out,
going.
it's going to be a hurricane of hurt.
Nah, it's
for
gonna
you.
be all right. It's gonna be good.
It's going to be more criticism than you've ever seen.
It's possible Super Killer will come out and it'll be bad, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Bad or goodness doesn't matter. It's going to be the reviews that come in.
Yeah, I know.
Like a wall.
I know. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be able to handle it.
You're 100% not.
So what should I do? Just not read them, I guess, and just go,
Well, thankfully, the comic will never come out.
Honestly, it would be better if it never came out, because then I don't have to deal with disappointment.
It would be funnier.
I like the comic. I don't know, man. I like it.
What are you telling me? I don't know, man. What do you mean?
I don't know. Everybody's got me like second guessing everything. Like maybe I'm not funny, and maybe I don't know what I'm doing, and maybe I'm an idiot. I don't fucking know.
It's only because it's taken so long.
No, but I'm saying just in life in general, I like to believe that I'm funny. I hope.
If you build a fort that takes the afternoon, people go like, how about that, a fort? But if you build a fort that takes 10 years, it's never going to live up to what...
It's not just the comic. I'm saying in general, I really hope that I'm one of these guys who's like actually kind of funny in some way, and I haven't just built up in my mind this idea that I'm funny. It's like,
that doesn't work on me, that compliment fishing stuff.
I'm not doing that. I'm trying
Yeah, you are.
You don't believe that I actually have these, like, it's the imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah, imposters feel like they need to get compliments because they don't belong there, so they invented imposter syndrome.
Okay.
So that they can say that and other imposters could come make them feel better, and they can conspire to overthrow people who are worthwhile.
Well, I spent a lot of time, there was a period of time where I was like, I have a certain sense of humor, and I think it's probably not in tune with what other people stuff I think is really funny. People will think is retarded, right?
Like the trans son.
Yeah, like the trans son thing I think is really funny. And right now the audience is hearing that and they're going, "Oh man, Supercolor's gonna fucking suck if that's what he thinks is funny, right?" So I'm like, I don't know. Like it's funny
like
to me.
pun.
It's not a pun. There's no pun involved. It's just I don't know. All right, look. Anyway,
what were you saying about PKA?
I love him. I love him. I'm saying
you were saying if we were them.
I'm saying an outsider didn't understand the show, and I said I think.
And you explained it in
the appeal of the show
in a way that was undercutting and demeaning.
It's not. I think you have to know those guys. I think if you don't know those guys, it's a hard show to get into. How is that? Would you really disagree with me? Would the audience even disagree with me? I would assume everybody listens.
I would never describe someone like someone I know's content like that. It's a hard show to get into.
Well, why would you care saying it's a hard show to get into? It's a very successful show. I think
that's why you're cutting it down.
No, but hold on. There's like TV shows that it's like, hey, I don't understand why everybody's into this weird, cerebral whatever the thing.
Like what?
Like Twin Peaks. You go, well, it's a hard show to get into, but once you dig into it, and you know the in jokes and you know the hosts, it's not a thing where you can watch one episode and you get it. That makes sense.
I don't know about that.
There's some shows where it's like, oh, I just watched one episode and it wasn't for me. It's like, no. You really got to like dig into it. And again, you learn.
Like Girls Gone Wild.
You learn the host. Not like Girls Gone Wild. You learn the host and you learn the back jokes, okay? Again, you might watch it and they're talking about a guy named Wings who fucked up the show or whatever. And you go, I don't know who this guy
Pretty
is.
easy to understand that. The guy fucked it up.
The guy fucked it up.
He's fat. He hates being called a pedophile.
Yeah, I heard you guys argued about that on your episode. I look forward to that.
Yeah, he like retardedly tried to force the conversation a couple times. Like, oh yeah, so I just, and then when we were done recording, he's like, well, I just want to know, like, why'd you? And I'm like, because you wig out. He's like, well, yeah, it cost me a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
No one cares about you, you fat retard.
It's because
And I was talking about his charity. I was talking about his charity. He's like, well, I do give backpacks to poor kids, books to poor kids. I'm like, oh yeah, I was making fun of it because it's like, what do kids like more than books, Maybe get him some books about toys, right? And Tommy C's laughing. Wings like, well, I do it with church. I'm like, hey, hi, McFly, McFucking fish sandwich.
Yeah.
Hello, God, why do you still think you're commanding respect for anything?
It's interesting.
Then Wings basically described how he was a huge pain in the ass. And he's like, yeah, then they kicked me off the show. And then the next thing you know, they're monetizing the show. Like, oh, yeah, I mean... and then they brought Taylor
jump ship
in.
from a popular thing before
Taylor's
it starts making
like
money.
10,000 times funnier than you, man.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are just... Wings and Boogie are just obsessed with thinking... Because if people see them as good people, they'll give them free money. Boogie legit thinks that he has a disability that's keeping him from getting a job that is different than just having a gigantic fucking ego. I have 4 million subscribers, but I do have a disability in my back that prevents me from being a DoorDash subscriber like all these peons that should be watching me.
It's really hard to figure out what Wings and Boogie are. Because you go on that show and you're like...
one of them's getting their house stolen by Keemstar. That one's easy.
Okay,
figure.
so like on this show, like I'm a fat retard, right?
That's generous.
Sure, thanks. But like I'm very self-aware of that on some level, okay?
More than them.
Where I go, look, I understand that there are parts of my life that if put under a microscope, it would appear pathetic to the average human being. And I understand that. And there are things that I need to change. Whereas those guys will just be like, no, everybody else has it wrong about me, right? Is that what the fundamental flaw of those guys is? Is that they're like completely not self-aware about what they are?
No, they're lazy. The fundamental flaw is that they're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Boogie could make videos and just do the work.
Well, he made some videos
All
recently.
his videos are like, I want money. I deserve money from you. Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm Boogie. You guys remember that me? Give me money.
Yeah.
I'd really love some money. Here's some chick I picked up. Give me money. Give her money. I don't know. In some kind of way, you got to give me money. You got to make funny content, write jokes, come up with formats.
It does feel like there's an entitlement there to his audience. Like, why aren't you guys giving me money? Like, you should give it to me.
That's what I told him when I was on the show.
Yeah,
He's like, why do you bully me? And I said, because you're manipulative and entitled. You think you're better than everyone that you want to support you, and you're not.
You
They're
want the
better than
money
you.
without doing like anything above and beyond to obtain it. It's
Yeah,
just
you
like,
don't even want to be famous.
It's like the mere fact that you consider yourself to be a good person, you think should be rewarded monetarily. It's like, well, I'm a good guy.
Don't
so
they
why
know
would
that?
people not just give me money?
Yeah.
So well, you kind of got to like make something for them, like this shitty podcast that you're
You should
running.
make them feel good.
Yeah.
Make them feel like they're the good guy, not you.
See, I wasn't around for the Boogie as the Mr. Rogers of the internet period or whatever, where everybody's
Me
like,
either.
oh, Boogie's just like a really nice guy. I've only ever known Boogie as kind of a manipulative psychopath. And I'm like, how did you guys... He's like, he just wants to fuck whores. What do you mean? Mr. Rogers didn't talk about that all the
He
time.
said he doesn't want to fuck them. He just wants to give them money and fuck with them.
Yeah, which is worse. I don't.
Yeah.
See, that's bullshit. He wants to fuck him. He's also, I'm gonna say, he's probably one of these guys.
Probably too fast to get hard.
He goes, I'm such a nice guy. I deserve to fuck. Didn't he say that in like the documentary or something where he's like, well, you know, I'm such a good person. I deserve to fuck the most beautiful women. Like, I deserve that.
Oh, did he?
I think he said something along those lines. I don't remember where that was.
That sounds right.
But it's interesting. He is entitled in that way.
He said he was hoping that I would die in a drunk driving accident and that he couldn't wait till I killed myself. I couldn't believe he said that.
He said that on the show?
He said that right away. He's like, I'm really excited for your suicide, number one. And I have suicidal ideation all the time. I've always struggled with it my whole life. Killing myself. I've always wanted to kill myself.
Right.
I've always struggled with it, and Boogie was throwing it in my face.
Okay.
And he said he couldn't wait till I killed myself.
Okay.
And it's a trigger for me.
Okay.
And
wow.
that he hoped I died in a drunk driving accident. He said that on the show.
That's horrible.
He said that to me at a
He
dinner.
he said that to you at a dinner on the show.
Yeah.
Wow, what a bad guy.
I know, and I wasn't doing anything.
I'm very interested to see
I didn't say anything about his teeth the whole episode. I didn't say I can hear your teeth knocking on the microphone constantly.
Did he try to make nice on the show? Was he
I didn't say.
Was he trying to be
Are you
your
stuttering
buddy?
or did your lips get caught in your fake teeth?
Yeah.
No, he was being a jerk.
He was being a jerk to you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to watch this.
If it ever comes out.
We'll see.
And when it does, I'm going to match it to what I have and
Sounds
see
like
what
these
they cut
guys
out.
begrudgingly agree to have guys like you appear on. I think if they had the choice, they would not have let you on. So I want to see how
I don't
that
know.
went. Let's see. Claptap the Destroyer for 5. Vito, you have slur. Everyone likes boba, and pulp is good. Not everybody likes boba. Tasso for 5. Orange pulp is full of essential nutrients. Leave it to Vito to avoid healthy foods in favor of no pulpy in my tum-tum. Tamungo for 5. Canadian. Biggest problem is my girlfriend taking all of the ice tray, but 3 or 4 and not filling it. Then I get only 3 or 4 ice cubes instead of a possible 14.
Ah, that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. Necro C.
You got to have his and her ice cube trays. And if she uses yours at all,
cut her head off.
Cut her head off.
Necro
Put
C
it in
for
the
5.
freezer.
F's in the chat, boys. Not only does Crimson not have a job, but he also does not have a Discord account. Thank you for not ending yourself, Crim. Diamond G for 222. X-Men 97 is incredible. I've been watching. It's not bad. Turkware for 5. Funny how Vito rags on the Catholic Church for excommunicating degenerates. What are they supposed to do? Accept people with values they're opposed to? They excommunicated Francis Bacon. Didn't he reform the whole fucking church?
Yes, they're supposed to accept everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Sarah Gardner for
the whole
5.
thing.
Hugh Jess, Vito, giving advice on healthier drink options. Genghis Grub for 2. Great show, guys. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Jose M for 2. Laugh at Fatal J, the walking minstrel show. No, we love Fatal J, and we want him to come on the show.
Jazz singer, Fatal J.
If he's coming on, and he's going to do a whole song and
Al
dance.
Jolson.
Well, these comics are some fine comics.
Well,
My mammy told me. Geeks for 5. Next week, I'm going on a dinosaur dig. Sometimes it's tricky because their big bones look like they belong to Vito.
That does sound tricky.
Torqueware for 2. Can't wait to pirate Super Killer Team Guy Vito. Clever username for 2. Australian. What does Sergeant Fred Slaughter think of Mr. Bircham?
Not
Sergeant
enough
Fred
money.
Slaughter is a better character than Mr. Bircham. I come buckets for 2. Vito just wants to see trans kids. Classic win-win.
Yeah.
Whatever. Jake Herzberg for 2 years old. You are pretty. Okay. On the John for 10. I'm so mad. After listening to the Biggest Problem bonus episode, Biggest Problem in Mothers, now at patreon.com/biggest problem, I can't stop noticing how much of my time is wasted by women trying to talk about themselves. asking how was school.
Yep.
Great problem brought in by Dick. Pineapple Man for 5. Training an AI model on Mr. Bertram for nefarious reasons and then tweeting it to Jeremy Boring. That could be funny.
He'd love that.
Geeks for 2. I'm convinced all Daily Wire writers have the tism. Adventure Tim for 5. I was going to compliment Vito, but not after he wasted 20 minutes being jealous over someone's completed project. Root for D's nuts.
That's what it seems like.
Mr. Bertram is the completed project.
It sounds like jealousy. Because you had all this money and you still haven't produced a comic.
I want Mr. Bertram to be good. I hope it's good. I come buckets.
That's where
the
jealousy comes from. That's
I just pewed my rifle at the sun. This guy's tough. Ken for 2. Sharia or Talmud. Talmud for me. Devin's How for 5. Con Air is a pretty good movie. I agree. Yolanda Finkelstein for 2 says money.
Thank you.
Euthanasia Enthusiast for 7 Canadian. Just buy your comic, Vito. Even after you skipped my super chat that one time, the constant verbal spamming made me do it. Well, this is your last chance because now I actually do have to close it.
Sick of the comic.
I left it open only for Pro Last Media, but if somebody else wants sneaks in, I cannot stop you. Utah-based Armenian for 2. By the time the sun explodes, we will be on Kolob.
Here we come.
Oglovich for 2 says, quick, Vito, plug Superkiller again. India, superkiller.org. That's it. Coup for 2. I'll buy you a drink, not a steak, though.
I'll read every review of Superkiller. To offset the plugging, the shilling. Now I found it. Yep.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That's the balance. That's the balance.
There's gonna be a lot of
review.
There's going to be a lot of
Renown
reviews.
Zero, hail the Lord.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm reading all the reviews. Every Kiwi farmer.
You don't understand.
That sends a review
I am
in.
going to probably not. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You don't understand
I'm
how
gonna be
sick
an
we
emotional
are
wreck.
of hearing about it.
I'm going to be an emotional wreck.
That's what the
when
money's
this comic
for.
comes out. The money's not going to help with that.
That's all you got.
I know that's all I got. Okay?
You should have tried harder.
I should have. Don't say that. Okay? Look.
Perfectly balanced. Every review.
You guys don't understand that this is a big deal, all right?
Gotta be less than 500 words.
Tool chest for 5. Someone should buy Vito's dinner in Vegas and just call him fat. We already did that. Peach Hook for 2. Is it really parasocial if Vito stays in my house?
No, not at all.
No. Steve for 2. Misogyny and Laura like
it's only parasocial if Vito doesn't get something out of it. If Vito gets something out of it, it's fine. If he's getting made fun of or it costs him something, it's parasocial.
Yes,
bad.
there you go. Diamond G for 5. The USA will be a third world nation when we have to colonize space by emergency if we keep going the way we are. Trump 24, make America spacebound. We got to go away from this exploding sun.
Sure.
Kara Fro for 50 says you have to play ill-advised for
We
everyone.
did,
Well,
Kara.
we got it in.
No chargebacks.
I'm
though.
glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Kara Fro, moderator of the stars. We love her. Shit Lips for 2. It was a joke. Sorry, guys. It's fine. Strategy for 10, according to voicemails, weight is similar as long as two people are within 3 digits of weight with one another.
Sure.
Imagine being in the same weight class as The Rock and Cecil.
It's only 75 pounds.
Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laugh, boys. RIP stream. Steve for 2 says F, because I believe our stream did go down. Are we not playing that game, I guess, because it broke the whole computer?
There's tons more.
What?
There's tons more super chats.
I know. I'm just saying. I remember you had a game you wanted to play. I come bucket for 2. Costco
no,
challenge.
yeah, we're
Eat
not doing
50
that.
hot dogs. Get a free shirt. Well, I do have my Costco shirt on. Available now at Killdozer.Industries along with the Super Killer merch and the Biggest Problem
Fucking
merch.
shilling. Do not buy any of that shit.
Biggest Problem merch.
Do not
You
buy
get
it.
money
I don't
from
give
that.
a fuck. It's the shilling is constant.
It's not shilling.
I
It's
want to blow my fucking
Oh my
brains
God.
out.
All right, I'm sorry I wore a shirt from my
God.
very popular merch store at Killdozer.Industries. Lol no for 2. Hope next week will be funny. Okay, Google. No, we're not doing it. Okay, Google. Nicholas for 5 Canadian. 77 days and counting until Vito becomes a hack fraud. Yes. Drunken Atheist Studio
It's going
for
to be
2.
brutal, man.
It's going to be great.
Oh, wow.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
It's set in stone now.
Drunken Atheist Studio corrects me. It is true. Frankenstein is a Universal monster, not Warner Brothers.
Yeah, everyone
That's
knew
correct.
that.
Ken for 2. A man's face was eaten at Hackamania for 28.
Wow.
24. That's going to be me. Justin Broderick for 5. Things haven't been going well for me. Might end at all. The only thing I have to look forward to is Vito losing weight. No pressure. Okay.
Just kill yourself and get it over with.
Drunken Atheist Studio for 2 says, bring back freestyles, Vito. They are fun to edit. No. Coup for 2.
Yeah, freestyles are better than pre-recorded rap.
That's fine. I understand. We just had a little bit of fun. Vito, whatever you need, Mark Brooks. Sure. Baba Gumper for 2. I'm Vito. Oink, oink. I'm Walrus Vito. Oink. The Locks for 10. I'm not really a comic book fan, but I was going to buy Super Killer for my brother as a gift when he put out the campaign. I'm glad I didn't now. Vote up pre-orders. Vito is
too
fed.
long. Pre-orders too long.
You're going to feel stupid when you don't get a first edition copy.
You could just
I'm gonna
read
tell you
the
that.
digital one.
Weirdo Lay for 5. Black Guy Vito. Chinese Vito. My name Vito, and this how I talk. Diamond G for 2. Vito, you've lied about your completed pages. I don't think I've lied about my completed
You got 15
pages.
left, you said?
I believe we have 15 left. But they're not colored. We have 15 left.
Yeah, but the color says 1 a day. So 15 pages left, that's 3 weeks. You could easily do the whole thing by the time it catches up. By the time the inker, penciler, whatever.
Coup for 5. A manga volume is 120 to 200 pages. Super Killer is 5 months late and only 65 pages. I thought you wanted to make a manga, Vito. I agree. God for 2. Vito, why did you take your diss track so seriously? I don't know. Graham Track for 5. Vito is a large, round bozo, but I want Vito to be a healthy bozo. I will gladly help you with a weightlifting routine if you like. I didn't take it seriously. I don't know. I had it. I made it
why
at
so many
night.
disclaimers if you didn't take it seriously then?
I hate you guys. Ratman for 2. Fat. Clip for 2. It puts a parrot and a pirate flag, so that should get you to whatever. Justin Broderick for 2. Coup for 2. That's funny. Faddix for 5. Fog. We forgot about the fog.
We did not.
Which ruins my ability to get a decent thumbnail for this show. So why don't we get a nice shot first?
We ruined the shilling.
It's not the shilling. It's the
More
thumbnail
fucking
for the
shilling.
show. It ruins the color. Ratman for 5. Will the steak night with Vito be considered a mukbang? If so, how much to keep you from eating?
Order as much as you can. See how much you can order.
Mr. Cool Eyes for 5. Skankfest sucks. Comedian circle jerk. Long lines and nowhere to sit.
Boom!
Wow. Coup for 2. People disrespecting your time is the biggest problem in the universe.
Very true.
Former Artist 2 says if Deadpool 3 comes out first, you're done, Vito.
You're done.
Brigil Galugi for 2. Vito, new respect to you for the rap. See, many people liked it.
It was great.
Goldilocks for 2. Vito, where's my money? It's been 14 weeks. Play your. Oh, wait, we got a couple more here. G Money Pants for 5. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Goldilocks for 2. Sorry, it's been 4 weeks. I'm still poor.
It's the game where we smash all the toys. For a man who cheats about the boys. What's in the box? You know you want it. So get on the scale or I smash at the shit. Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty. Oh. Do you remember what you were at last week? 290.2. What do you think you're at this week? Do you think?
I can see the scale. You don't have to go. What
do you
think you're at?
I tricked. That has a different number.
I'm a 280. Can you believe it? What an incredible fucking.
Do you think you went up or down?
I saw it on the scale. Just do it.
What do you think led to the change?
Well, I didn't take off my shirt or my pants.
How much do those weigh? 5 or 6?
Yeah, 5 or 6 pounds. So I'm probably at like 285. What is it? Just
How would
say
you feel if you weighed 285?
I'd feel good. That'd be good.
You'd feel good.
I mean, it'd be good. I mean, it's going down. It is going down.
How would you feel if you weighed 250?
That'd be great.
Would you feel good?
I don't What is the bit? Just finish the bit.
Just asking.
I don't
how
want to.
you would
What are you
feel.
stretching this out for? All
You're
right.
talking about Super Killer for like 10 hours.
I know,
but-
and now you got me all in my head that everyone's gonna hate the fucking comic, and all the reviews are gonna say Vito's a if the comic sucks, it's over.
Vito, all of these guys are going to pretend it's the worst thing ever made. Every one of Eric's
Yeah, but I
fans
can ignore them. Whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't care. None of this matters.
Who can you
Just let me make my comic. All right? Does it have to
Just
be?
let me take
the
my
fucking
$100,000
Vito's a
for
big fucking
nothing.
failure, and the comic's late, and everything sucks, and I'm the worst, and fucking whatever.
Who can you not? What do you? Who can you not take criticism
care.
from?
I don't care. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I'm doing what I think is a very good job. And then,
I mean, we went through Eric's comic word for word and tore it apart.
I know, and I accept that's going to happen to me. All right, and that's fair. I accept that.
When's Yellow Flash's comic coming out?
It might. I don't know. He says he's good. It's almost done, so we'll see.
It's almost done. When's it coming out?
I don't know. Probably same time as mine. Before the end of the year.
Christmas time.
If his little gay fucking World War II Sentai shit is better than my comic, I'm gonna look like a big idiot. And I accept that.
You want to tell people what you got on the scale?
285. What a
291.8.
So what? It's like a pound. Pound and 3.
1.6 pounds.
Okay, it's just normal fucking weight.
Yeah, but you had a
fluctuation.
week to lose 8 pounds, and you gained a pound.
I had a week
and
to lose
half.
8 pounds.
You could easily lose 8 pounds.
Well, I'm
in a
going to
week.
say again, my scale says that we're making progress. So
Is your scale just rigged to go down constantly?
Constantly going down.
You could lose easily 8 pounds in a week.
I don't know how to do that.
You got to stop drinking boba.
I got one boba.
Maybe walk back and forth to the boba 5 or 6 times.
It's not a weight loss show, okay? I'm not going to lose weight.
Well, yeah, because you're gaining a pound and a half.
So it's a weight gain show. That's entertaining, too.
It's a mukbang.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we make
It's a muck slow bang.
How about if I gain weight, we go, cool. You know, that'd be fun, too.
Nah.
Whatever, man. It's a pound and a 2.
Yeah,
Look,
but it's all the weight you could have lost.
And look. Life's full of disappointments, right?
Well, for you, were you disappointed by that?
Disappointed by a lot of things.
Are you disappointed by the pound and a half gain?
No, not really. I'm not worried. I'm not losing sleep about that.
Why not?
I'm trusting in the process.
Process of what?
I'm trusting the process.
The boba diet?
Yeah, the boba diet. I told you this bit is not good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's not good?
I
Why?
don't know. It's depressing for people.
Depressing for you.
I think it's depressing for the audience as well, but it's your call.
Wait a minute. Right now, you think this is not a good radio segment.
I don't know. If this is what people like, it's just a fat guy.
You're scribbling obsessively like a serial killer on paper, and you think that's not good radio.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do?
Lose weight.
Okay.
Don't gain a pound and a half.
Okay.
Can we get a verbal
No.
commitment?
Of course not. Stop this. All right?
I think you're going to be pleased.
I already know I'm not. I already know I'm not going to be pleased.
Well, you know,
all right?
Here you go.
What is it?
Why don't you fucking press it? No, I'm not going to. I don't want it. It's your booty.
DVD? Is it a DVD? I'm going to hide it. I want to see. Okay.
What is it?
It is a mother's milk. It is a mother's milk pop figure.
That's because you gained a pound and a half.
Oh, is that why? Do you have a secret one back there with
So you still think there's prizes in there?
No, I have to check to make sure there's not a trick because you tried to make one of these a trick.
There might still be a trick in there.
All right.
Might be in the walls of the cardboard.
Okay, well, I'll find out when I get home, I guess.
Why don't you try to...
No.
Why don't you lose...
No.
Why don't you lose...
No. Stop. I'll do whatever. I'm not thinking about it. All right? I'm thinking about a lot of stuff.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about this comic every fucking day. I'm obsessed with trying to make it fucking good.
But what do you do? You're not writing it.
No, but I gotta make all the fucking things, and I'm talking to Chinese suppliers, I'm talking to print companies, and fucking colorists and letterers and whatever else.
Jeez.
And then I gotta make a diss track about Eric July for some stupid reason.
Do you schedule any meetings with them?
No, I don't schedule anything.
Do you have meetings or calls with them?
Nope, there's no project management. It's all just by the seat of my pants, because who cares? I'm not treating it seriously, and I'm an idiot. And
I'm
a
just
failure.
asking if you have calls with them.
No, I don't. There's nothing happening. There's no progress.
Just like
and no
Grey
comics
Rock.
getting made. It's all a joke. It's all fake.
Just asking a question.
No, it's all trash. And it's all fake, and I'm a failure, and I fucked up, and I'm the worst. $100,000.
I don't know why this bit's funny at all.
$100,000.
You're right. There's nothing funny about this bit.
$100,000. Can you believe it? Look, I have great faith that we're making something good, and that's what I hope. I hope that we've made something good. Let's see. Yancey for 10. Vito, you need to remove the towel rack over your scale. Congratulations on
That's a
Super
Simpsons
Killer.
joke.
That is a good Simpsons joke. I got to update the...
You didn't read everything that they're saying.
I did. Yeah,
no, that guy says that'll do,
We
pig.
already read that.
G-money
we
pants.
already read that.
Are you? He said it again.
I guarantee we already read that. And I do need to update the Dickheads Vito Files graphic, and I will do so. But thanks to all of our supporters for coming in for the end of the stream where we weirdly have this depressing obsession with my weight and my
It's only depressing for you,
failed
though.
comic book and my failed comedy career and the fact that nobody at Skankfest likes me, so I shouldn't even go.
You should
and,
go.
Hackamania, they're thinking, whatever. I'm going to have fun. Hackamania is going to be great. Guys, don't forget to get your tickets at hackamania.com. And
you should sell these mother's milks.
No, I'll just give them all. It's just a fucking endless tomb that I can die in. Maybe I'll make a coffin out of them when I gain 1,500 pounds. And
Why don't you try losing some weight?
No, I don't want to.
1,500 pounds.
I don't want to make
Much.
excuses. I don't want to make excuses.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't.
Did you learn that from Boogie? That
no.
phrase?
If I say I'm going to try to lose weight and I don't, then it just sounds like I'm lying.
No, it's just failing.
Yeah, I failed at losing weight.
Well, are you going to?
No, because I'm going to fail at it, apparently.
Oh, cry me a river.
I'm not crying at you a river. I know. I have to cut everything out of my life that brings me any amount of joy.
Yeah.
And not eat anything tasty. And just eat fucking granola and...
No, you got to eat real food. So your brain adjusts to eating real food instead
I don't want
of
to
sugar
do
water.
that, though.
Okay.
I want to eat pasta.
Pasta is a real food. It's
Not
the sugar
really.
water. Yes, it is. I eat pasta all the time.
No, you can't eat pasta. It's
You-
all carbs.
You have no idea what food is in your body. Of course you can eat pasta.
Pasta's not good for you. It's a shit ton of carbs.
It's fine. You eat pasta twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. Of course that's fine.
Well, I've been avoiding pasta entirely, so...
But this is way worse. The green tea cucumber is way worse
I
than
drank
spaghetti.
half of it. I'm only drinking because I'm sick. And yes, it's 170 calories.
Pasta's like a meal.
I can eat a lot.
Of pasta?
Yeah.
Like how much?
All of it.
All the pasta?
Yeah.
Just only eat half of that.
And I'm not full and I'm like miserable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you eat that?
Yeah. No, I just eat until I'm,
Stuffed.
Yeah.
Okay, but then stop after that.
No, I can't.
You have to.
I know, but I can't.
Just do it once or twice a week.
No. What don't you get about this? Okay? What do I have to explain? All this, just eat less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I want
not?
to eat like an idiot.
All the time?
I have no happiness in my life, Dick. None.
Oh, I just got $100,000 for free.
Do you think that
And I have
money? Do you
no
think that money is going to make
happiness.
me happy necessarily? Okay, I'll say this: I am happy that I can make things. That's great. I'm very excited about
Well,
that.
the making is the problem.
Sure,
That's what you need
whatever.
to do.
Okay, look, I'm not saying I'm not happy about the money. I'm very happy about the money.
Okay.
Okay, but I still, go about my life.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just, there's just a general sense of misery that surrounds me at all times.
Okay.
So I eat because then at least I can feel good for 15 minutes.
Can you do it in a fat bastard voice?
Maybe I should. I can't
eat
do.
because I'm unhappy.
Well, I
and
can't-
I'm unhappy because I eat.
That's what it is. That's the cycle.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's not
then
healthy.
Talking about it though, that's another part of the cycle.
Well, I wouldn't talk about it if there wasn't a pirate-themed game show around it.
Well, do you want the toys or not?
I just don't want to depress people with the reality of it, which is that I'm miserable. And I eat to be slightly happy for a temporary period of time.
Oh.
All right? At least while I'm eating, I go, well, this feels good.
What's your
Unlike
favorite thing?
Most things.
But not boba. You don't want to eat
Not
bobas.
boba. No, I don't like boba.
Just drinking milk.
Pasta's good. I like
Eating
pasta.
spaghettis.
Pasta's probably one of my favorite things. I can't get it, though, because it's all carbs. If I
But
could,
what is that?
If I could, I'd eat pasta every night. Probably.
Have you ever done that?
No.
You just don't?
Because pasta, I consider pasta very...
Why don't you just eat all the pasta and don't drink drinks?
This is... all the drinks in my house right now are no calorie. I just got this because I'm like, eh.
So you won't do that, is what you're saying?
I guess not.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever... Look, if
I just eat all pasta and then don't drink all the sugar drinks?
Like, have you guys ever met? Have you met a fat person? Like, this is all we. This is
I don't think
every
so.
fat person.
Yeah,
every fat person goes. Food makes me feel good, so I'm going to eat whatever I want.
No.
And the amount of happiness I get from food, absolutely outweighs the amount of happiness I would get from being skinny. Okay, like that's the problem. I was skinny, and I felt good about it. It wasn't as good as eating food all the time.
Okay.
Like, it's definitely not as exciting and fun.
Exciting?
Yeah, dude, eating food is, like, super exciting to me.
Oh.
I think food is, like, honestly, one of the only reasons to keep living. Like, that's it. Okay, let's put it this way. You like alcohol, right?
No.
You don't like alcohol?
I hate it.
Okay. Well, there's some people who really like alcohol, right?
Okay.
Like, if I told you, if I told an alcoholic there's no more alcohol anymore, they'd probably be pretty bummed out about it, right?
Can you explain it in more simple terms?
I just really, really, really like food. I really like food a lot. It's not complicated at all. Okay, I get excited about food.
But you want to lose some weight, though, right?
If there's a way to do it with, like, not
eating
having
everything?
to deny myself, like, shit I like. Which is why I've tried to find, like, foods that are filling and have lower calories.
What about, like, guinea pig pellets?
I don't think I would enjoy those.
Oh.
But I did get the pills that, what do you call it, are like some fucking fibrous thing that you eat them and then it fills up your stomach.
Oh, like packing peanuts?
Well, basically they absorb water and they fill up your stomach. So I've tried taking that. It doesn't really seem to work.
How many of those did you eat?
You take 3 pills before a meal. And then
you got to do like a whole handful.
Well, you're not. I mean, I guess I could take 6 of them and try to expand my stomach out to
Take as many
whatever.
as you can try.
I mean, I think at this point I either got to do Ozempic or I got to get like gastric bypass or something.
You got to get back on Ozempic.
I can. I have it in my fridge. I just haven't taken it because I'm worried about getting sick again. But I know I just should take it.
Will there be another fundraiser for gastric bypass? If that
it's not going to be a fundraiser. I would just pay for it or something.
Oh, what would the fundraiser be for?
What is I'm not running any fundraisers. Look, I have an unhealthy relationship with food, and it's one of these things where you can go, well, just, convince yourself not
Stop
to eat
eating.
It. Okay, well, I can't.
Oh.
If I do that, I would probably just kill myself. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, what is... It's one of the, like, things that I get joy out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good meal is, there's not a lot on this earth worth doing. You know? What do you enjoy doing?
Not making $100,000 of comics. That's for
that's
sure.
fun, and I enjoy
like
doing
focusing
that.
on negative stuff all the time.
I'm not trying to focus on negative stuff. I'm just telling you guys.
I like fucking exaggerating stuff, so it's me. It's sympathy.
What do you think?
Evoking.
What do you think is an exaggeration?
Everything.
Okay. Oh,
you could just stop eating. All that emotional shit's just like made up.
So you think I don't have any emotions?
To like evoke sympathy from people.
I'm not trying to evoke sympathy. Nobody has to feel bad for me because I don't feel bad for me. I don't feel bad about being fat. It just is what it is. Like, yeah, it would be better to be skinny in terms of health. But if I stay fat, I don't know.
Then what?
Nothing. Nothing changes. There's so many fat guys in the world. What is going to change?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, look, we're down 20 pounds still. At least I kept most of it off, right?
Fuck it. Just put it back on.
Maybe.
Just knock it out in a month.
I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I told you guys it's not a weight loss
Pile on
show,
the spaghetti.
Okay? I don't know what to tell you.
Spaghetti from 9 to 9.
Just Vito, don't eat is not a solution because I won't do that. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Eat more.
I've tried to just eat like protein. So I'm just doing like eggs, a bunch of vegetables.
Like Gaston?
Eggs and like proteins and whatever else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
There you go. Vito's Booty, always a thrilling segment. Everybody loves it. And that was me only gaining 1.5 pounds. I mean, imagine what we can get if I gain 5 pounds. We can get a whole fucking thing out of it. Oh, we got another mother's milk for the box. We'll be at Hackamania. Don't forget Hackamania.com. Get your tickets right now. And please leave a bunch of comments about how I'm making excuses and coping.
Really, the excuses thing really bothered you.
Because I'm trying to be honest.
Because almost nobody said it.
Because people think I'm like lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
About what?
Like all this like emotional shit. Like I'm going to kill myself if I can't eat. Like, okay.
I'm not going to kill myself, but like... It is like an emotional thing for me. I eat for emotional whatever.
Yeah.
For happiness.
Uh-huh.
You don't get happy like eating a pizza, like a good whatever, just any good piece
I
of
don't
food.
try to like tell people like I'm gonna kill myself if
I'm not saying I'm gonna kill myself. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm gonna kill myself if I can't drink.
I'm just saying that I have few joys in life, and that's like the only like one of the few meaningful ones to me is a good meal. I love food. What can I say? It's weird the way we talk about food. Like, it's like the worst thing in the world.
No, it's not weird the way we talk about it.
It is.
No, I just say, like, I have lunch and dinner. Oh, yeah,
the way people talk about weight loss, like, oh, my God.
Stop eating.
I can't believe that person is fat and they got to lose weight and
they got to
whatever
lose weight.
else.
They got to stop eating.
Why?
Because they're too fat.
What is
die.
it? But why? Okay, we're all going to die.
No, it's infecting your brain.
Okay, well, a lot of things are infecting my brain, I'm going to say.
Eating is.
I don't know, man. It seems like we live at the end of the world. The last thing on my fucking mind is like, oh, the fucking, I gotta eat right.
We're at the end of the
gotta
world.
get fucking healthy or whatever.
You don't think that's funny?
I believe.
Can you imagine if you said you got to drink less and I said, we're at the end of the world, I'm going to drink as much as I want?
Yeah,
that would be psychotic.
No, everyone would be fine with that. Nobody would care if you said that.
No, they would.
If you said the world's ending, I'm going to drink like an idiot because who cares? Everyone would be like, yeah, that's
If somebody
cool.
said you got to drink less and my answer wasn't, yeah, I should.
It
would be wrong.
If I had an addiction to something other than food, people would be like, oh, he just loves smoking cigarettes. Who cares?
No,
okay.
they would say, please stop. You're fucking up your family. You're going to die. Stop.
They wouldn't,
but
they wouldn't treat it that like a guy who has, if it's really fucking things up, like if it's fucking up my life. Like
every addiction is.
But it's not like I can't get anything done because I'm eating all the time. Okay? That's not a big part of it.
So smokers can't get stuff done?
No, smokers do get stuff done. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. I don't get why it's such a big deal.
Because it's causing you to say crazy things.
What did I say that is crazy?
I'm going to kill myself if I can't eat.
I didn't. Did
We're
I
at
say
the end of the world, so I'm just going to eat.
Well, we've been at none of this matters. Let's be real. Come on.
Crazy thing.
What?
You gotta get super killer. I'm gonna come out of it. If you tell me not to eat, I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm not gonna go down this fucking
I-
existential road. But
You're taking us there.
What am I supposed to do? You're like, why won't you lose weight? You know, it matters so much.
Matters a little
and at
bit.
the end of the day, it's like it doesn't matter that much, man. Like you're really what
it does.
truly matters. What matters is the comic book. That matters.
So then go back up to 310.
No, because I don't need to gain if I can keep a little weight off, that's fine.
That's a quid pro quo fallacy. That's a status quo fallacy. You just want to stay 290 because it's 290. Go back up to 310.
What is the criticism? Okay, what is the criticism? The criticism is Vito eat less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I should eat less.
Walk to the Bubba store
healthier.
twice. You got to walk there and back, and then go again.
Okay. Well, I've been exercising, so that's good.
Okay.
Again, this is like a 1 pound fluctuation. I might actually have lost weight.
Oh! Except for the solar flares probably messed up the scale.
The solar flares might have messed up the scale. You can't go week to week. You got to go month to month.
Year to year.
Yeah, I know. It's not happening. So whatever.
What's not happening?
I'm just saying, look.
You're down at 290 from 310.
Yeah, which is not great. Should have been more.
Well, it's not great, no.
No.
But it's something.
It is something.
Now we got to get you down to 270.
But again, that was when I was doing the Ozempic, so I should just get back on it.
Yeah, but you didn't pile it back on. Usually you pile it back on.
You think Ozempic people get back up to 310?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Everybody gets back up to 310. Everybody.
Like I said, my fridge has different stuff in it. I'm working out. So if I get back on the here's the problem.
Get on a spaghetti diet.
I get really
eat spaghetti drink spaghetti.
I get very hungry, and then I eat like a big pile of fucking protein and vegetables and whatever else, and I eat it all, and I go, well, that'll be fine. And then I'm still hungry.
So you got to eat the moon.
Maybe that. No, I got to get on. I got to get on that. I need something to say, like, hey, you're not hungry anymore. Don't eat.
Don't drink that stuff.
Most of it. Look, how much did I drink of it?
I don't want to touch that.
Okay, well, I drank like half of it.
Well, don't drink the rest of it.
I just wanted a little tea for my throat. I wanted a little tea for my throat. I have a sore throat.
All right, well, let's see what happens next week on
we should do this. I think every week
that's not funny.
We should do 20, 25 minutes of talking
problem
about
that no one can identify with at all.
Addiction. That's fun. That's what the audience wants from the comedy podcast. All right? It's just good TV. We should have pitched this when we went in. We should have said, what's the show? Well, it's 25 minutes of a fat guy.
I tried to pitch this of a guy guessing your weight, and you said, no, that's not funny.
A guy guessing my weight?
A guy just going around guessing, making people say their weight, and then getting on a scale. And I said, this is the funniest bit ever done. A guy goes around, I go around and say, what's your weight? And if you can guess your own weight, you win a prize.
If you can guess your own weight and make women
and
guess
they all
their own
melt
weight.
down. He said, I don't understand why that's funny. Remember that?
I thought I greenlighted that. I thought I said, yeah, that works.
That was a big problem. That would be a good bit.
Well, no, I think that I mean,
if
now
you can guess your own weight, you win a prize. I don't want to do this, and then you try to get them, throw it in front of them.
I think we didn't explore it deep enough. What's the prize? Money?
No, none of them will do it because they will not. They don't want to weigh themselves.
Them what the prize is.
This is. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Please don't leave comments about this. I'm gonna kill myself anyway. I don't need this shit.
Is there someone in the will that gets you $100,000?
Yeah, my sister's gonna get it all. So
she doesn't need $100,000.
She's gonna go up to Everest again. My mom will get some too. Just let me make my comic books and be fat. I like being fat.
No, you don't like being fat.
I don't like the physical appearance of being
Nobody
fat.
has this reaction of something they like.
But the food I love.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, but that's like the part I really like. I really like it.
Well, I'll do it half as much.
I'll try. I don't know. Well, no, I can't say I'll try because, again...
You've made that up. This thing like, I can't say I'll try because these trolls are coming after me.
I think I am trying.
You try harder.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
What a show.